Strippers and lesbians, all lovers shall suck, so don't be a schmuck. The FCC hates him, but who gives a f***? Because Howard... Howard is the man, only he can get away with humping Heather Locklear up on that stage. Well, he may be insane, but she didn't complain. Such a hot piece of ass, could he really be blamed? Howard Stern will rock you. Howard Stern will rock you.
I got the pleasure of speaking to Mr. Howard Stern this morning, who I had heard had said some, not too nice things about you and me. Well, mostly you. I mean, he liked me, said he wanted to sleep with me, but he said a
That's
few
about
things.
all he can do. I've drawn the line right here in the sand, ladies and gentlemen. Howard Stern, watch out.
What are you going to do, boy? I've never seen him. What are you going to do? Are you going to, challenge him?
You know what I'm like. I'm an easygoing guy, always light, no problems. But you know when I get a little rough, right?
You get a little crazy. I see that look in your eyes, and
Yeah.
I know that it's
All right, now,
the killer.
He
about to
said
come
that
out.
he is a brown belt karate.
Right.
Howard, want to prove it?
I want you to know, I took up for you, though. I took up for you, and I said that you were the most wonderful man I'd ever known, and if he got to know you, he'd probably like you.
He's not going to get to know me except in a very upfront, closed position.
Yes, he's very big. He's very tall.
He is 6'5". He's nothing but a hormone. The guy is 6'5". Believe me, he's perfect for radio.
Yeah, you know, first he's going to say really mean things about
I don't care. Do you think I care? Howard, I don't care. You have met your match right here. Howard, stop picking on the little guy. Stand up to a guy your size, Howard. Whoa, George.
Never really know what's going on. Look at me sometimes like all you want to do is run. Hear me out, hear me out. It's all the things you never show. There are the things I want to know. Secret stars standing next to me, I feel like you were gone. It's all the things you never show. They're all the things I want to know. Secrets start in your heart so slow. But if you don't wanna tell me now, I guess I'll never know. But if you don't wanna tell me now, I guess
Put you in.
Beautiful. Here he is, the man about whom everybody is speaking, and the man who's responsible for the fastest-selling book in the history of Simon & Schuster. Here is shock jock Howard Stern.
Dude, I wish this was a repeat. I wish this was best of. You know, the longer you're away, the less you want to come back. Hey, good morning, everybody. What's happening? By the way, Robin's still on vacation. I don't see her here. I think she thinks we're coming back tomorrow. Wait a second. I have an update.
Oh.
Robin is back from vacation. Look at that.
When you were saying that, I was thinking, yeah, I didn't come back.
You should have done that. That would have been funny. You didn't think of that.
No.
You could have pulled your...
away with that?
Yeah, you could have pulled like, no one told me, and you should have been angry at us.
I could have called in today yelling.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Gary told me it was Thursday.
Nobody told me.
You seem kind of chipper. What's going on? Are you happy to be back? Is that what you want to tell
I'm
us?
happy to see you.
Oh, I'm happy to see you, too. I did light up when you walked through the room. I really thought you were still on vacation.
I only wish.
You look like you got lots of weenie on vacation.
Lots of sleep. I was sick all vacation.
Oh, yeah, I heard about that. I heard you had a cold or something.
Yeah, I got whatever you had.
Yeah.
Like a month ago.
You had.
I had the same kind of thing. Yeah.
So you don't know how to plan it.
Knocked me out.
When someone told me that, I said, that's good for her. I'd rather be sick on my vacation than when I have to work. It's the worst.
Yeah, I tried to look at the bright side.
Right.
That I didn't have to try to get up and go to work, struggle through that.
Right, right.
But, you know, just as I'm getting better, it's time to go back.
Yeah. I hadn't even played with myself the whole vacation. And last night, I fell asleep at 8 o'clock and didn't play with myself. And then 1 o'clock in the morning, I was up watching Conan O'Brien.
I was going to say, you were able to fall asleep?
Yep. I planned it just right. I went to the gym. I worked out pretty heavy. I kept myself up all day. And then I fell right asleep at 8 o'clock. 1 o'clock in the morning, I'm there flailing away at myself to get myself back to bed.
Because I was watching Letterman and Leno's opening monologue. I couldn't get to sleep.
No, very difficult. Well, you didn't pleasure yourself? See, it doesn't have the same effect on women. Women get, you know what? My wife has said it gets so riled up.
Want to run a marathon.
Yeah. Oh, man. And I realized why I get so fat when I work here, because, like, when I'm on vacation, I'm moving around all the time. I'm too tired.
You can actually, move throughout the day.
Yeah, I was like, running around and, carrying on, and I'm like, wow, I'm getting in good shape, just walking around. I'm too tired, man. I'm always sitting on my ass when I'm doing this job.
Yeah, the people you see in good shape, they don't get up this time of the morning.
No, they don't. They absolutely don't. So I'm here to announce that I'm quitting. And I'm going to walk around the rest of the day.
And be in shape.
In shape. Well, anyway. I'll tell you all about vacation. Maybe we'll talk about our vacations.
Yeah,
James,
while I was still out, I heard that you were out and around. People like to report to me where you are.
Oh, is that right? Did you hear reports of where I was?
Yeah, but I wasn't out for very long because I got sick. But
all right.
The days people were reporting on you.
Yeah, I have no anonymity.
I tell you, I was like, why do people think it's important to tell me they saw you?
And by the way, to celebrate our Happy New Year, it's 150 degrees in here already, just to celebrate.
The rest of the world is experiencing a cold wave, but
not here. We can relate to some of our southern affiliates. And also,
we can relate to people on the equator.
James Woods is stopping by this morning.
Live and in person.
Live and in person, James Woods.
I better leave.
Yeah, he doesn't like you. He thinks that you complimented him and said he was a good actor, but you said something nasty about him.
Yeah, I can't remember what it was.
I have it written down somewhere. Here.
You don't have to write me.
I keep track of it. Here's what you said about James Woods, the actor. He's got a new movie coming out. And he's in the news a lot because he's been bad-mouthing President Clinton all over the place.
Yes. Yeah. He badmouths President Clinton.
Yeah.
He thinks the president shouldn't act that way.
Yeah,
Actors
but he does. Actors act that way. But he says he doesn't lie about it. Here's what you said about James Woods, just so you can be embarrassed. All right, wait. By the way, I don't know that you were wrong. It's just that you said it.
I think it was when Sean Young was in here.
Yes.
And I was trying to be her friend.
Right. You were trying to get stuff out of her.
He hadn't come in yet.
Right. I can't find your quote. I'll find it later. It's in here, though, because I read it last night.
He already called me on it. I'm pretty embarrassed.
Yeah, he'll call you on it again. All right, we'll be back right after these words. Everything is happening today. We're back live. Back live.
A friend of yours yesterday.
What'd you say?
Soupy Sales.
You have to tell us about it.
And Howard said, and then I said, but I'm not mad at him. He was mad. And then he said that.
Where'd you run into him?
I was at the opening of Eartha Kitt at the Carlisle.
Oh, my God. Well, you must have been desperate for some activity.
Nancy Bond.
How you doing, Miss Kitt?
I'm doing fine.
All right, we'll take a break. We'll be back right after these words.
And he sucks. And all those people out there, they're like Guidos.
Yeah.
And they're like very racist and stupid.
By that Howard Stern is such an ass.
By today, he's bigger than ever. I mean, he's really a nice Jewish boy.
He's also known as a world-class mouth.
Because it was just show business, man. And it's just f***ing radio show.
It's your fault.
My fault.
I'm honestly a serious
Dingleberry face. Fart nose.
Someday his daughters are going to grow up and kill him. Just nothing there. Nothing.
What about Robin? What would you do to her if you could get her?
Oh, Robin, I would just grab the boobies.
Don't kiss the cow. Don't
You would what?
Grab the boobies and kiss the boobies and play with the hairy patch.
Howard Stern.
Seeking mustard.
Hey, Phil. Hi, can we ask a question for XRK?
Sure, why not? Go right ahead.
Does it bother you that no talents like Ricky Lake are doing the format that you invented?
I don't accept the premise of your question.
No, but I mean, you invented that whole format.
No, if you want me to say, aren't I wonderful, and aren't those others? No, I wouldn't say that. No. I admire you and all the people who do our good work.
Cool. Yeah. Are women easier to deal with after menopause?
Yeah, that's funny. Next question.
Okay, why do you run away from Howard Stern?
I didn't. He's been on the show twice. You got to start watching.
Have you read Quivers of Life?
Yeah, sure.
Phil, too friggin' much. You're listening to a man who doesn't think. Period. Because it's a complete waste of time.
I don't think.
Howard Stern.
I just act. I don't think anymore. That's my New Year's resolution. Not to think about anything. Just to do. Act on impulse.
You think it'll probably turn out badly anyway.
Right.
At least you have an excuse. I wasn't thinking.
Right on, baby. Seems like you made the same resolution. F thinking.
Like the president.
Right.
What?
Yeah, you know what? Deal with it afterwards. The president. Anyway, good morning, everybody. We are back live, lest anyone think this is a best-of program.
I know. People thought we were here Monday.
Yeah.
I had a friend who said he didn't call me back on Monday because he heard I was having phone trouble. And that was on some repeat we were
Yeah, and you're like, what? Anthony, you're on the air, welcoming us back.
Yes, hi, Howard. It's a pleasure to hear you again after 2 weeks and 2 days of being off the air.
2 weeks and 2 days, that's right. And let me tell you, it wasn't enough.
Well, yesterday was kind of weird because you had Chuck Norris and his fiance, but they never got married, did they?
Yes, well, not that fiance.
No, not that. A different fiance. But you could substitute either one. It doesn't make a difference.
Oh, well, it's good to have you back. I have a question to ask you, Howard.
Yes.
Will you be doing any more contests where you, give away money or prizes?
Well, I imagine. I would imagine it's a New Year's resolution to try and get more money out of this station.
Because I am so desperate to win $500 somehow, some way. My rent is due, and I am just desperate.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll play a homeless game or whatever.
Yeah, today I'm not giving away $500, though.
Will I give away $500?
Not today.
A resolution to his rent problem is to win a radio contest?
Hey, I've heard wacky things. I know a guy who sells mugs out of his basement trying to get his resolution.
Well, I thought I would talk to the king of all media. Maybe
You sound very, very effeminate.
What?
You sound very gay.
Well, whoa.
Are you?
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, okay. I just wanted to make sure my gaydar was working.
Gays usually hold got discretionary income. What happened?
Yeah, aren't you in the jewelry business?
No.
Aren't you a hairdresser?
No. I'm going to business college right now.
You want to earn $500?
Well, if it's, no, not that way.
Yes.
Although I thought about it.
All right. Thank you, Anthony.
Well, Howard.
Yes.
Howard, I just want to, like I said, hello, Robin. Hello. It's so good to hear your voices again. I wish you'd reconsider. Hello, Jackie. Hello,
Why don't
Fred.
we just give him money for being the first gay caller? Oh.
Yeah. So far, you're homo of the year. That's going to be worth $500.
Well, this is really shocking too, Howard. I'm also black. Did you know I was black?
No idea.
He couldn't fight through the gay accent.
Yeah. Your black accent can't fight through the gay accent.
Oh, son, Howard, you're giving me a hard time. In fact, I called you last year.
You must get beat up by black guys, too.
I know, I quite a-
Right. Okay, thanks, Anthony. I got to move along.
Howard,
Yes.
please.
Please
I'll
what?
play a homeless game. In fact, I called you a year ago.
I don't have a homeless game right now.
And we don't give money for the homeless game.
I just can't start handing out money to people. I'm not that... What's that guy's name who hands out money to people?
Ross
Perot or something.
Howard, I'll even call you Master. Master, can you please?
Percy Ross.
Yeah.
Right.
What?
Thank you, sir.
What a fag!
Let's go to Chris. Chris, go ahead.
Yo, Howard.
Yo, what's up?
Yo, what's up, man?
What's up, man?
First, I wanted to first off to say F Jackie in 99.
Right. What did you...
Excuse me?
You know what? I went to... Oh, listen to this. So, over vacation, I went to the K-Rock, that's our station here in New York, K-Rock Christmas party.
You really did?
Yeah, I went to the K-Rock Christmas... Well, I was in town, and I decided, well, I'll go to the party. Because I had to go over to Ratzo's later. Ratzo was having a party.
Right, I know
That's
about
Ratzo.
Ratzo's party.
Yeah, so Ratzo was having a party for his book, Steal This Dream, which is based on the life of Abby Hoffman, which is about Abby Hoffman.
Right.
And I wrote the intro, and I figured, well, you know what? I'm on vacation. I'll go over. So, I went to the K-Rock Christmas party. I walk in right away. Jackie's up on stage.
Stage?
Yeah, they had like a little platform there, and Jackie was doing some routine.
Oh, really?
He read a poem he wrote or something. I don't know.
Limerick, one of those limericks of his?
People were eyes were glazed over. Why were you up there performing? I never got to ask you that.
I just got inspired and I wrote a parody for the night before Christmas and read it.
Yeah. And all I know is he comes up to me.
I didn't know that was going to be happening. I would have come.
I didn't know it was going to be happening.
Believe me, you didn't miss anything. Does anyone have a tape of that? And Frank Flores does a Karnak thing.
They have actual performances.
Well, yeah, by staff. And there was a band. And I was sitting there and I said, hey, this is going to be fun to party with everyone. But Jackie comes over to me. Hey, boss, I'm really glad to see you came.
Oh,
I'm really glad to see you came. All right, whatever. Either way.
Well, he's coming over to you. Why do you have to hit him like that?
Yeah, right away he starts saying, I'm really glad to see you're out. I'm really glad to see you partying with the little people.
Ah, yes, loving tonight.
Yeah, right. And he has to start telling me how happy he is that I'm out having a good time.
So unusual.
Yeah.
The part about
For
the
you
palms
to
true.
lower
Right.
yourself.
And he's all liquored up.
Of course. The moment you said he was on stage, I knew he's drunk, didn't know what he was saying.
Yeah, can barely get through his book.
Dance floor.
All right.
And I hate them as a performance like that.
So right away it's a joke. And everyone just came up to me and said, I can't believe you came to the Christmas party. What's wrong? What are you doing? I said, I was in town. I thought I'd stop by. I was with Ralph and a couple other people. I said, why not?
Howard always just stopping by parties.
No. But so what? Why does it have to be a benchmark? I'm at the party, that's all.
It was interesting because nobody expected you. Everyone was pretty shocked.
Yeah, I was shocked too.
You know what the most
Last time I go.
You know what the most shocking thing was?
It was fine. I mean, I was kind of bored. It was the same people we see here every day.
Robin, you know how bored he was?
How?
There's a very nice sales lady that works here that Howard's probably spoken to like once or twice on the way out. You were talking to Barbara for at least 25 minutes.
But we had a great conversation.
No,
here's what happened. I sat down to eat. They had some nice food there. I was really hungry because I had no food in my apartment. So I went over there to eat. And quite frankly, you want to know the truth.
Shopping hour.
I sit down with Eddie Moyer and Barbara starts, we started talking about dogs. She's like real into dogs.
Yeah.
She was like, God sent you this dog.
Oh, no.
And she's really...
Really?
Yeah, she's very, very into
God
dogs.
sent you.
God. And I was just like, okay, Barbara, come here. How much have you been drinking? She wasn't even drinking.
Okay.
I don't think she had one drink.
And she was paying.
Yeah, but we had like a really nice conversation. She's a nice lady.
Very nice lady.
I gave her the name of my breeder and everything, and She's thinking of getting another dog?
Enough of the dogs, Howard.
What?
But enough of the dogs.
Yeah. Well, you're asking me what happened that night. I'm telling you.
I didn't ask you what happened. I want to
So
know.
right away, everyone was like,
I want to know why you're away for 3 weeks. Most people don't get 3 weeks vacation. I had to work every day except for New Year's Day and Christmas Day.
Yeah, what do you do?
I do environmental work.
Yeah, anybody could do that.
Yeah, anyone could do that. Come on, man.
This is kind of stressful work. You need to take a break.
Environmental work.
He looks at the environment. You know what it is? Call unemployment.
It's a garbage man.
Yeah, come on.
He cleans it up. What do you do? What do you mean environment?
I want you to basically stop complaining about your miserable job.
What is environmental work?
We pull soil samples and stuff, like contaminated soil.
Yeah, but that's fun. You get to walk around outdoors. You're a gardener.
I would love to be a gardener, Howard.
That's what you are. All right, listen. No, the reason we get off 2 weeks and 2 days, it was not 3 weeks.
2 weeks, 2 days, whatever.
I needed to recharge I needed to find myself.
Hey, Howard, happy Kwanzaa.
Thank you, bro.
I gotta go.
Right.
Peace.
Peace out. Peace out, bro. Yeah.
Gotta sink another one of those little drills.
I'm an environmentalist.
You're an environmental worker.
Yeah. A garbage man. Cleaning the environment. So, I don't know. So I went over to that K-Rock Christmas party. And then I went over to Ratzo's party.
So how long were you at the Christmas party?
Like a half hour I wanted to get out of there.
Yeah.
And then Ralph was like, I'm staying. I just like to hang with people. And Jackie's like, yeah, let's stay a while.
Did you even know anybody there?
Yeah, I mean...
Like the sales staff?
I know that...
the other disc jockeys. Were they there?
I was rapping to some of them. I was rapping to Booker. I know him.
Yeah.
And the other one, Radu, or whatever his name is, Raz, I think I rapped to. And then, I don't know. I was rapping to some of the people who work with us. But yeah, quite frankly, I was glad to get out of there.
Yeah.
I was like itchy to get out like 10 minutes after I got there.
It was a bad idea as soon as you walked in.
Yeah.
And there was no, because I didn't go because there's that other station. Were they there?
No. I didn't see, oh yeah, Boy Lee was there. I was rapping to him.
Right.
He's the general manager of FAN.
Right.
Yeah. I was rapping to some of them. They're all like, oh, we wish we worked with you and we could sell you. We hate Imus.
No.
There's not one person there who even likes them.
They all say that in confidence.
Yeah, right. You're like, listen, don't tell anyone, but we hate Imus. And I'm like, yeah, I know. Everyone does. He goes, yeah, and he doesn't have the ratings. He says he does. I go, I know. Even Lee. Even Lee can't stay on Imus.
Lee must be good. He sells that.
Yeah. Listen, he'd love to be over here.
Oh, he'd make tons of money.
Yeah. Poor Lee. Lee's the only one who was willing to take the general manager job over there and work with Imus. Yeah.
They threw it up, and he was the one who grabbed it.
Default.
Yeah. It was kind of funny. Like, our former intern is now the general manager of a big station here in New York.
Yeah.
WFAN. And he was our intern. He used to go out.
Original Boy Lee.
He used to go out and buy me gay magazines.
We used to just do things to humiliate him.
Yeah, we used to make him buy adult diapers.
And tampons.
And
He looks exactly the same. It's not
Yeah.
like he's old and
He hasn't
gray.
aged or anything. So he looks like this kid.
And we used to make him go to the pharmacist and actually ask embarrassing questions.
Yeah, make him buy like douchebags. Yeah, I said, do you have any douchebags? So there he is. And, like, second I saw Robin, I go up to him because he's out of the general manager. I go, hey, Lee, why don't you go buy me a douchebag?
Yeah, give me a blue boy.
Yeah, go get me a blue boy. So I was torturing him the whole night. And then, I don't know. It was weird. Like, there were all these guys coming up and kissing Lee's ass.
I know. And everybody says when he arrives, it's like the Pope
Yeah.
has got
It was a big deal.
People kiss his ring.
Yeah. I was like, oh, my God, this is embarrassing. Lee. Go buy me some gay porno. Yeah. It was weird. Gary, you had to be embarrassed. You're still a loser.
No, I'm doing fine.
Yeah.
You know what's funny about that, though?
Yeah.
Like, Lee's pretty young. He's a
Right.
pretty young guy. So
How old is he?
He's my age. He's 37.
Right.
So it's funny watching, like, 50-year-old guys kiss his ass.
I know.
Guys who've been around a lot longer.
Yeah.
And they do, because I went to a Jet game.
Right.
And, they have a booth at the Jet game.
Right.
And it really is. It's like the Pope. Like,
Yeah.
he's in the booth, and all the clients and all the people that work there have to kiss his ass.
Wow. He must be a real good salesman. I can't imagine buying anything from Lee.
He just seems to have this talent.
It looks like Howdy Doody. Yeah. Yeah. I asked him if he was still married. He told me he was.
Yeah. I would like to be on one of those sales meetings just to see how he does his stuff.
Well, I kind of observed him with people and like how he was acting. He was kind of acting like, you know, like Chiasano. He was acting like a general manager.
He's a very straight guy now.
Yeah.
Well, he always was.
Yeah, he was.
A very straight guy.
Yeah, it was difficult for him to be with them.
No.
That's why it was so much
I don't know,
fun.
but he's real successful, I guess. Yeah. I don't know. You know, they made him the general manager probably because he sold a lot of stuff.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, right? He must have been a big salesman.
He had to be a good salesman.
Right.
But everyone, the talk is that he's been given an impossible task because they bill so much that there's nowhere to go but down, is what some people say. Like he's got to make a lot of money and keep making it.
Well, evidently he must have been a big part of making that money for some reason. You know, who knows?
Power to him. Whatever.
Right. More power to him. Who cares? All I know, I said, hey, you married? He goes, yeah.
Oh, no!
No, he was just like, yeah. He goes, boy. I goes,
well,
no.
he even introduced him to his wife.
I know.
And do you know the story on how he got engaged?
No.
They were dating for a while, and
his wife's real cute.
Yeah, she's real cute. And they broke up, and she was about to leave to go work on the Olympics.
Right.
And that was it. The relationship was over. She was going to Korea for like a year.
Right.
And he shows up the night before she left and asked her to get married. Like he was afraid he was going to lose her.
Well, he didn't.
Yeah, he didn't know he'd be the general manager of a radio station.
Yeah, he was a loser at that time.
Yeah, he was.
I bet he grits his teeth when he watches the Olympics.
He had no idea, like some people in this room, they'd hit the lottery.
Yeah, at that time, the best thing going for him was he was producing the Soupy Sales Show.
Right, yeah. Which, by the way, you have to get back to telling me about.
There's really no story there. I said, it's enough with Soupy.
No, I know. No, but you got to tell me.
It was really funny.
Did he come up and say hello to you?
No, what happened was, I was in the room, already in my seat or whatever, and then all of a sudden, Soupy Sales comes in, and you get that feeling, when you go out, it's like, I'm going to be stuck in a room of people who hate me.
Yeah, right.
I see Soupy and his wife come in.
What's his wife like? Is she young?
You remembered his wife, same wife.
I never met her.
You did.
Did I?
Yeah, over at NBC. And then he's joined by Abe Vigoda. Here's whoever. I don't know who Abe Vigoda was.
Right.
But it was really funny because there's Soupy and Abe.
And you walked over?
No, it was at the end of the evening. I knew Soupy was there, and I was coming out after having met Eartha. And
Oy, what a nightmare. What are you doing?
That's a vacation?
No wonder you're happy to be back at work.
Here.
Right.
And so I finished with Eartha, and I was coming out, and there was Soupy. So I said, what the hell? Well, I gotta say hello.
Does Eartha rise out of a casket?
Eartha is 72 years old, and you should look so good.
Really?
At that age, and be able to move the way she does.
Really? Say, Bon.
Lady Siobhan, I was Catwoman.
100 years ago.
She still does that.
She's been 72 since Woodstock. Yeah. So Soupy comes over.
No, Soupy was getting his coat or something.
Right.
And we were just facing each other. There was no way to avoid it.
Hello. I'm working the coat room.
He didn't know whether I was going to ignore it, whether it was like, I'm going to walk past him.
Right.
It's really funny because you don't know what to do. And so I just said, hello, Soupy. And he said, hi, Robin.
Let me tell you, I never hated him. He hated me.
We didn't even get into
He didn't go into
I said, I'm just saying hello.
And that was it.
Happy New Year,
And he
Soupy.
probably looked real old.
Your wife, I said hello.
And he probably looked real old, and even you felt bad.
He looks the same, but, he is old.
He's an old man.
Yeah.
All right.
Why fight with him?
Right. Yeah.
So I just said, hello.
Feud is over.
Hello, love. Let me tell you, tell Howard that I never started. He said to me that when we went on, and he took my producer, then I said in.
I said, you know what, Howard really did admire this man at one time.
I
He
did.
had that bad run at NBC.
I love the Soupy Sales show.
So let's just end this feud.
Mm-hmm. Is he in the death pool, Soupy Sales?
No.
He should be. How do you look, Robin?
Too good.
Really?
He seems to be in very
Hey, we're going to find Charlton Heston in the death pool.
Why? Is he dying?
He has prostate cancer.
Yeah.
He says he's going to beat it.
Yeah, sure. Like the last 50 guys would beat it.
Like Frank Zappa.
Right. Like Frank Zappa beat it.
Graveyard's full of people that are going to beat it.
Well, you gotta sort of hope for the best. Anyway,
just said hello, and then I said, say hello to your wife for me, and he goes, she's right over there.
I bet you didn't say to Soupy, see you next year. Maybe.
Hey, I just said I'll just get out of here as diplomatically as possible.
I see. So anyway, then I went over to Ratzo's party.
Uh-huh.
And I saw Ellen Barkin there for about 2 seconds. Cause
what's she doing at Ratzo's?
She's friends with Ratzo.
Really?
Yeah.
Isn't she an old friend of yours?
Yeah, I met her at a party once.
Yeah.
And
did you two hit it off again?
Yeah, we talked a little. And I saw Sandra Taylor, a.k.a. Sandy Korn.
Oh, you ran into her.
Ran into her. Hung out with her for quite a bit.
Did she tell you all about how, what's the name? Cindy Margolis is not the number one?
Yeah. She was screaming about that. That Cindy Margolis is not the most downloaded woman on the internet. She gave you that rap, too?
Oh, please. I ran into her in the gym one day, and that's all I heard about.
Yeah. She goes, it's a lie. She does.
Oh, she's really into it.
Yeah.
She says she copyrighted that she was the number one pinup girl when Sandy was the number one pinup girl.
Who knows? It was that kind of thing. And
she looked great, though.
She looked great. She's doing a lot of acting and stuff.
She just had a baby.
Yeah, and she's doing great. She's really sweet. And so I hung out with her a little bit. And it was good to see her because it was a friendly face.
Yeah.
And she's kind of neat, so. And she's good to look at, too.
Yeah, she said she was coming in here in a while.
Is she? Good.
I don't know when.
Bring her in some more. Bring her in every day. Make her a permanent part of that couch.
I think so. She just kidnapped somebody else's body. She doesn't look like the girl we first met.
She's great looking.
That connection.
She is great looking, let me tell you.
I don't know how she evolved into what she is today.
She wouldn't give me the secret. She swears she had no surgery. Nothing.
There's no way.
I remember we thought Amy brought her to be nice to her.
Well, whatever. So I hung out with her. And I saw Jackie there, too. I saw you at Ratzo's party.
Yeah, I got there much later. It was jammed. Was it jammed the whole time?
Because I kept saying to Jackie and the other guys, I got the limo here. Let's go over to Ratzo's party where we might meet people and see people.
No, I'm going to hang out here for a while. I really enjoyed just dancing and drinking and having a merry old time.
So boring.
I was enjoying myself.
Yeah, I know. You were and everyone was. I just can't enjoy myself, I guess.
You enjoyed yourself at Ratzo's?
No. Ratzo's was like a 3-ring circus. Everywhere I turned, people were taking pictures of me. Then Lonnie came in with some Scores girls. And then the Scores girls was trying to sit on my lap to take pictures of me. I go, wait a second. I'm not doing this. That's bad, because it don't look like I'm partying with Scores girls. Right. Yeah. And then when I tell my wife I was over at the Ratzo's party for 15 minutes, she's like, what's this?
A lot happened.
Right. You know who's outside our studio? Who? Christian Slater's dad. But he's not booked to be on the show.
Why is Christian Slater's dad outside?
No, we've been talking, Howard, and we were going to have him on later this week, but he showed up yesterday, and I told him I'd call him.
Right.
But then he just stopped by again today.
What does he want to do?
Anxious to be on the air.
I can't tell you that I know the answer to that.
Well, I could give him a minute or two. I got a lot of stuff to talk about.
I asked him if he and Christian are friends again, and he told me something about Christian has been paying for him to see a shrink to get his life in order.
Really?
What's his problem?
Who knew he had a problem?
Well, apparently
Christian has a problem.
Apparently Christian let him work, or he was Christian's dad was telling me that he got into some argument with one of the directors of Christian's movie, and that I guess he has some sort of an anger problem that needs to be controlled.
I'll tell you what. I'll give you I have anger problems too. I'll be honest with you.
Christian will pay for your psychiatry.
Oh, I doubt he can afford it. I'm telling you. I tell you what, tell him if he can hang a little bit. Maybe I'll just squeeze him in for a few minutes.
He's here already. Where do you think he needs to go?
Yeah.
You know where he's in town?
Why?
He's going to see Christian perform on Broadway.
Oh. All right. Well, let me. Give me a couple of minutes here. I got to take a break. Okay. Somebody better warn Christian that his dad's showing up.
So you get the feeling that it's another Corey Feldman situation.
Who knows? Yeah.
People coming in here to talk to their kids on the air.
Yeah. All right.
Well, we'll find out.
Yeah, we'll find out what's going on. Just a second.
Let's not speculate.
All right, so where was I? Oh, yeah, so then...
You're at the party.
But I didn't...
Ratzo's.
Yeah, I was at Ratzo's, and then I split after about 20 minutes.
So your whole night out sounds like it was about 45 minutes long.
Yeah, it seems to stretch out longer than that. Getting to all the places takes time. There's so much damn traffic in New York during the holiday season.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So tough to get around.
Yeah, and then, I really didn't do anything the whole vacation. I just, hung out.
Stayed home?
I stayed home.
Visit or travel?
And every minute my kids are like, all my friends are tan. And I'm like, well, hey, you're not.
Born in the wrong family.
Born in the wrong family. I don't go anywhere. All my friends are tan.
I know some of these kids, you know, they vacation on the French Riviera during the Christmas holiday, or
Like-
they're down in the Caribbean.
Yeah, all my kids' friends go on really cool vacations. I'm like, gee, I wish I could go on those vacations.
You know, you talk to these kids, oh, yes, we're going to our house in France.
Yeah, I was talking to one of these kids, one of my kids' friends, and like, yeah, our neighbor is Oprah on somewhere in Florida. Fisher Island. Yeah, Fisher Island, something like that. And I'm like, yeah, Fisher Island. I'm like, what's that? And my kids now want to go to Fisher Island. I'm like, because Oprah's there. Because Oprah's there.
Everybody on Fisher Island tells you that Oprah lives there.
Yeah, like, who cares where Oprah lives?
Oh, you know, Oprah has a house.
Yeah, Oprah's tan.
3 apartments here.
Yeah. I know, every minute, like, everyone's Oprah's neighbor.
I know.
Yeah.
Oh, Oprah's very nice.
And my kids fall for that. And Oprah this and Oprah that. And it's like, oh. You people don't even like black people. What are you doing with Oprah?
But it's Oprah.
It's Oprah, yeah. She's not black. You know. I told my kids, man, if I wanted tan kids, I would have married Rosie Perez.
You want white kids.
I was like, wake up, white people. I don't want you tan.
Wake up.
Why can't they go away?
They could. Let them go. Let them get a job and go away. Like I had to do.
You're not supporting any more vacations?
No. Well, they go away. Yeah. They go away plenty, believe me. You know?
They were going to the theater a lot and stuff.
They went to the theater. They went,
Saw a lot of movies.
yeah, one of my daughters is thinking of going to Europe this summer. I mean, it's like, you know, they're going places. Yeah, it's not like I'm cheaping out. Me? I don't get to go anywhere.
Get the Ratzo.
Yeah. I was at Ratzo. Oh, I was at Ratzo's house.
What? You saw that?
I gotta tell you
That's what you told me that night.
Oh, wait till you hear this.
His eyes were so lit up.
Tell me about the house.
He said, I was there. I was there.
It was unbelievable.
You should have called me if you were going to Ratzo's house.
Well, it was weird. It was really weird.
I can't even imagine.
Yeah, all right, I'll tell you about this real quick, because people don't even know who Ratzo is.
Right.
All right. Ratzo's this guy. He's an author. He worked on my book with me. He helped me. He helped, he used to be the editor for National Lampoon. He's, okay. So, anyway, he buys this house for $70,000.
On the water.
On the water. He's telling me he got a summer home on the water. $70,000. I go, that's impossible.
On Long Island.
Yeah. It's got to be a black neighborhood. I said, even a black neighborhood would cost you $150,000 at least. I know that for a fact. Even the crummy homes in Roosevelt, where I grew up, are going for like over $100,000. No.
Nowhere.
It costs money to live in a house.
How do you get a house for $70,000?
That was the question, and it was bugging me. It was making me not. And you know me, I don't go anywhere. And in order to get out to his house, I had to drive about an hour.
Yeah, he doesn't live nearby.
15 minutes.
From your house.
From my house. Yeah, well, he lives.
He said it was like close. I'm like,
no.
He said,
well, wait till I tell you. Oh, wait, I didn't finish. So then, I said, I got to go see this. I throw the dog in the car, and I said to Ratzo, I'm coming to walk on your beach with my dog.
Okay.
But the real plan was for me and the dog to see the house for $70,000. And when I got directions, from a friend to go out there, and she said to me, roll up your windows.
What's that mean?
I think she was saying it was a black neighborhood.
Oh, dear.
I think that was the...
Oh, lock the doors.
Yeah, that was the signal. Roll up your windows.
Hope you didn't drive a nice car out.
What?
Hope you didn't drive a nice
Well, first of all, I mean, I didn't see any evidence that it's like a black neighborhood on the way there.
He's hiding.
I didn't see any black people walking around, but I don't know.
What did you see?
All right. So I drive out there, and God only knows, I'm driving. And I finally start pulling up near Ratzo's house. The house is like a shack, okay?
It's like a shanty.
But it's not on the water. It's almost in the water. It's in the water. It's like there's a whole big ocean. No stilts. It's this box. It's sitting almost in the water.
Is it like a tar paper shack?
Kinda.
Oh, my.
But it's got, so I got out, and Ratzo's like, look at it, isn't this fantastic? Look how beautiful. And I'm like, yeah, it's beautiful, except for the fact that your house is good.
It looks good.
I wonder what happened during that big rain if Ratzo got flooded out.
Ratzo's got a houseboat.
If Ratzo survived the big rain, then I'll say I guess he's in good shape.
But it doesn't flood?
It's got to. I mean, I can't imagine. So I go in the house. First, me and Ratzo drove over to Fire Island Because you could drive to Fire Island from his house. You don't have to take a ferry.
Is that right?
Yeah, and I walked with the dog. It was great. Ran into some other dogs, and dogs played and all that
All
crap.
right, so you had a beach to walk on.
Had a beach tour. Nice beach. Okay. Go back to the house, because I got to see inside.
I mean, does it really, it looks nice, or is it a shambles?
It's nondescript. The only way I can put it.
You didn't take pictures?
I should have taken pictures. What's wrong with me? I'll go back out and do it.
Yes.
All right. But I'm never going back out. So wait a second. So I say to Ratso, I got to pee, because really what I want to do is go in the house and see the yeah, because Ratso has a toilet. Now, this makes sense for $70,000. That you can't move your bowels in.
Or anything.
Like, if you move your bowels, there's a big sign on the door, and I saw the sign. It says, don't put your toilet paper in the toilet.
That's right.
And I saw he's got like a baby basket next to the toilet. And you take your tissue.
One of those things with the stepper on it?
Yeah. You take your tissue and you throw it after you use it in this basket.
Imagine.
And I got to tell you something. I opened up the basket. It smells.
Of course
It's got bowel stuff in it.
There's like 30 diapers in it.
Yeah. But these are adult. You know, but a baby is kind of cute. Poo-poo diaper's all right.
Okay,
You know.
imagine you go in there and have a wicked,
Yeah, you might as well, like, do it in a sandwich bag. Because, man, this is nasty.
you might as well save the whole thing.
If you get diarrhea, you got a problem.
Hey, Howard?
Yeah.
I just called Ratso to see how he survived the flood. He claims that he had no problem. Oh, he hasn't checked. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Not there.
He has no problem because he's not there.
You can't get to the house.
Yeah, please.
It's out to sea.
You think Jackie's in the water? Wait till you see Ratso's. Ratso's in the water. It's like
House has an anchor.
yeah, it's in the water. So,
What does it, there's like cement on the bottom or something?
yeah, it's like a slab.
Yeah.
There's no basement.
Right.
It's
No,
like-
how could you have a basement?
You walk in, there's a living room, and a bedroom,
And that's it.
and the toilet, and the kitchen. There's a little kitchen.
Why do you call that a house?
Wait, and then, so then, like, I said, okay, I didn't have to make it a duty. I just had to pee. So I peed in this toilet.
But he still hasn't gotten that marine toilet paper that you can flush.
No. See, if he buys stuff called marine toilet paper, then you could throw the paper in the toilet and flush it. But Ratso won't buy marine toilet. Ratso, why won't you buy marine toilet paper?
What?
Why won't you buy marine toilet paper?
You'd think you'd go out and get it immediately.
I had marine toilet paper there.
Oh, you
bet
did?
You could use it.
I don't know. I saw a sign that said, please use... And I saw the yellow basket you're supposed to throw your tissue in.
Well, I don't want to overtax the system, so but the company I let put it down the toilet.
Oh, that's good. So you and your girlfriend throw your rags.
Collecting.
That must be really great. What? Right. And you take that and you throw it out every night?
Yeah.
So you smell your girlfriend's...
And everybody else?
And everyone else is poopy. How does that smell with you? I smelled it in there.
Well,
I can't picture Ratso taking that out. I think she does.
Ratso, you mean to tell me that big rain, you didn't get any water in your place?
No, but we left Sunday night.
Yeah.
And we left at half an hour before the tide, and high tide.
Where does high tide come up to on the house?
Well, the high tide, the road is completely covered.
Yeah, the road.
Just got out before the tide.
So you got to see this, $70,000. Unbelievable. Him and the girlfriend trapped in this box.
Well, it's true. I mean, we have a tide clock.
Right.
Because if we leave too late, forget it. We can't get out.
That's right. So it is really in the water.
Yeah. You gotta go out to Ratso. Everyone should go to Ratso's.
Yeah. You're all invited.
How many, are there any other houses in the water?
Yeah, well, not as close as Ratso's. But there's a neighbor who Ratso tried to make like, you know, the guy knows what he's doing and everything's fine. I don't know. But during high tide, it's like swept away. You end up on an island with a chick.
That's right.
Yeah. I don't know. It was weird. But we had a good time here, Ratso. Ratso, of course, doesn't offer lunch or anything.
Well, you might have to go to the bathroom.
Right. I see, you don't even offer lunch or anything. I came out during lunchtime.
I said let's go for lunch.
You did?
Yeah.
I didn't hear that. Yeah. But I didn't see black people.
Chrissy.
Yeah, well, your girlfriend. He brought his own black person. No, but you know what I mean? Like everyone told me it was in a bad neighborhood. It just
you didn't see any reason to roll up your windows.
No, it just seemed like a run-down neighborhood.
But you saw the refrigerator that somebody threw out in the road.
Yeah, there's like somebody just dumps their refrigerator in the road. Like, it's that kind of neighborhood.
Well, because it's so isolated there.
Hmm.
You know.
But are there a lot of black people in that neighborhood?
No.
I think black people are afraid of the ocean.
Oh, stop.
That's what I heard. Someone told
They
me
don't
that.
want to be in it.
I'm a white person. I'm afraid of that ocean. Well, whatever. Okay, hey, Rats.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me out there, though. It was fun. We had a nice time.
Go out again.
Yeah, I'll go out again. I got to bring Robin out there. and then I go home. And Ratso, I could kill Ratso for this.
No.
Listen to this. Ratso says to me, all I got to do is go back where I came and get back on the Long Island Expressway to my house.
Yeah.
And you know I have no sense of direction. Right. Ratso says to me, get on 20, what is it, 20,
No.
23.
No.
27.
No, I never said that. I said you passed 27.
He said, get on 27. I got on 27. It took me 2.5 hours to get home. I went.
No, you don't listen.
I didn't know where I was. I
You
ended
don't
up.
listen. I said you'll pass 27.
Oh, get out of
so
here.
you get to 495.
Oh, you killed me. You said, get on 27. It'll take you into 495.
No, I never said that.
You did.
No.
27's an Indian path. I got on 27. I'm driving for over an hour. You know me. I don't know I'm going the wrong way. So I get out and I go to this guy. Is the Long Island Expressway coming up? He goes, what's that? I go, the LIE, do you know how to get to it? And then I started banging my head into my steering wheel. You know.
Yeah.
Oh, and I wanted to kill myself.
That takes forever.
So now I'm never going to Ratso's again.
All you had to do was look at the Laura's direction.
Yeah, well, great. Now you tell me. Then I call Ratso and his phone doesn't work because he's out there somewhere.
Yeah,
Christy gave you the wrong number.
Great. All right, thank you, Ratso.
All right.
He's living the life.
There he is, the author of Steal This Dream, new book by Ratso Sloman. You got to go out there, I swear. Makes your house look like a palace. Jackie's house looks like...
Somehow you can remember
imagine-
everything about my house.
Yeah.
You can't remember anything about him.
I'm telling you everything about it.
Jackie's house look good. Jackie will be out there every week.
Yeah, I mean, Ratso has nothing in the house because he knows it's going to float away.
Right, and it'll just get wet.
So, like, it's, you know how Jackie has all his mementos on? This guy has a completely empty house except for a little computer that he writes on. It's like one of those computers from 50 years ago, too.
You don't want it to get, if it gets water damage, who cares?
Right.
Probably water won't hurt it.
Yeah.
It's hot.
Oh, my God, you had to see this.
I can't believe you took that trip.
Yeah, I did. I took it.
That's fun.
I never saw such a smile on you as we.
I
saw the house.
Oh.
Cheshire.
I just couldn't wait to go in that bathroom.
What a party.
Yeah. All right. So let me take a break. When we come back, just for a couple of minutes, we'll talk to Christian Slater's father.
Okay.
He's like some kind of actor who says he taught Christian everything.
I think I do remember seeing him on some talk show.
Yeah. Now he's here to see Christian in some Broadway show.
Yeah, Christian's inside me.
Yeah. Too bad we can't get Christian on the phone.
I don't think he will.
James Woods is coming in, too. He's promoting some new movie, which I've seen, by the way.
Which movie is
It's
that?
good. It's called, it's one of these weird films, man. Another Night in Paradise. Him and Melanie Griffith. Melanie Griffith looks great, too.
I saw previews for that. It looked wild.
Yeah, and him and Melanie Griffith,
She looked great.
yeah, they're like these drug addict
And they
thieves.
hook up with some kids or
Yeah,
something?
really, it's really weird.
Depraved.
Yeah, it's depraved. I liked it. All right, we're going to take a break, and we'll come back. I'll tell you everything that's going on. I want to find out what you did New Year's, and I want to find out what Jackie and Fred did for vacation.
Yeah.
And all that. And then I want to talk about football and also...
Oh, lots of things going on. Macaulay Culkin's family burned out their
They
apartment.
burned everyone up. That's nice.
Is their family got a cloud over its head or what?
Worse than Jackie's family. All right, we'll be back right after these words.
Knock. Then. Yeah. Then my kingdom is everybody have you heart. Knocking door. And if the market photo saying knocking board. And if the diamond ring will shine, knocking board. And that's why I keep on telling everybody, whoa, 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 whoa,
Which, you probably don't. I'm hot property in show business. Is that what it says? I'm hot new property in show business? And they're going to find a great vehicle for me. I know they are. Right now, I'll be hiding at the Comedy Channel, the channel that makes the E-Network seem like a network. And now, for the top of Howard Stern billing on the Stolen Vehicle Police Recovery Network, it's the man who has 3 shows while I still have none. Howard Stern.
All right, John. Thank you. That's very nice. Nice of you to read that copyright. I got a million things to talk to you, but do you want to just say hello to Christian Slater's dad? I don't want to do a whole long interview. I'm just kind of curious what's going on there. He writes us all the time, Christian Slater's dad. Yeah, I get long letters from him.
I didn't know you were corresponding with him.
Here's what I know. Well, I'm not corresponding. He's corresponding with me.
You don't answer, he just keeps...
Yeah. There's Christian Slater's dad. Kind of looks like Christian Slater, actually. A little bit, right? I can see the resemblance. Whoops. Hey, easy.
Get rid of that step.
For the new year. Christian Slater's dad, did you make any New Year's resolutions?
Well, just to come here and talk with you, Howard.
Really? So, you know, one gets the impression from your letters that you're kind of like, you're an actor, right?
Yes, sir, I am.
Right.
At least I was. I became a director because Robin told me that I was too much of a troublemaker as an actor, so I became a director so I could crap on actors.
Right. Hey, fix your headphone. It's facing out, the other one. Yeah, there you go.
You do it this way?
Okay, forget it. There you go. Now you got it.
All right.
So anyway,
Robin told him?
Well, remember you called me a troublemaker because I didn't like the directors acting my roles for me?
Right.
Oh, I remember talking to you.
So your name is really Michael D. Gainsborough.
Well, I was christened Tom Knight Slater, okay?
Okay.
So, you know, that's...
but you changed your name for acting.
That's right. I just got sick and tired of Tom Slater. I don't like the name. I didn't like my father that much, and his name was Tom Slater also. So,
right.
You know.
So Christian Slater, your son...
Yes.
Became a big star, but you've written me many times and said, hey, I'm the reason he's a star. I taught him everything.
Well, sure.
Right.
Yeah, because your life depends on really what your parents, said to you. Your parents are your mentors, and whatever they say, like the Jesuits said, give me a kid till he's 6 years old, I'll have him for the rest of his life.
So do you think that you're the way you are because of your father?
Oh, definitely.
You do.
I'm a tremendous loser.
Right. Like your father.
Well, yeah.
Are you really a loser? I mean, are you a loser?
Well, you see, I'm not a success the way Christian is.
Right.
And
how did he get to be a success?
Because I told him he was perfect, he was great, he was a superstar when he was 10 years old.
Right.
And so,
So have you explained to him that you're the reason for his success?
Oh, yes.
And what does he say about that?
He says, screw you, Dad.
Right. He's sick of you.
Yes, he says, well, he should.
Yeah.
I knew.
But what do you think now? He was in rehab and stuff, so he must have some problems.
Do you think you're responsible for that?
Yeah.
No, his mother's responsible for that. His mother drove me to drink, and drove him to drink and drugs.
Right. So you're saying you're responsible for the good part of Christian
without
Slater.
question.
Okay.
Well, how long were you there?
I was there for 10 years.
You were?
Yes.
So you were there for the formative years. Were you able to see Christian the years he was growing up after you left the home?
Well, I moved to Los Angeles when he was about 10. And,
right.
So then we got our divorce when he was 10. And
right.
So he used to come out and visit me. And,
right.
And then, he'd talk to me about this, that, and the other thing, and then I'd tell him what to do.
Right.
I told him get out of soap operas, where I used to reside.
Right.
As a star of Ryan's Hope. And then, then I'd say, get out of soap and get back into movies.
Right.
And so the next thing I know, he's doing Name of the Rose with Sean Connery in Europe.
Right.
And, so whatever I said,
he did.
He did.
So you feel, listen, I am responsible for a lot of the success.
So
now,
let me ask something.
Would you like to get some money from him as a result of this?
Well, he gives me money.
He does give you money?
Yeah.
What does he send you?
Well, the last check I got was for $5,000.
Really?
So I could come here to see you and to see all his plays and to see him.
So he brought you here.
Well, he sort of pays my way through life now because,
That's nice.
Yeah.
So he knows you're coming to see him on Broadway?
Well, I was there last night.
Oh, you were?
Yeah.
Did you get to see him backstage afterwards?
Sure I did.
Oh, you did?
Oh, sure I did, yeah.
Oh, I thought it was
Did you know you were coming here this morning?
Well, I don't think he does. No.
He didn't check with him on that.
That's right.
So, when you see him up on Broadway, are you proud or are you jealous?
Oh, I'm extremely proud.
You are?
I'm the greatest audience you can have, and he was just fabulous.
Right. And do you get jealous at all? Because you yourself, of course, wanted to be...
reach these heights.
Right. Do you get upset?
Believe me, when your son succeeds beyond you, it's a great thrill.
It is a great thrill.
Oh, yeah, because I know, as Robin is very well...
I wouldn't like my kids to be more successful than me.
Well, you're more successful than your parents, right?
Yes.
And I think that's because they loved you.
Well, anyone would be more successful than my parents. I mean, really, they've done nothing.
It wasn't hard.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't really that difficult. So, I mean, if I had been like an ecologist, I would have been more successful.
Well,
you know, an environmental engineer.
When you got out of college, you were more.
Yeah, right. The fact that I graduated, I was more successful. So, what I'm saying is that there has to be some professional jealousy on your part. That
Would
hey,
you like for Christian to give you jobs on his project?
Well, I've cut a Hamlet for him to do when he's 31. It'll be the 400th anniversary of when Hamlet was written. And
do you ever say to him, Christian, put me in something? Well, point blank, say like,
do this project with me.
Right.
Frankly, I've suggested that I do Polonius in his movie of Hamlet. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you more talented than your son?
Yes, very much so.
You are.
I'm a genius.
You are a genius.
Oh, you know.
Because you've written me and said you're a genius.
Oh, yes.
And I think he told us that on the phone as well.
Yes, you are a genius. You're a genius. Why does Hollywood not recognize you're a genius?
The only one who knows this?
Right. Because you look like you could be in some kind of show, like you could be the captain of a Star Trek or something like this. Right.
Again, you show your genius.
Right.
But you probably wouldn't take that role because it's beneath you.
Well,
no, he's taking it at this point.
See, if I hadn't already, gone over to being a director now, so I can crap on actors.
Right.
Why,
Yeah, what are you directing?
Well, I haven't directed anything yet, but I'm looking forward to directing Robin in something so I can destroy her performance the way directors destroy actors' work.
Exactly. So wait, what is it, Baba Booey?
Destroy yours.
Now, Michael, when we were talking earlier, a couple of weeks ago, didn't you tell me that Christian was helping to send you to a psychiatrist because you had some anger thing going on with the director that he was working with?
That's pretty much it.
So Christian pays for your shrink?
Yes, he does.
How many times a week you go to the shrink?
Just once.
Just once a week?
Tremendous luxury, isn't it?
Yeah, of course. That's very nice.
Yeah.
Does he pay for your house and pay for everything?
Well, yes.
He does?
Yes, I don't have to work.
What a great son.
Yes.
He's been supporting you.
Well, you see, as his mother, of course, is a casting director, and she's blacklisted me, slandered, and libeled me.
Well,
I
get
Robin
it. Right.
never believes this.
Right.
His mother is so powerful in the industry, she can keep you from working.
Believe me, it's a small industry, darling, very small. And if Mary Jo, listen, I'm giving her credit for getting me my Broadway show. That I was Dr. Watson and Sherlock Holmes on Broadway for a year.
Yes.
I was Frank Ryan and two other leads on soap operas. And I'm telling you, when she was my agent, you couldn't stop me.
You should have stayed with that woman.
The thing was, she became a casting director, and as we all know, there's no such thing as an intelligent director.
Well, anyway, so you're very bitter, are you not?
Oh, I'm extremely bitter. Oh,
right.
yes.
And you have anger.
Oh, tremendous.
So Christian said, hey, Christian Slater, your son, says, I'll pay for you to go see a psychiatrist.
Yes,
you go to a psychiatrist, and what did you learn? That you're very angry.
Well, the thing is, see, that...
You knew that already.
Well, I mean, there's no question.
My psychiatrist says I'm angry, too.
Why are you going there?
Yeah, I'm angry, too.
He basically got angry at me for writing letters. I'm a great letter writer.
You write me tremendous letters.
That's right.
I learned tremendous amount about you in those letters.
Write to that Christian got upset about.
Oh, well, first of all, as Gary said, I talked back to one of his producers of a movie, called Julian Poe that he did. And as it turns out, that movie was about a loser.
Right.
And so I was, as it turns out, that producer, whoever he was, a guy named Alan Mendel,
right.
Turned out to be Satan incarnate. Mm-hmm. And so I talked back to this.
So let me ask you something. Christian's working, let me get this straight so our audience understands.
Yeah.
Christian Slater, your son, is working on a project. You didn't like the director.
No, that's not quite it.
Yeah.
Because, again, I don't like any director, so that's why I became one.
So why get involved with his director, though? I mean, why should you be involved? Or his producer?
Well, because he said to me, look, Michael, even though you're a talented guy and you're probably a genius, no one likes you, so you're such a swine that, you can, never get work no matter what.
Why are you dealing with him? I mean, it's Christian.
Well, the thing was, we were in jail at the time.
Oh.
In other words, it was visiting day.
Oh, it was visiting day.
You remember Christian went to jail for 2 months?
Yes.
So anyway, on the visiting day, his producer showed up.
Oh, his producer showed up.
Oh,
I
see.
see.
So all of a sudden, this guy starts insulting me. And I said, the reason that you're probably, successful in the business is that since you don't have any talent, you're still a nice guy.
Right.
So people think you're, a decent person.
So you got into a fight with his producer.
That's right. When I talked back to his producer,
you could see why there's problems.
Yeah.
Right. Well, listen, what the hell? You didn't start in with the guy. You started in with you. So that's
the way I see it.
That's the way you see it.
Again, you pick up on you're my man.
So now you see yourself.
Here she comes after me again.
All right.
Hit on something now.
Yes.
You asked him if there wasn't any professional jealousy. Do you think sometimes that you're trying to ruin Christian's
here she
connections
comes.
in the business.
Is it possible that you were?
You really don't want him to be successful either.
Is it possible you were?
Robert, darling, the proof of the pudding is in the eating. He is a success, and it's because of me.
Right. Now, does Christian get upset when you say that? Because obviously Christian has a lot of talent, and he hasn't gotten a lot of jobs. Is it fair to always take credit for his fame and his talent?
You don't get to be Christian Slater without having help.
Right.
And I'm telling you that I knew what to say to him because I've been in the trenches for 40 years.
Well, how
acting
come
with
it
these sons
hasn't
of
helped
bitches.
you knowing all this?
Because you've got to have a great father. I didn't have one. Can you get it through your head, Rabin?
Yeah, you better get it, Robin. I've gotten it. You know what I'm saying?
I didn't have
I tell you, Howard, I love you.
You look like you're going to explode, man.
Well, it's so wonderful to be here.
Why doesn't she understand?
Why can't Robin get it?
So what is it, Baba Booey? Yes.
You know, Mr. Gainsborough, I don't want to take a swipe at your ego, but, you know, waiting in the wings is James Woods.
Right.
And I want to let you know that.
Oh yeah.
That's a really great actor. You would call him a genius.
Well, I met James Woods because he was at the Black Marble party. I was in a movie called The Black Marble by Joseph Wambaugh.
So you have worked. I mean, it's not like you're some kind of slouch.
I told you, I've been lead off Broadway.
Right. So you met James Woods where at the
Black Marble party. Joseph Wambaugh wrote the Onion Field, and then he wrote and produced The Black Marble, and I was in The Black Marble, and so I told James Woods that he would win an Academy Award for The Onion Field. He thanked me, and it didn't happen. But again,
maybe you had something to do with his success.
I can tell you that he has zero recollection of that meeting.
Yeah, well,
that you were here, and I asked if you remember.
He said who?
He said he knows your ex-wife. Her he knows because.
All right, but let's leave it at this. Let's leave it at this. Let's sum up.
Wife gets all the credit.
Listen, let's sum it up. Michael D. Gainsborough is the father of Christian Slater. He says, listen. He is the reason Christian Slater is successful, because he was a good father.
What would you say? Should people send their children to you?
Well, they better.
If they want to be successful, they better.
You got it, Howard.
Right. And you're here to. How long are you in New York for?
I'll be here till the Sunday morning.
All right. And will you be visiting with Christian, or are you not allowed to visit him?
Yes, we'll be meeting at Sardi's.
But you never get to go to his house or anything.
No, he never invites me to his house. No.
He thinks you're a bit of a kook, I guess.
Well, we have a great relationship, but he keeps his distance. Sure, why not?
I would if you were my.
I keep
my distance from my father, quite frankly.
Sure.
Christian.
Yeah, I think I'm on better terms.
Look, our job as parents is to make our sons independent of ourselves.
And you've done that.
I've done it.
You've done it to the point where he didn't want to see you.
He did it at 10.
Better than my wildest dream.
Well, you've done a good job. Michael D. Gainsborough, thank you for stopping by. We've all gotten some insight.
Pleasure to talk to you.
And now
Thank you, Robin. I love you. Happy birthday.
Now we understand why Christian's in rehab. Right.
And happy birthday to you this month.
Happy New Year to you.
Capricorns, by the way. I just turned 60 the day after Christmas.
You look terrific for 60.
Babe.
You really do. I would have sent you a 40. I'll be honest with you.
Thanks.
Robin thinks you look 60, but I think you look 60.
What did Robin say?
No, Robin didn't say anything. That was me making a joke.
No, I'm crazy about you all.
Thank you very much. Christian Slater's father, lesser known as Michael D. Gainsborough.
That's right.
Thank you, Michael. Good to see you.
Thank you. Bye.
There he is. He's just seen Christian Slater in a Broadway play.
Sideman.
Sideman.
Plug.
Look at that, will you? Thank you. What is that, a ticket? The Sideman, thank you. This is
the canceled ticket?
This is the canceled ticket of him to prove that he was at Christian Slater's play.
Oh, dear.
$60.
I wonder if he knows Christian Slater.
What do you make of that?
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
You know what?
No. Can you?
You know what one of the interns
you
said?
think your father was?
Yeah. You know what one of the interns said?
What?
She said, no wonder Christian had to go to rehab.
Yeah. I think Christian Slater should be allowed to go to rehab. And I think he should be allowed to take drugs.
He should legally.
He should legally be allowed to take drugs.
You thought your father was.
Macaulay Culkin wishes that were his dad. Wow. He's really shot out of a cannon.
He sure is.
And he's 60.
Christian Slater should have a scholarship to rehab. They should give him a permanent scholarship, a pass. He just go in and out.
In and out.
In a second, we'll be meeting with James Woods.
But Christian Slater's father is right. He's responsible.
He sure is. No, he's responsible for the good stuff. I love it.
I don't know if you can pick and choose. To kill me.
Let's see if we take a couple of phone calls and then we'll meet James Woods, who is in a brand new movie, Another Day in Paradise. Hi, you're on the air.
Yeah, how you doing, Howard? Got a couple extra tickets to the Jets playoff game, and I know Gary's a big Jets fan.
You want to give them to him?
Why does everybody want to give Jets tickets to Gary? Gary's all set.
Believe me, I don't want to give tickets to
You know who gave Baba Booey?
Nobody else really to give them to. I figured,
You know who gave tickets to Baba Booey? Mel Karmazin, the head of CBS.
Really?
Yes.
4 tickets.
Good seats, too. I'll be sitting right next to Jets, Jets. That guy.
Oh, no.
Yeah, the fireman. The guy who won't come on the air with us.
Yeah, the guy who doesn't do
I feel bad for Baba Booey. I already got kicked out of his luxury box.
Thank you.
Can I say something about the Jets?
His gut and his teeth were taking up half of the standing room.
Can I say something about...
Cleared out the other half.
Oh, dude, he's got jokes.
Can I say something about the Jets?
Certainly.
Okay.
Will they go all the way?
Here's the thing. They should be able to beat the Jacksonville Jaguars.
I think they're 7-point favorites.
Yeah, I watched the game. This is a shoo-in, okay?
But that's...
And that is
But didn't they just maul
Buffalo? Here's the problem with the Jets. Whenever there's a real easy game,
they lose?
They lose. They get like unpsyched. And I'm a little nervous about it, but by all accounts, they should beat these guys really badly. They should give them the beating of their lives.
Jacksonville's all banged up. Their quarterback is playing like his ankle's tender and, all sorts of stuff.
They didn't even play a good game.
Yeah, they beat New England, and New England sucked.
Right, okay. New England was so bad.
They were bad.
Well,
the score was way out of whack.
Parcells even took a sort of a veiled shot at them. Yeah. He was saying there were a couple of teams last week that didn't know it was the playoffs.
Yeah.
Well,
they forgot.
I'll tell you, one of the greatest games I've ever seen was the
other game, San Francisco.
San Francisco.
Yeah.
That was incredible.
And you know how wacky the coach of the Jets gets? He's got like rituals he goes through. Do you know he's like not wearing any socks? Because the week before he didn't wear any socks and they won.
One of those guys.
Yeah. He visits.
They won because he wasn't wearing socks.
One week they won. He had visited the team dentist that week. Now every week he visits the team dentist, even though he doesn't need to go to the dentist.
He just needs to sit in the chair.
Right.
They should have to drill him. Whatever they did.
And then there's another thing he goes through. He opens the door by the stadium because he thinks the wind gets affected when he keeps the door open, and reaching the Jets' favor.
When the other team goes to kick off, Fred was telling me this one. When the other team goes to kick off, when he opens his door, it creates a certain wind that.
Oh, so he figures he's affecting the kickoff.
That's right.
Yeah. He's wacky. He's real wacky. Are his kids in rehab?
Nobody's heard from his kids.
Right.
He's like a real interesting guy when it comes to the press. Like he did an interview with Sports Illustrated, and he claims that they promised they wouldn't put him on the cover, and then they did, and he got all angry.
Now there's a guy fighting to be not on the cover.
And check this out, his daughter works at Sports Illustrated.
Yeah.
She wouldn't talk on the record.
Right. He must mentally abuse those guys. They could sue him.
I don't know. They seem to like him, though.
Yeah, well, what his strength is, I don't know squat about football, but it seems to be that he can go on the field with his team and throw in all new plays and do stuff that isn't expected of them. Shake things up.
I think the big thing is he motivates them. I don't know whether he scares them or just makes them believe it, but he motivates them.
How come Parcells wasn't picked as coach of the year? Is it because that other guy had a heart attack?
It might have been.
Oh, Dan Reeves, they gave it to him?
He didn't even have a heart attack. They just said, you're going to have a heart attack, and they went in and gave him
bypass surgery.
Yeah.
And he's going to be coaching this week.
Oh, please.
Either they haven't decided whether it will be from the sidelines
in a bed
or the booth.
You know who doesn't get enough credit? You know who taught Bill Parcells pretty much everything he knows? Who? Michael de Gainsborough, Christian Slater's father. Did you know that?
I did not know that.
Yeah. And he doesn't get enough credit.
Nobody ever mentions him.
They never really compliment him. Right? I think I hit it. I know him.
That was wild.
That was wild.
I still can't get over it.
Right. You're still recovering.
I'm feeling so bad for Christian Slater.
You feel like you need to go to rehab.
I want to cradle him.
Right. Yeah, so anyway, football this weekend. What time is the Jet game on Sunday?
Sunday at 12:30.
Oh, I got to watch that. I watch it on the satellite, man. It's clear as a bell.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I did that whole Saturday. I just watched, or Sunday rather, I watched football. I was so manly.
You know how kooky some people are when it comes to football, Howard? So I'm going to the game. I figure I'm going to leave Connecticut around 10 or so. But I called one of my neighbors. He's a season ticket holder. I thought I might drive with him. He said, me and my brother figure we're going to get there around 8:30.
8:30?
Oh.
I go, 8:30. I go, to do what?
Best to be early.
No, they got, they're going to be cooking up. They got shrimp and steak.
Oh, God. What do they cook?
Parking lot.
What do they bring hibachi with them?
Yeah, I've seen guys, there's one guy that somebody told me about that's got a Winnebago that's outfitted with like a satellite dish and just all sorts of stuff going on. I mean, Howard, you would be amazed at what goes on in the parking lot.
Man.
People like bring their homes there.
I know. I see guys with setups like chairs.
People bring those portable toilets.
For why?
No.
Because they love to hang out before the
See,
game.
I wouldn't do that because I'm too practical. I'm like, if I eat a bunch and drink a bunch, then I'm going to have to go to the bathroom a lot. And I'm going to miss the game.
They bring those toilet things. They got to tie it up.
Do the cops bust you for that?
No. You just do with the party.
You squat right in front of everybody?
No. You could put it like in the back of your Winnebago or something.
So you go to the bathroom in your Winnebago?
Yeah.
Or in your trunk.
You're kidding me.
Backseat of your
car. But you should see, there's all guys.
I went running with a friend in Central Park last weekend, and this guy I know, Eugen, he was in the park with me, and he had to pee, so he runs into the woods quickly to pee. Female cop busted him right in the middle. He was in the middle of the woods. She didn't give him a ticket or anything.
Hey, you know what? Speaking of James Woods, we should.
Please do it 7:30. Want to take a break?
Because you got to be out by a certain time.
What time's he got to be out?
He's got to be out by 8:10.
Yeah, so he's due at 7:30. I take a break, and then we talk to James Woods.
I just want to make sure.
What are you getting nervous
I just want to
about?
make sure you felt like you had enough time.
He's got a big star in the green room.
Hey, let the guy sit there a little bit.
Speaking of woods.
Let him get himself together. Hey, your friend Pete in the woods, and we got a woods in our green room.
I just wanted. I didn't want to make sure you didn't run out of time.
I made a word of something.
James Woods has banged some of. I bet you banged Melanie Griffith during the making of this new movie.
Well, I don't know.
I bet you.
You know what else? I was just watching Casino, and he's like mauling Sharon Stone.
I bet she's banged her. The guy comes clean.
Yeah, she didn't look too hard.
I think he called Bill Clinton a retard on CBS this morning.
People are on Bill's case.
You know, he was on one of those morning shows, and it was right after he had finished. Wasn't he Haldeman in Nixon? So he had that funny haircut, and he was screaming like a maniac. He looked really weird.
Yeah, pretty wild guy.
He was a good actor.
Great actor.
Great actor and had a lot. Great actor with a lot of sex. He's trying to make up.
And he's supposed to be well hung, right? One of the big guys in Hollywood.
He'll probably pull his pants down for us. But I think he'd show us his penis. I'm being serious.
He seems like a really big fan of the show.
Yeah. Dwight, you're on the air.
Morning, Howard.
Yeah.
Glad to hear you back, and Robin and everybody. I hope you had a good vacation. Yeah, Howard, how long are you going to be on the air?
Forever? Or do you think he's quitting?
Jumps on a clock.
Probably 11.
I know. Didn't you read the article in Time Magazine?
What did it say?
You only have about another 2 years.
Is that what it
I have 2 years left on my contract.
There's a
How
big.
could there be 2 years left on your contract when the contract ends in the year 2000?
That's 2 years.
That's 2 years.
It's
The
99.
end of December 2000.
End of December, yeah.
Why is that?
How come Jackie knows? That's even scarier.
Contracts are in sync now.
No.
Howard, did you see that?
We lie to you. We're not in sync with you.
Did you see that article in Time Magazine?
What?
It was a really cool article about how CBS hasn't been forthcoming about what your value is to the company.
Well, it's true. Everybody knows that.
Well, apparently they have to be forthcoming in negotiations, but not anywhere else.
No, it's a big scandal.
They were saying that when the stock came out, and the guy wasn't saying that you are valuable or you aren't valuable. He's just saying that nobody in this company will put a dollar figure on what you're worth.
First of all, Infinity stock is doing great.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
And we have to thank Scott for getting out of it.
Right. And also, he pulled right out. Isn't it at like 26 or something?
It's closer to 27.
Yeah.
Nice.
What's it, 28?
And we're making some dough. We all bought some.
Yep.
And CBS stock, how's that doing?
Well, also,
Nice.
it's close to 32.
Ooh.
So everything's doing.
They're doing good.
33.
We're in them. We could quit. Yeah, I'll be on for another 2 years at least.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. And then I think I'll quit.
What did you do over your vacation? Did you spend a lot of time with the dog, or were you out with your
The
family?
dog every day.
You know what? I was looking at one of the tabloids, and they showed James Belushi with his dog. They were almost having sex.
My wife said to me, "You're gonna have sex with that dog." I know it.
And it said, he said, look, this man really loves his
I
dog.
love my dog. I'm out in the woods.
I said, is this way it's getting with you?
Yeah, I was out in the woods with my dog over vacation every day. I took it to the beach. We went all over the
I
place.
gotta show you these pictures of James Woods. Not James Woods, Jim Belushi.
Woods, speaking of Woods, we gotta get him in here. Woods, Woods. He's ready now.
Rolling around in the park with his dog.
I bet that dog would at least move around during sex.
Is your dog like completely loyal and obedient?
Yeah.
Like completely loves you?
I have the most wonderful dog on the planet. That's all I can say. I'm going to bring the dog in here.
You should.
Yeah.
You know, I was going to say that.
Dog and I'm bringing my cats.
Right.
You know, we had that dog psychiatrist on. He said if he spent 10 minutes with you and the dog, he can tell the problems that the dog's going to have.
This dog has no problems.
But it's going to have.
This dog has no
The
problems.
dog should have problems. There's the FDA has just approved 2 anxiety drugs for dogs.
Don't need it. My dog gets lots of exercise, gets me out to the outdoors, stays with me, don't need a leash.
Chewing?
It's like laughing. Yeah. Still chewing. The lab. Could be a problem. So put it on some medication. All right, listen, I got to take a break. Then we're going to meet James Woods, who's going to show us his penis.
Yeah!
You know that Christian Slater's dog is in rehab? Yeah. All right. I wonder if James Woods ever been in rehab. In this movie, it looks like he plays a junkie. He sure as hell looks like he knows what he's doing.
Probably. I'm saying psychiatry.
Oh, I'm sure of that. I'm sure he has.
You know, he does all those roles where he plays alcoholics and, you know, all that stuff.
He seems a little too good at it.
Yeah.
Hey, Howard.
Yeah.
And if you want, when you come back, the White Rapper will sing for you.
Shut up, stupid ass. All right, we'll be back right after these words with James Woods.
You're listening to the king of all media, Howard Stern. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told.
Don't just stand there. God's a busy man.
Jackie Penthouse Joke Page Marley is Wild New Filthy Joke CD. Cassette Hot Dogs and Donuts is only $12 plus $4 U.S. shipping. Call 1-800-323-KING. Saturday, January 16th at Historic Club Bidet in Sayreville, New Jersey. Jackie. For information and 3D animated joke, visit jokeland.com. James Woods has a new movie called Another Day in Paradise. Opens nationally on January 22nd. And he plays a junkie thief who teaches a young couple how to be junkie thieves. And it's a good movie, too. Ah, there he is. Look at that, James Woods.
You know, he looks incredibly sane.
You look incredibly sane. You really do, man. I mean, look at you for a little bit. It's always weird when you see somebody famous, like, you know, you've seen in movies and stuff, and then you see him.
The show Saturday night with Cindy Margolis was so hilarious. I'm sitting in my hotel room, lonely middle-aged bachelor, watching that show. It was the funniest thing I had ever seen in my life.
Thank you. She is a piece of ass, is she not?
I have to say, you know, I'd like to be a distinguished guy and, you know, say, Howard, please don't talk on that level, but I have to agree with you. Yes, she is.
Yeah.
You know, why don't we get this all out of the way, okay?
Okay. Can you show it to us?
Yeah!
I mean, there's the bottom of it.
There's the bottom of it.
No, but seriously, is it really this big? I mean, be honest. You've prided yourself.
Simple answer?
Yes.
Should I be like Clinton or the simple answer?
Yeah, be simple.
Yes, it is.
Wow. What do you mean? Did you ever measure it when you were a kid, or?
No. Howard, I have other things to do, like mow the lawn, you know, read the paper.
But it was never a concern to you, like,
wait, another country you're from. Oh, you're back. My arch nemesis is back.
No, I remember what Robin said.
Lingerie on Saturday night. So it's
I remember what Robin said about you. She said you were a great actor.
Yes.
But not a nice person.
Well, that's not a bad thing. Nothing I ever do to you, except compliment your lingerie, okay?
When you're aroused, do you get lightheaded? I'm being serious.
When I get aroused, you get lightheaded.
But you're known for being with a lot of different kind of women, beautiful women.
Kind of women.
Yeah, you don't have it. But you are known for being with many women. You are a man who is desired by women.
He's known for sleeping with his co-stars. Let's get serious.
When you
that's not true. I don't get a lot of sleep. But go ahead.
Okay. Mostly white broads you get, right? Have you ever had a black woman?
You know, I don't like to kiss and tell, actually.
Right.
That's a yes. That's a yes.
I've been around the world.
Yeah, you've been around the world. When you
51 years old, I mean, come on, give me a break.
Please, I'm 44. I haven't been anywhere. All right, so wait a second. You're telling me when you pull your pants down, when you're in bed with these women, I want to know what it's like to have a big penis. I have the smallest. When you're in bed with these women and you finally take off your trousers, what, I mean, do they go into, seriously, do they ever go?
First of all, let me just disabuse you of something. This is probably why you're having bad luck.
Okay.
Usually I like to take off your trousers before you get in bed, okay?
No, I know. But you know what I mean. Let's say you're kissing a girl, you're getting into it, she starts to disrobe, you pull down your pants. I know the look of disappointment.
You know, no wonder.
Yeah.
No wonder you has the rotten luck. I mean, aside from being married and everything else,
right.
You know, all the other obvious liabilities.
Right.
Well, what really amazes me is that, you know, just listening to your way of approaching it all.
Well, how else would you do it? I mean, you kiss, you begin to make out.
You know what?
You fondle.
You look at it as if you're taking, you know, Sarajevo in a tank.
Right.
Some things evolve kind of naturally, you know what I mean? Some have a slightly lighter touch.
Right, okay, well, however you do it, I don't know, what do you do? I mean, but when you start the actual lovemaking process, and your pants come off and the woman sees you nude for the first time, do they comment? Do they
you
scream?
You must in my bedroom. Look, there's a sound effect.
Do some women get nervous? Seriously.
You know what? I think, Robin, you're a woman. You'll vouch for this, right? Women basically, at their heart, are a little more comfortable with physical things than you and I clearly are.
Okay, because they give birth and they're aware of pain. But I mean, some women are so aware of pain. You know, some are scared. You know what? I knew a woman who had sex with a guy who was large like yourself. And she literally...
Allegedly.
No, I know about that. She told me, and she used to be in pain afterward. Like, it literally was painful. I would love to put a woman into that kind of pain. I would love to punish her with my genitalia.
Because... Robin, I don't hear what's doing this. Yeah, this is not...
Yeah.
So, see, Howard...
I mean, I would love it.
We're talking apples and oranges.
I would love
Due to
this.
the idea, they actually... you've probably never heard of this expression, but they actually call it making love.
Really? Well, I've never done... I want to have a weapon. I want
a weapon of destruction, which is why God was smart enough to, you know
what I mean, though. I would love a woman to say, oh, my God, I thought I was going to have trouble, or something like that. It would be fantastic. And I guess you consider yourself blessed. I know you have an IQ of 1.
Did you remember Chris Walken's great line in The Deer Hunter, He said, you got to keep the fear up. You know
Right,
what I mean?
right.
I basically look at it as a way of keeping the fear up.
It must be a great thing. But when you even go to a locker room or you shower or something, men see it. In other words, you're not embarrassed to walk around a locker room and have other men see you, right?
Hardly.
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
All right, that's how small I am, because I know they would laugh at me.
But you also are the great and only fabulous Howard Stern.
Yeah,
but I say, get your eyes off, my gherkin and let's get on with it.
You can't. It's terribly embarrassing. So do you consider yourself blessed? Because here, what I know of you is that you have this high IQ of 1 something. You were going to be a doctor and all that. 180 is your IQ?
That's what they said, yeah.
You have almost a perfect SAT score.
Right.
Do you know that?
Yes, we talked about this before.
It's amazing. And then to have a big penis on top of that in acting town.
And he's, he's good looking. Usually guys...
now all of a sudden. Now all of a sudden.
Now you're good looking.
I'm here.
Now you're here and you're good looking.
Now I got President Clinton in the booth, wavering.
Are you attracted to James Woods that you see him in person? Maybe you are.
Oh, he's always had that sort of bad boy thing going for him.
Yeah. I'm sitting here in a shirt and tie, being berated by Howard for being blessed. Thank you,
right.
And now all of a sudden, complimenting you on,
No, you got to be.
I always appreciated your acting,
Okay. Do you feel the personal thing here? Why is there a head of Rosie O'Donnell, or Rosie, rotating around?
That head is full of jelly beans, and you can guess. Do you go on that show, the Rosie O'Donnell show?
I've been on the show, yes.
Yeah. What a mess that is. I was watching it yesterday.
Let me just tell you, she is decidedly not interested in penis length, okay?
I think you're right on that. That's for sure.
In fact, I said that with all due respect.
Do you know how not interested she is? That when she adopted a son,
right?
She had to call Steven Spielberg's wife,
right,
and ask her if her son was circumcised. She couldn't tell.
Thought her son was circumcised, and Steven Spielberg's wife, I think, was just changing the baby's diaper and told Rosie that he wasn't.
I mean, could you imagine?
Yeah, we're in the outer limits here now.
Yeah, right. You are circumcised, I take it.
I guess so. I can't. I'm nearsighted. I can't see that far. Okay.
Yeah, imagine having that much removed.
An entire team. Yeah.
Was it a big deal when you were born? I mean, was your mother shocked at how you developed? I mean,
it actually,
legend?
It actually kind of runs in the family. I have a nephew. I have a nephew. I got a brother. My dad.
Wow.
It's like
I applaud that.
We're a gene pool unto ourselves.
So lucky. I believe that affects your whole personality. I know I have problems as a result of being small. There's an embarrassment and shame. I think that not to have that burden is so wonderful. I'm being serious.
Well, it's caused him other problems, obviously.
Oh, yeah, really?
Oh, really?
Like what? A bulletproof booth, okay?
Like what? I mean, I don't know. Wasn't it true?
He had all these women fighting over him. I mean, people, he literally had like a Fatal Attraction thing.
With Sean Young.
No.
Sean Young.
Oh, the wife.
The other one.
No, wait. Yeah. I was on the cover of some rag magazine, like People or something.
Yeah.
And the cover actually said Fatal Attraction. I looked at it, I said, I was like this altar boy.
Yeah.
2 women on the cover and so on. And I remember, I think I told you, Jim Garner leans over. We were doing My Name is Bill W. He leans over and I said, Jim, look at this. My life is over. He said, what are you talking about? He said, finally a leading man. Shut up.
Right.
Take yes for an answer.
Fantastic to have women fighting over you.
Yeah, I guess, but I mean, I don't know what the big deal was over.
You didn't bang Melanie Griffith during making of this new movie, did you?
No. And, she
looks great in the movie.
Big actress. She's a really mercurial, complex.
You never had sex with her even since you knew her?
You know what? It was something that was always on my mind, but in fact, we've just always been friends.
I bet she's good in the sack, because how else could she hold on to Antonio Banderas, who could have any woman he wants?
Marry her twice.
Right. She's got to be good.
She is one of the sort of prime suspects in life. I mean, she's one of the best. I mean, I think she's one of those women who's very, mentally beautiful, but very smart and kind of dangerous, and she has it all.
When you bang a broad like a penthouse pet,
I bang?
when you bang,
When I bang a broad, you know, you go on talk shows and they do all the,
Yeah.
9 Golden Globe nominations. You know, I come here and it's like always so refreshing. Hey, when you bang a broad,
No, when you
cigar hanging out.
No, but be honest for a
I'm
second.
gonna drink a coffee before your next.
No, wait a second.
General Pat.
This will be over fast. When you bang,
I feel like Rommel in the desert. Oh, here comes another tank.
when you bang a broad like a penthouse pet like Amy Lynn, okay, what you have, is she good in the sack, or does she expect to just lay there and have you look at her and like worship her? I mean, seriously.
Explode the myth, James.
Yes.
As to whether beautiful women are also good sex partners.
Right.
Let me ask you.
Be specific about
Are
Amy.
you over there, over my shoulder?
Yeah.
That's not even this little,
Yeah. No, be specific about Amy. Is she good in bed?
How do you know we were in bed? Did she say we were?
Yeah. She's already said it 100 times. You can see, the cat's out of the bag.
I was hoping nobody listened to the first 2 years of your show.
In fact, you showed up on a lot of shows. You talked about.
And by the way, you're a bonehead. You used to hammer me all the time, make fun of me.
I did?
And now I'm here and, you're eating out of the Holy Grail.
You're a good guy. I like it.
Glad you remember that he said rotten things too.
Right.
Well, but I haven't forgotten what you said, okay?
Can I tell you something?
You're off the hook.
I say rotten things about everyone until I meet them. Then I like it.
Oh, great. Okay.
I mean, that's it.
I mean, that's the whole thing, but you never invited me on the show.
Well, I would be. I figured you wouldn't come here after all the rotten things I said.
And by the way, she was fantastic.
She was fantastic. Really. God, scale of 1 to 10. 1 being the worst.
Like 11.5.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, you're just saying that.
She was really a nice, really lovely woman and gorgeous to look at. And
really.
Why didn't you go anywhere?
You stop sneaking up on me. Why are you always sneaking up on me? Okay?
What is a James
like
Woods?
A Bosnian sniper.
What does a James Woods do on New Year's Eve? I'm curious. Where were you?
I'll tell you exactly what I did. I went
Playboy Mansion?
I went no.
Oh,
Howard,
thank you.
Howard, you got to aspire just a little higher in life.
Really?
Okay?
No, why not? Why not at the Playboy Mansion?
Because it's just. I mean, I honestly, all kidding aside, after 20 minutes of this nonsense,
Right.
the sort of sleazy stuff doesn't appeal to me like it obsesses you.
Why do you say that's sleazy?
Sleazy stuff.
That's what you do. You
Because
love to
you
go
know
with different women.
Yeah, would you like an honest answer?
Yeah.
It's just kind of, to me, manufactured sex. I don't think those women really are very interested in sex.
Oh, the penthouse or
What are you doing? You can't get up on me. Get over here. What are you hiding over there with that big lace rod?
You're saying, oh, wait a second. Yes, I saw it.
I signed up for my bowling league again. I got so excited.
Right. But by the way, that show, Saturday night,
was one of the classics.
Not only is it one of the classics, it got a higher rating this time. Even the second time, it beat everybody.
Beat Roots. That show beat Roots.
It's unbelievable. I'm going to call Cindy Margolis
every week.
and just thank her.
I got to tell you,
I never call any guest.
Yeah. Two of the great sort of attractions for me. I mean, Cindy Margolis is like a slam dunk. Okay?
Right. Hot looking chick.
Right.
Yeah.
And
her friend was hot too.
But I know her from somewhere. I can't figure out where I know her from.
I would like to know her.
No, I met her somewhere. She's like sort of legit. She's not, one of your kids.
Right. She's just a nice girl. Right.
Yeah. Right. But the idea of, first of all, Robin flashing, by the way, for a nanosecond.
Yeah, that was great. But it didn't matter.
But by the way, how about the atomic clock, that they moved ahead a nanosecond? That's how long you flash for.
Right. It was enough, yeah.
It's like, in math, what is it, momentum is mass times velocity.
You're the genius, I would have known.
This was size times time. And,
right.
Given the fact that it was Jupiter's moons, even though it was only a nanosecond.
I like that you have nothing to do on a Saturday night and you're watching our show. I really
do. I have no life. I swear to you.
I don't believe that. No, you have a girlfriend, right?
Yes.
Yeah, and how hot is she? I mean, what is she, like 20?
They're both nice. They're both great.
You have 2 girlfriends.
Well, I don't have any girlfriend.
No, be honest. How old are they?
I actually don't have a girlfriend right now.
You have a 20-year-old girlfriend.
I don't. I have no girlfriends right now.
Oh,
I have a lonely bachelor with a dog whose birthday is tomorrow.
The last
Is that right?
one.
Huh?
The last one.
Well, I don't know if it was the last one, but I know there was
You got any kids?
No, and I wish I did. That's one thing I really sorry. I'm sorry that I didn't have kids.
Please.
You can still have kids, James, I think. I suppose.
How do you know?
What is it? Is this a proposal? That's all I want to know, huh? Now that she's my best friend, my best friend,
So what do you do on New Year's Eve? I asked you about New Year's Eve. Yeah, what do you do? What does a famous actor do on New Year's Eve?
Because you're promoting Another Day in Paradise.
Right. We're going to get to that in a second. I like the movie.
But thank you very much. Because I was promoting that, we've been on a big publicity schedule. My partner, Stephen Chin, who's my co-producer, and I went to dinner at the editor of Page 6 at his house.
Richard Johnson's
house.
Right.
And that was kind of great because we're there with, consorting with, I mean, most actors would be a little nervous. No, now I'm just.
And by the way.
Then I was just going to dinner.
And by the way, do you think now you're friends with Richard Johnson and will be good to you? He won't. He won't.
No, he'll hammer me. He'll hammer me.
He'll still hammer you, trust me.
I used the bathroom. He was trying to get a peek.
I worked Richard Johnson for years.
It didn't work.
It didn't work.
No, of course not.
Did he see your penis, Richard Johnson?
No, but
he did not.
He tried.
He tried to see it. Yeah, I don't doubt it.
No, but seriously, we went to dinner there. Then we went to a couple of other. Oh my God!
You went to dinner at Richard Johnson's house. And who was at Richard Johnson's house besides you? Famous people?
No, I mean, not necessarily. I mean, I like Mick Jones from Foreigner was there, but he's a friend of mine from...
Mick Jones?
Yeah, okay.
Where'd they dig him up from?
I
thought he was dead.
He was there. Anyway.
Any single broads over there?
There were some interesting women there, but I went with Ian Bitterman, my friend who wrote Copycat, who's like an adult woman. Thank you very much.
Are you banging her?
No, actually, no.
You won't bang her because she's an adult woman.
Exactly.
Yeah, who needs that? Yeah.
Thank you very much.
You just hang out with her.
Yeah, hang out and relax.
Someone to talk to.
Oh, yeah.
No, but then we went...
Smart woman, why bang her?
My God, she might say something.
Right.
Then what am I going to do?
Yeah, then you might be stuck with her for a whole day.
I mean, suppose she starts talking about serious issues and I'm found out. But anyway, we all went...
You prefer banging idiots, right?
Oh,
Seriously. I mean, really. You would rather be with a dumb woman. Okay, that's a yes. All right. Well, because there's no grief.
Just because the woman doesn't have an IQ of 180 doesn't mean she's dumb.
I want to test that IQ, by the way.
I haven't said a word, okay? He's saying it all. I mean, but I don't think a person should be,
smart.
But no, I don't think it should be excluded from the race just because, maybe they don't have, they're not a Rhodes Scholar.
Would you say you're attracted to
I like to look at it as more of a kind of exchange program. Robin, you got a minute. Hold on. Would you wait a minute?
It's a physical thing.
I thought you had a cold. Could you relax for a minute?
It's a physical thing.
No, but what I'm saying is just because a woman maybe doesn't know that, a guitar is not a brass instrument, to quote from your show.
Right.
I mean, just because of that, minor little shortcoming doesn't mean that she should,
she should be excluded from your bed.
She shouldn't have a taste of heaven,
Right.
She should be allowed,
Why not?
Gates,
But how old did you say you were?
I'm 51. Why? Why do you emphasize on me now?
Talk to a 20-year-old about.
Nothing.
Why would you assume? Why? I buy Teletubbies for them.
Who cares?
I mean, but I mean, it is a bit of a bias. Now I'm going to be serious. Okay, it is a bit of a bias to assume. By the way, I'm not dating anybody 20. Okay.
No, you have.
Yeah, when I was 22.
No.
All right. So wait a second. So okay.
I'm going to put an end to this.
All right.
It's like that great sage Sylvester Stallone.
It's sad. A man you admire.
Right. The great sage.
What did he say to you?
He said, he says, all these people come up, not bad imitation of Stallone, but you got to sort of do it together. He says, I don't understand all these people coming up to me all the time and yo, Sly, how come you always banging these young broads, And he says, hey, the same reason people buy puppies, I guess. So,
right.
The words of wisdom from on high.
Well, I admire that. All right, so wait a second. So then you went to a bunch of parties New Year's Eve is what you say, and you didn't even sleep with anybody that night.
No. I ended up at 4 o'clock in the morning at a Chinese noodle shop down off Mott Street.
And that was fun for you.
At 69, what's the street between Mott and...
I don't know, but you had a better night than I did.
Yeah. Why? What'd you do?
Well, I decided I'm just
What was your New Year?
New Year's, I sat home, and my wife was like, bitching at me like, why don't I ever get to do anything New Year's? I go, I don't want to do anything. So I'm sitting there reading a comic book.
Where
was she?
And so she was in another room. Her friend comes over. She goes, can you put away the comic book? Because my friend's coming. Her friend's a doctor. I said, yeah, maybe I better. She might not think I'm an intellectual. So I hid the comic book.
Okay, Howard, just remember this story, play it back against yourself, and understand someday that the small penis isn't the problem in your life.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. What is it?
It's a bonehead who's at home
and reads comic books
with the woman he loves and reads comic books.
What can I say?
It's your problem.
I have a big problem.
Okay.
You're a psychiatrist, right? I mean, you go to a psychiatrist.
No.
I'm sure.
You've never been?
No?
No, I tried it once.
You've been to rehab?
No. Rehab? Are you joking?
Well, you play a junkie so well. I mean, there's no
You've been
movie.
a cocaine addict, an alcoholic.
Duh, I'm an actor.
heroin.
Duh.
Well, I didn't think, that's pretty good.
No, I mean, I have to be really adamant about this because it's, I had never, literally, I came from a household that nobody drank. I never had a beer until I was 18 years old.
Really?
And for some reason, and I think that's one of the reasons, now I'm going to speak seriously because, having played Bill W., a lot of people do, look up to me and play that a lot at meetings and stuff. One of the things that I've realized about addiction is so much of it comes trickling down from generations.
Right.
For example, both my parents smoked, but neither one of them ever drank, ever.
Right.
And so I have never liked alcohol. I've never liked drugs. I've sort of been...
But you smoke.
About that. But I've struggled with smoking my entire life. I quit for 5 years, and on this movie, on Another Day in Paradise, I accidentally... Yeah, there was a scene with Melanie... You saw the...
Everybody's smoking, yeah, and it's a great movie. Everybody's smoking in the whole goddamn movie constantly.
But that's what junkies did.
They're junkies and they're thieves.
That's what they do,
yeah, right.
And there's a scene on the porch where we're talking about leaving the kids and we're going off to do the heist with Jules. And she sits on my lap and we're talking, and I said, could you smoke a cigarette and I'll just take it, like people do, who are together and they smoke a lot like the junkies do. And I said, but you have to use these fake cigarettes that I'm using in the movie. I was smoking these horrible rose hip cigarettes. And, Melanie said, I don't like those cigarettes. I said, Melanie, I haven't smoked in 5 years. Whatever you do, don't give me a real cigarette. She gave you when I bet. So we do 2 takes, and she's smoking them. She's kind of grumpy about it. And so, I mean, I love her, so I can tease her. But I mean, she's griping about it.
I'd love to bang her.
Ah, me too. Anyway, so but it's only got the big sword. Anyway, so we're sitting there. The third take, the take's going so great, and it's a 2-shot. And she hands me the cigarette, and I look. It's just out of the corner of my eye. I see it's a real cigarette, and I look up, and there's that impish little twinkle in her eye, like, are you going to balls it out and finish the scene, or are you going to touch the camera? So,
So now you smoking again?
She swears it was a mistake, but I'm going to be like Clinton and blame her instead of taking responsibility for my own actions.
Are you smoking again now?
Yes.
You are?
Yes.
Wow.
I would never.
I almost did a movie with her?
I will never lie to you.
I was going to
with her.
Yeah.
It's funny because Mr. Woods was smoking in the green room, but then the cameras came in, and he put the cigarette out because he doesn't think it's good for him to be seen smoking on camera.
No, what I said was, wait a minute. What I said was, I don't like kids to see me smoking because I think that all of
admirable.
I mean, all of us are icons to kids to some degree or another, and if they see me smoking, they're gonna. I mean, now I admitted it, so 20 million people.
And maybe I'm a maybe I'm a douchebag, but how do you guys in the movie? When Melanie Griffith shoots up into her neck,
right?
How do you make that look so real? Like, does she put a little needle in her?
You have fake there's skin there, right?
No. Neither one. There's a
collapsible needle.
It's a collapsible needle, but you have to see the liquid going down. So that has a hidden chamber. It has a little air. They're very hard to work with.
It looks cool.
I tell you, it is a very creepy feeling to use those needles because when you actually start to put them in your arm, of course it doesn't go through the skin, but when you put them in your arm, you just think, man, I do not know in my wildest imagination how somebody can live this way of life.
You don't. When you see the movie, you really turn off the peanut junkie. What about that chick who plays the young girl? She's
fantastic.
That's Robert Wagner's daughter?
That's Robert Wagner's stepdaughter and Natalie Wood's daughter.
Oh, she's a piece of ass. Did you bang her?
I would give.
Go ahead.
I would give a lung. A lung, okay?
Could this young lady have a name?
Who cares?
Just
Natasha Wagner.
No, Natasha Gregson Wagner. By the way, she's an incredibly accomplished actress.
I don't care about that.
No, wait, hold on.
And hold on. And her top is off.
Hold on.
And her top is off in the movie, and she's got the sweetest little boobs you ever saw.
Protected and everybody's gawking. If I'm not gawking, nobody else is gawking.
Yeah, so they knew you'd be gawking. I don't want to see that.
Well, I do have a collection of dailies, but anyway.
Right. I'm sure you do.
Absolutely do not.
Yes, you do.
I have to say about her, she is, 4 o'clock in the morning would be freezing. She'd always be in a good mood.
Really?
She was just one of the nicest.
She's cute. And what about her? Could she swim?
She is one of the nicest people.
Swim?
Yeah, her mother couldn't swim. That's what did her in. I mean, seriously. I'm not making a joke. I'm asking you if she could swim.
I have to tell you something. She is. Her mother was evidently one of the people in Hollywood, within the Hollywood community, who was one of the most truly beloved.
Beautiful, great actress.
Her. She was a great person.
Even I loved her.
She was a wonderful person.
You made love to her?
But what? I never.
The mother or the daughter?
I never met Never. But I always admired her. But Natasha is like everything that her mother would have wanted to be. She is a great young woman.
She is cute, man.
Both the women in our movie, had to go through a lot of stuff, all the violence, the needles, and everything else.
Right.
Both Melanie and Natasha were just fantastic, and the young boy is great too, Vinny.
A couple of women, let's mention that you have banged, we know for sure.
Wow. It's like, you might want to try a little wider diet.
I don't know. What do you want to talk about? Acting?
Everywhere you go,
not about acting.
You're accomplished.
I'm not going to,
let's hammer Clinton for a while. Let's do something.
What's going on with you and Clinton?
Thank you.
All right. Now, what is going on? Let's clarify this. You were on CBS this morning.
Yeah.
And you said that...
Hey, I got his head out of the mud hole.
Yeah,
It's
right.
unbelievable.
What did you say about Clinton?
I told you what, I'm like a Jack Russell pulling you out by your tail.
This is interesting. Be clear. Is it the kind of dog you have, a Jack Russell?
No, I actually have a Cairn Terrier, like Toto in The Wizard of Oz.
Right.
I look at a total fruit. I walk around with my little dog, little furry dog.
You know, my agent's got one of those dogs, and I went up to his place over vacation.
Yeah.
And the dog, you want to step on it. Yeah. It's so goddamn small. It's not even a dog.
This dog would rip your neck out.
Yeah, and they're angry little dogs.
No, they're not. They're angry when they're around you.
Yeah.
They're not around a normal person.
You can't even go walking in the woods with his dog. Looks like a squirrel.
The dog is around there so little.
I don't know. It looks like Toto. Anyway, never like Toto.
You'll be able to see a dog, but you have to look down beyond those bazooms.
James, hey, that's outrageous.
You must have a problem.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You must have a problem, too.
All right, now wait a second. James Woods, your new movie, Another Day in Paradise.
You must have a problem.
Describe to me what you said about Clinton on CBS. I find this interesting.
I'm not sure which one.
I don't know. You said
right here what he thinks of Clinton.
Yeah. No, it's really, I didn't go into all the politics or anything else. I just said, when all is said and done, and hey, nobody's on a high horse, but we're entertainers. I mean, I just thought it was a little, I don't understand where the women are on this thing.
Where?
The women are all about, oh, he's the most wonderful guy, you know, and I said, but he like humiliated his wife and kid. I mean, everybody behaves badly at some time or another, but he's the president, and maybe he shouldn't do it to a woman who's admired by a lot of women, who's an icon and everything else. I mean, there's a way to do it. I mean, if you have to be a sleazeball, go over to the Motel 6 and be a sleazeball.
Well, I've said
desk where, you know, Franklin
You're right.
Roosevelt won World War II.
Oh, I have said worried about, you know, the place.
No. Here's what he's saying.
Robert, try to expand beyond. Okay.
No, here's what he's saying. I think,
Here.
and I have said that I believe Saddam Hussein is a mental patient, and Bill Clinton's a bit of a mental patient. This guy, Bill Clinton, worked his entire life to become the president. This is the most important thing in the world to him.
Yeah. Right.
There is
he comes into this worrying about the
Right.
legacy he's going to leave behind.
even while people were investigating him,
Yeah.
he's banging young chicks and knows he has to go give depositions.
Got everybody, grandmother.
So it's odd behavior.
Okay,
It is odd behavior.
You're onto something here. Here's the only point I was trying to make.
Okay.
And so I don't sound like I'm on my high horse.
Right.
Let me talk about.
Because you've done lots.
I've done lots myself, and the point is, all of us at some point in our lives are self-destructive.
Yes.
And when you're self-destructive, you can. Okay, never mind.
All right. Okay.
Yeah,
go ahead. Yeah, right. Go ahead.
No, but I mean, I don't care if I'm self-destructive. You know what? Another actor bites the dust. Big deal. Another DJ bites the dust. But however, when you're president of the United States,
he should be better than us.
Well, not that he should be better than us, but I mean, he is also responsible for being kind of an interface between us and guys like Saddam Hussein, who, you know, have used this issue as a way to. I mean, you think it's.
But in all honesty, you know, a guy can't control his genitals. A guy can't. It's very impossible.
You don't think Saddam Hussein kicked out those inspectors knowing that Clinton was so busy having to deal with all this crap that, of course, he wasn't being as strong as he could be if he weren't being distracted by it. He caused his own distraction. Nobody made him go bang a chick who looked at his ass looked like two, you know, Shetland ponies were wrestling under a blanket.
Right. Okay, so you
pictures that ass?
Yes, it's huge.
I mean, it's a normal body with three women's asses attached.
Right. It's hard to believe that that's what he went
The
after.
president thought no one would believe.
Right.
Maybe that's what he was going.
I still find it hard to believe.
And then you went on, and this has been a very controversial tour for you. Then you went on Letterman and you started screaming about Barbara Streisand. Is that correct? You don't like her.
You sound like you like the kid that's food.
The women you're talking about, she still supports the president.
Right.
Okay, she's entitled to support the president. I love Barbara. That's fine.
Let's take some phone calls.
A little unrealistic, that's all.
All right. Let's take a couple of phone calls. Why not?
Like a little, you know, you're like a bitch little troublemaker.
That's right. The new movie is called Another Day.
Having such a great.
You know, you need a penis graft, and you'd settle down a little.
Oh, you got to show me that thing even after the show's over. I got to see it. I got to see
Whack
it.
you in the forehead with it.
Go ahead, David. You're on the air in Englewood, New Jersey. Yes. Go ahead.
I just wanted to say to James, I just wanted to tell him that he's a great actor.
Thank you.
He knows that.
Play that music.
Yes.
And that I've watched all his movies.
Thank you.
I think that he's really terrific.
Thank you.
Okay.
And that I love his show, Howard.
Thank you.
You and Robin are the greatest. I just love.
Well, this is a good ass kissing for both of us.
I love that.
This is good.
Hey, come on over.
I thought it was going to be bad.
You know.
All right. Hey, thanks, David.
No problem.
Very nice.
I appreciate it.
Finished watching Ghost of Mississippi.
Good.
I will watch that.
You did? How'd you like it?
I loved it.
I will watch that.
Thank you.
There's no karate in it.
Oh, stop.
Oh, wait.
Now, this new movie I'm into. I love this.
Oh, this is right up his alley.
Oh yeah, Another Day in Paradise. It's depression.
Degradation.
It's great. There's robberies in it. Hey, you know who plays a gay guy in this?
Lou. Oh, you're gonna tip about it. Lou Diamond.
Lou Diamond Phillips.
Oh.
And he plays it very convincingly.
And by the way, I grabbed his basket on screen.
And it looks like you really do.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
I did.
And you kiss him.
I crossed the line.
That's right.
It's unbelievable.
Have you ever done that?
Yeah.
Have you ever had gay
sex? Of course not.
Looked like you weren't acting.
I also wanted to say one thing to James also.
Yes.
Oh, here's the other shoe's about to drop.
Go ahead.
James also has motivated me to be an actor also.
Oh, good. Just for you.
Yeah,
All right.
because I've always watched all your movies.
But you don't have an IQ of 180.
You don't need an IQ 180. All you need is passion and free will. Don't listen to Howard. Listen to me.
Is that right?
Follow your dream. Play the music. Music up. Here we go.
All right, here we go.
Follow your dream.
John, go ahead.
Yes, Mr. Wood, I love your acting career.
Thank you.
And also, I'd like to know, is it true you turned down a part playing a homosexual dying with AIDS?
Is it true you turned out a part playing a homosexual dying of AIDS?
Well, I actually played a part of a homosexual dying of AIDS. I played Roy Cohn.
Right.
Oh no, there was another There was a thing actually John Lithgow did that Glenn Jordan, who had directed me in Promise, the thing I did with James Garner, had offered me about twins, the twin brothers on Long Island, one of whom was dying of AIDS and one wasn't. And I wasn't able to do it at the time. I wasn't available, but I wanted to do it. I think that's the project you may be referring to.
Oh, so then you did...
So you don't have a problem with that.
All right. Here's a guy...
I played Roy Cohn was died of AIDS.
Here's a guy who says his dream is to talk to you.
Great.
Believe it or not. Yes, Mike, go ahead.
Hello, Mr. Woods.
Hi, how are you?
I gotta tell you, one of the greatest movies I've ever seen you do was Citizen Cone. I mean,
Thank you. That's what we were just talking about. Thank you.
That is an unbelievable acting job. I mean,
Thank you.
Just, I can't even believe they never released that in the movie theaters.
I believe Christian Slater's father trained him for that.
No, that movie was actually made for HBO. It was an HBO production.
Yeah, that was really good.
And by the way,
we said a lot of good things about that on the air.
That's a character.
Yeah, that was great.
But you know, the thing is, HBO was great at making those kinds of movies. No censorship, which you have not only on television, on regular television, but you have in the movies a lot now because of the MPAA. I mean, this movie, Another Day in Paradise, you can't believe what we went through, the stuff we had to cover.
I could imagine. You know? Yeah, it's pretty edgy, this movie. HBO, like you say, they're putting out movies now. Sometimes are better than stuff you see in the theaters because it's edgy. Paul, you're on the air. Go ahead in Los Angeles.
Oh, how you doing? Howard, how you doing?
Yeah.
Hi.
James, big fan.
Thank you.
Go ahead.
And Once Upon a Time in America, great movie.
Thank you very much.
No, I just have a thing, Howard. Actually, my good friend, actually his ex-girlfriend, I guess used to go out with James.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, good. Now we're getting some good stuff. All right. Now, finally.
Even I was falling asleep.
Yeah.
I'm going to get away. I'm going to dodge a bullet here, but oh, no, finally.
Yeah, all right. So let's hear the story.
What did that lion bitch say?
Yeah. Let's get down to it.
Hey, be nice.
Go ahead.
I'm kidding.
I know. But I remember I love you, James.
Yeah.
All right, so come on, give us the story.
James, what?
Yeah.
We got the Bill Clinton of L.A.
She what?
Basically, every time they would have sex, she would cry.
Oh!
Really? Because it was so big?
Oh, it was big
and ornery.
Wow.
And also, I guess, a couple of times you mentioned you wanted to have sex with her and her mother watching.
Oh, great. Okay.
Really?
That sounds like a nice setup, doesn't it?
I don't know.
This sounds like my second ex-wife.
And now, no matter how many times you deny this, it will be fact, so it doesn't make a difference. Oh, that's good. So James wanted to have sex with the girl with the mother watching.
Yeah, but unfortunately, the mother wasn't available because she was out working Santa Monica Boulevard.
Right. Well, that sounds pretty good.
Okay, nice apocryphal story, but thank you for sharing.
All right.
Okay, cough button next.
All right, here we go. One more. Michael, go ahead.
Hi, James.
Yeah.
Hi, how you doing?
Good. I was a waiter New Year's Eve at a party you were at.
Which one?
Marty Richards.
Oh, at Marty Richards' party.
Marty Richards is the guy who slapped Stuttering John.
That's right.
He did?
Yeah.
No. So we went with Mick Jones and his wife. Oh, come to this Marty Richards party. I go there. Dewey Sukarno was at the party. Okay.
Dewey Sukarno?
Monique Van Voren. I was
really? Wow.
And all these,
weirdos.
All these nice sort of, ladies of a certain age were lining up. I mean, I tell you, New Year's Eve I did my service.
Really?
My kissing service.
And I guess they thought they were going to nail you, but of course they can't get you.
I was right against the marble wall. They had me.
So what do you want to say about the party?
Hello?
I guess he's gone.
Sorry?
Yeah, so are you done?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Great.
Well, there you go. Anyway, listen. This new movie, Another Day in Paradise.
Yes.
Opening.
January 22nd. It's really good. It's the story of James Woods and Melanie Griffith.
Not the story of James Woods.
Well, it is. His character. James Wood is this, junkie thief.
Yeah.
And, first you think he's like a good guy. But then you start to see him unravel.
But that's what I liked about this part, by the way.
That's good.
Because, one of the things that you never show in these movies is, how fun.
Seductive.
How seductive the life is. I mean, it's always like, there's serious music and, they're going to put the needle in their arm. Right. I mean, there has to be a reason why people do this stuff.
It looks like fun. And then, of course, it all unravels.
But Larry Clark, who directed, did a series of photographs when he was in this life in Tulsa, Oklahoma in the late 60s.
Yeah.
Very famous series of photographs called Tulsa. They were in the Museum of Modern Art and so on. And I saw a picture of these guys sitting around this house. They're all laughing, and you look, you think it's like a fraternity party until you realize one of the guys has a needle in his arm and a gun on the coffee table.
Yeah, because it always starts out good. Like you make some money, you got your drugs, you got women, and it's fun, it's a party. And then when things get heavy, all of a sudden you just get real uncomfortable, and the film really goes there. It's really good. You're gonna like it.
Yeah,
you're gonna really like it.
Thank you, Howard. I really like the film set, and it means a lot to me because we worked our asses off on this. I mean, it's been a year. And with low budget films like this,
what did it cost to make this movie? Do you know?
About $4,625,000.
No kidding.
Yes, I know.
$4 million.
$4,625,000.
A lot of guys are producers, but they really don't produce anything. They just put their name on it. You really did produce this.
No, everything. I mean, I got Melanie, I got Natasha. We had to deal with the SAG bonds. I mean, everything there is.
Good cast.
The territories we had to sell. I mean, it's amazing what you have to go through when you produce independent movies. I mean, the bank says you have to deliver the cut by this date, and if you don't, they take over the pictures.
Right.
I mean, you have pressures that you don't have at a studio.
Yeah. Well, congratulations. It's a great film. James Woods, new movie, Another Day in Paradise. Look for it nationally on January 22nd. Thanks for coming in.
Yeah, it was a pleasure.
You didn't show us your penis, but you were a damn good interview. I'll tell you that. Right, Robin?
You take what you can get. You take what you made up for it.
Yeah.
I failed you, but I made up for it.
Let me say what a pleasure, Robin. What a pleasure it is to meet you in person and to meet your penis in person.
Thank you very much.
James Woods, everyone. We'll be right back. We're live today. We're back from vacation.
Product of the United States school system.
And not the moment you're ready for. Those are words you give me. I give it a bit, and I give it a bit. I give it wherever I stop.
Welcome Howard Stern's sewage into our home.
He's cold.
We call it free Howard Stern Show.
Yeah. Thank you. Hey, James Woods left, but I said to myself after he left, I could kick myself in the head because I meant to ask him something when he was here, and I forgot. He's on the phone, though. I meant to ask him about O.J. He's like good friends with O.J.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I think he is. Hey, James.
Hey, are you on?
Yeah.
Hey, I can't believe this. I'm going to work here. I'm sitting in the limo. You're like chewing gum on my shoe. Get out of here.
Yeah, I know.
It's like having an old in-law around the house. You want to get out of here? I can't get rid of it.
Yeah, but I felt bad that I hadn't asked you about O.J.
Well, what about him?
I thought he's your buddy.
No, I knew him years ago. Actually, this is a true story. The first time I ever met him, about, 7 or 8 years ago, was at a golf tournament, and he invited me to a dinner, and I didn't know him at all.
Right.
I know who he is, but that's it. I went to this, family dinner, and I was actually sitting next to Nicole, who was, at that time, very unhappy, and I kind of got the drift that there was something a little wrong in this relationship. I guess my instincts weren't quite finely honed enough.
Right.
So I thought it was like they had minor marital problems. But,
right. But was she coming on to you?
No, I wasn't mad at her. She was just sounded like a very unhappy person.
Yeah, right.
And, as it turned out, I guess, there was a little more trouble in paradise than I thought.
Oh, so all right. So okay. So the point is,
you're not a good friend of OJ's now.
No, I was never a friend of OJ's, but I'd known him. I mean, I met him once, but everybody in Hollywood knew him at the time, And
let me ask you something else.
I mean, there's no way to say the whole thing is just the ultimate tragedy.
Hey, as long as I still got you on the phone, let me ask you this one. Did Sean Young put super glue all over your genitals?
No, actually, I said that story as a joke once.
Oh.
And the joke was, they said, she glued it to your thigh. I said, well, you're half right. She glued it, but it was to my ankle. Okay, I gotta go, babe.
Got it. Okay. All right, later. Gotta go, babe. He is good. All right, so there. Now I've done the complete interview.
Okay.
I don't feel, because I would all day I would be walking around all bummed out that I didn't ask him
Well,
about
it turns out not to be a story anyway. He wasn't
Right.
a friend of hers.
Yeah. How come the newspapers keep saying our TV show on Saturday night is low rated when we're getting these huge ratings?
I don't know.
I just got a big memo from CBS about how we beat Saturday Night Live.
We're looking at a national rating.
Oh, all right. And remember the tirade I had the last day before we went on vacation about David Letterman?
Yeah.
They went berserk?
Yes, I was reading about that all vacation long.
Yeah. And
now supposedly David's mad at you.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Who cares? Like, I give a crap. Now, here's what happened.
Okay.
Sal, the stockbroker, called up.
Right.
Okay. And he says to me that Letterman was bad-mouthing me.
Well, he says that he yelled out Baba Booey
Right.
in the pre-show.
Right.
Letterman comes out to warm up the audience.
Right. And then Letterman made a crack about my Saturday night show, saying that I didn't have as good a ratings as him.
Wrong show, Bub. This
Right.
show has ratings.
Something like that. Yeah. So I went berserk for like a half hour, and so now the guys from CBS call me while I'm on vacation and say, by the way, so all hell broke
For the
loose.
record. Now, Vinny was here that day.
Well, anyway, they're claiming that Letterman never said anything, that Sal the stockbroker made the whole thing up.
Right, and that's what I read in the paper the whole time.
I don't believe that.
There was nothing ever said. You went off like a...
Want to know something? I don't think Sal the stockbroker's lying. If he is, I'll apologize.
Whether he made it up.
Just
Gary, to rile you up.
Get Sal
If he made it up, he's more creative than me.
Yeah. Do you get Sal on the phone?
Doesn't sound like it's beyond him.
Yes, it does.
Nah.
So anyway, if in fact, Sal made it up?
He could have been, you know how Sal likes to blow up things and make them more than they are.
If Sal made it up, I'll apologize, which I don't normally do on this show, but okay.
Well, you would be...
I'd be wrong.
Right to apologize because there was no reason to attack Letterman.
Right. But hey, I'm not going to sit here like some pussy and not attack back.
Yeah, I mean, it seemed that there was no news while we were gone because almost every day there was something in the paper about you and Letterman.
I know.
Feud.
I know. Well, anyway, who cares?
It even made the tabloids.
Well, then I heard from Letterman's producer, Rob Burnett, through sources who said, listen, what is it?
Well, you know, it was really weird. You know, we schedule Best of weeks in advance, and I just happened to tune into Best of yesterday. You know what we ran?
What?
Letterman calls in for your birthday show, and then we analyze Letterman.
Right.
And we pummeled him some more.
Oh, I see. Well, Letterman acts like he's doing you such a favor when he comes on the show. It's like, hey, dude, I've done your show 900 times. You know? And, you know, you're not all that big a star that you can act like, you know, you're doing me a big favor.
Well, I don't know that he acts like he's doing you a big favor, but when he finally did it, I mean, it was like years of you're doing his show and him never appearing here.
It's a little embarrassing. So anyway, who knows what's going on with that? If I get Sal on the phone, we'll try and get him. Now we can't get Sal.
When I started to read what was going on, I said, you know, this could have been Sal blowing up a story to make it sound more that happened than did. Could
be. We don't know.
Just to get the airtime.
I don't think so, though. I think it really happened.
I hope that's the case.
Yeah, me too. Anyway, so there's been a big basketball strike. I think everyone knows that, unless you've been living on planet.
It's a lockout, the players want you to know, not a strike.
Yeah, a lockout. Well, whatever. Whatever it is.
They're not striking.
The funniest part is that you hear, you know, like on the radio, they're playing all these interviews with the union representatives for the basketball players.
Right.
Except the union representatives are Patrick Ewing and Alonzo Mourning.
Yeah.
And it's so funny to hear them, like, they have to talk in an official way because they're now in negotiations.
Right.
So they got a hold of Patrick Ewing. Here he is.
Everybody been speaking their mind, saying that they want to...
Right, and this guy's representing you.
So we go put it to the test, but we're going to make sure they stand by the negotiating committee. That is a bad deal.
Oh, boy. How do you know what you're putting on? Patrick has to tell you.
We started about the sale and Mo, and then one of the gentlemen, Mr. Cass, got up and said a very inspiring prayer.
Right.
Basketball player was that?
I don't know. So here's Alonzo Mourning.
We come to the conclusion that the league's last proposal is not beneficial for the masses. And
for the masses.
Hey, it wasn't beneficial for me.
To our colleagues. And for them to make a decision from there.
Man, they might want to get a professional in there. Instead of these guys.
They're not the only negotiators.
Imagine that table. Look at that, man. Indeed, the masses. And now, I turns the microphone over to my esteemed colleague,
Patrick Ewing.
Patrick Ewing. Who knows what's going on with that basketball strike? You know?
Yeah, it's kind of difficult to tell.
What'd you do New Year's Eve, Jackie? You worked, right?
I worked in Boston in Saugus.
Oh, how was that?
It was good.
Was it packed?
Did you take Nancy?
Almost full. No.
Oh, so you didn't kiss your wife on at midnight?
I kissed her.
6'4" black DJ.
Nice.
Named Richie. Big tongue.
And what'd you do?
Trotted my wife out to the beach, went out to dinner, and went to bed at 10:45.
Yeah, I was in bed by 11:30.
Wow.
What'd you do?
I was at the Water Club.
What's that?
It's a restaurant.
Yes.
Yeah?
It's a restaurant. Yeah, I was just there with another couple. And
how many hours?
I guess we got there at like 8:30.
And did you?
Stayed there till after midnight.
Oh, really?
You guys really not stay up till midnight, huh?
No, I fell asleep. What am I going to do? Stay, you know, it's...
You weren't... I mean, you didn't...
No. It's so false. It's like, I'm supposed to wait till midnight to what? To feel the new year? To experience it? I woke up the next day. I had no idea it was even the new year. I mean, you know what it is, Jackie? It seems like a lot of false enthusiasm.
Well, so is everything.
Yeah.
You know, like...
What is any of the other stuff?
I don't really...
She dressed up on Halloween.
Your birthday. You made that up.
I don't see any joy in it.
Don't you celebrate your birthday?
No.
Yes, you do.
I mean, on the show we used. Now this year we're not.
You
But
at home celebrate your birthday.
no, for the kids.
Get a party.
In fact, I'll tell you how I don't. My wife goes, "We have to have a birthday party for you, for the kids, with your family." I said, what for? So she said, "You know what I'll do? I'll just have your party when I have Ashley's party. Because Ashley's 2 weeks away from me." I said, "Thank you. Let's not have any hoopla for my birthday."
But you're creating all of that.
I suppose. I don't know.
It's about milestones, man.
No, that's your family.
No,
my family. I was
family and the rest of the world.
My family. It was beaten into me that you don't celebrate anything and you don't get too excited about anything.
So you have to go on with that.
It's so a part of my nature now that it feels false. What can I tell you? I'm being honest with you.
Give it a rest.
I'm being honest with you.
Please take some heroin.
Yeah, not kidding.
Please.
I'm almost tempted to.
Heroin.
It looks good. I know. I'm thinking of taking ecstasy. I was thinking about that.
Something.
Like maybe getting involved in that drug. I don't know. By the way, tomorrow, the singing psychic will be on the show. And let me tell you why. I don't know if you remember this. In fact, Meryl Marco reminded me of this. She wrote me a note. She said, the singing psychic really should be hailed as the first one. Do you remember months ago she said on our show that Clinton will be impeached?
Yes, she did.
And we questioned her about it 2 times. We said, because we were all laughing, because then it didn't even seem like he was going to be impeached.
It seemed an impossibility.
And we were laughing at her. He was impeached.
But, so why should we have her on?
I don't know. To congratulate her, I guess.
Like it means anything.
Like maybe she's got some power.
That don't work out.
Well.
Actually, there's one that happens to, and we're going to make a big deal like it's for real.
You don't have to point those out. Have you heard this new album by Everlast, Whitey Ford Sings the Blues?
No.
It is really good. You would love it. I recommend it.
Everlast, so.
I recommend it. It's very, very good.
And by the way, did you know the guy from Third Eye Blind is dating that Charlize Theron?
Yeah, I'd like to go out with her myself.
The girl who's like now, like the new hot babe in Hollywood?
Yeah. I'm looking to go out with her.
All these guys, they get the
models.
Hot girl.
Yeah. It's called being a rock star.
I guess they just dole them out to you when you get a hit record.
Yeah, you don't even have to make a phone call. They just give them to you. It's great.
It's amazing.
I was listening to this album a lot over the vacation.
Yeah.
And I like it.
People were robbed their mother.
You know this song, Ends?
Really?
Rats that y'all want.
They were playing it on our station last night.
Sometimes kids get murdered for ends. So before we go any further, I want my hands.
There's like a white guy from House of Pain who raps. But it's all over the place, this album, and it's pretty good. It's like a lot of different styles. So like you get this. Sometimes he's rapping and sometimes he's singing. He's pretty talented. I don't know anything about the band or what it is, but it's a good album. You can tell what I did all vacation. I'm listening to records.
Man at the liquor store begging for your change. The hair on his face,
Kind of nice sound, right? No?
I'm not getting it yet. After I hear about 5 times.
Yeah. You need to hear it a bunch of times. I thought it was good. Maybe I'm wrong. I like it.
Well, you can like it. What's wrong with that?
See, then all of a sudden he's doing this kind of crowd. I like this. And wasn't he sounding like a white guy there for a while? Now he's like a black guy. You know?
Same guy.
Same guy. Same dude.
Everybody rocking the same old style. Just that everyone's going the same profile. And all of y'all wearing the same name brands. I hate everybody banging these played out jams. I won't reach for no non-funks. I use my hands.
I don't know what any of that means, you know. But I don't know what any of those black guys are talking about either. Coolio was on Hollywood Squares last night.
No.
Yeah. Watching that. Checking that out. Coolio was the special square at the end giveaway Mercedes.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Secret Square.
Secret Square.
Yo, every laugh. What's up? It's Best Off.
On here.
Yeah, who is that?
Could've
What's
did it
going
right.
on?
I don't know.
Is that on the album?
Yeah, it's the beginning of a song. All right, I won't play the whole album, but it's good.
You really like it.
I liked it. Hey, I just tell you what I like. People seem to care what I like.
You didn't
Right.
name your album of the year yet.
Yeah, there it is. Everlast.
That just came out.
Oh, well, why not? It's from last year.
Is it?
Yeah. Sure. You can have sex to that record, by the way.
You can?
Yeah.
It is allowed.
Not that I would know, but I've seen people do it. How would I know about that? Mark.
You didn't,
No. Yeah, over vacation? No, I have to say
Not at all?
Well, maybe once or something. I don't know. Twice.
Not even to celebrate.
Once, twice, three times a lady. Mark, you're on the air.
Hey, I work at this grocery store, and we have this bargain book section now.
Yeah.
And I just happened to notice Imos's book, what is it, God's Other Son or whatever that crap is.
Oh, the worst. It's impossible to read.
It's in the bargain section, so I just happened to look at it.
Yeah.
It's originally priced $23. They have it on sale for $3.75.
Well, of course. That's what I'm telling you. That's too much. I defy you to try to read that. And no one read it. It never sold any. After my book came out, they put his book out.
And that was an old book.
It was an old book that he didn't even write. And it's horrible.
That book was around when we first came to New York.
Yeah, it's like a novel or it's just unreadable. He's so not talented. Thank you. He's just awful. I see they fired that blonde chick from The View.
Yes, I saw Star Jones and Joy Behar last night.
Right.
I didn't say a word about it.
Right. They said bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Right.
Yeah, apparently she just didn't work out.
Adam, you're on the air. We're back live. By the way, this is a live show. It is not a best of. Thank you.
Hello?
Yeah.
Okay, I just want to tell you, I caught your show there Saturday night.
Yeah.
I'm 100% hooked. I'm going to be watching from now on.
I got to tell you, that show is great.
It is a great show.
You can't, if you happen to hit it, you cannot stop watching.
That's right. And, I like all the newspapers trying to say it's low rated. You should see the rating.
It's compelling.
It is.
I was watching the one, they reran the one where we ripped apart Waz and,
yeah, that's fun.
Ronnie, and when the girl started crying. And
it's a good show.
Everybody liked the guy, the girl who looked like a guy, a guy who looked like a girl.
Yeah, we had a lot of good shows. Melrose, you're on the air.
Good morning, Howard.
Yeah.
It's Melrose.
Yes, Melrose.
First of all, I know Sal is lying about Letterman.
Oh, he is?
I know for a fact he's lying.
How do you know that?
Do I have to tell you how I know?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, you ever hear of a comedian named George Miller?
Yeah.
He's a good friend of Letterman. George Miller got a call from Letterman saying, why is Howard mad at me? I love Howard. And I know that's true.
All right.
And I know that from Frasier.
All right, well, then I apologize.
All right,
what can I say?
I'm just desperate for airtime.
I don't know where Sal is today to defend him.
Well, of course, I guarantee you, Letterman loves you, Howard.
Yeah, I mean, if Sal scammed me, it wouldn't be the first time. It's just, who cares? You know what? Maybe Letterman needed a good beating anyway. You know what I mean? He needed a good verbal beating.
And I have a lot of stuff for you, Howard.
Go ahead.
First of all, I've got Sonny Bono's mother talking about Mary Bono.
All right, let me hear that.
And then I got other stuff. I got Charlton Heston also.
Good.
First he said he likes you, then he said he doesn't like you.
He can't make up his mind.
Here it is. Here's the Mary Bono thing.
Members of Sonny Bono's family appears to be even wider tonight on this, the first anniversary of the accident that claimed his life. While Bono's widow, Barry, visited the gravesite in Palm Springs today, Bono's mother accused Mary of having affairs and not being a loving wife. Deciding, no, she wasn't faithful. I don't feel it, I know it. It's a fact.
Wow.
Well, friends say the feud between mother and daughter-in-law has been simmering since before Sonny Bono was killed in that skiing accident. Mary Bono, of course, now holds Sonny's congressional seat. Her office says tonight that she has no comment on the family feud.
I also understand that she decided to take the kids back to the place that Sonny killed himself
Yeah, that's always useful.
for the holiday.
Nice.
And she was going along with the boyfriend was going.
And she's mad at President Clinton because she wants him to be a role model to the kids.
He was taking a new boyfriend
Yeah.
on the trip with them.
She's the funniest thing about all these impeachment hearings. When Congress was having the impeachment hearing, whether to impeach or not, she was the best.
Yeah.
She was reading. She could barely read.
Yes.
What about the rumor in the tabloids?
She seems like a real idiot.
Howard?
Yeah.
There's a rumor in the tabloids, in the Inquirer I read, that she's having an affair with Newt Gingrich.
No.
Well,
That's what I
they
read.
were saying that he seemed to be awfully nice to her.
She's not having an affair with him, though.
Well, that's a rumor. That's one of the reasons she resigned.
Right.
Anyway.
Whatever.
Whatever.
I thought it was funny that she was going back to, for the year anniversary of Sonny's death, she's going back to ski.
Yeah.
Where he skied into a tree.
Yeah, like, why should we stop skiing? It didn't traumatize
I
me.
talked to the kids about it, and they said they wanted to go.
Right. We don't care. So what? Dad's guts are all over the tree.
Right over him.
Yeah. And Cher's walking around like a widow. Yeah.
Oh, that was the other thing. Cher was getting together with that guy who speaks to the dead again.
Yeah.
For the anniversary.
Right.
To speak to Sonny again.
What does Sonny have to say?
It's, I don't know that they've done it or that there's any report on what they discovered, but Cher was going to contact Sonny again, and she had roped Chastity into doing it with her.
Is Cher the biggest idiot dupe on the planet? I mean, does she really think that some guy's going to contact Sonny? Did she learn nothing from Houdini? I mean, does she really think someone could contact the dead? Really, man. Do you imagine the guy who's doing this for you must sit there and goes, I can't believe Cher is here in my office buying into this.
We couldn't get to do the show.
Yeah.
We wanted to talk to him. He refused to do the show.
Yeah, we want to hear about his strange, scary psychic readings. Could you imagine what a dummy she is? You know what? She'd be easy. I should go out with her and just clean her out of all her money. If you give me all your money, I'll be able to contact Sonny. Oh, man.
So listen, Howard.
Yeah.
I got a lot of stuff also on my plate.
Yeah, I contact the dead. Yeah, that could happen. Yeah, that happens. Yeah, no, you don't understand. He gets a vibe. I was talking to this girl the other day. She told me she went to a psychic.
Yeah.
She goes, but he's like really one of the really good ones. I said, oh, he's not like one of those rip-off psychics like you see on TV.
And he doesn't actually have one of those signs in neon.
Yeah.
Tarot reading.
Because I was laughing at her, and she goes, well, no, he's like he's like $200 an hour. Oh, okay. Oh, he's one of the good ones.
In the good old days, they charged a dime, and they were on the boardwalk.
Yeah, then it was fun.
That made sense.
Yeah, then it was okay. It was a little goofy.
Give you a portion of the
statue. Yeah. No, he's one of the good ones. Get out of here. Get out of here. I want to smack you, and I want to smack you for your husband whose money you're wasting. Yeah, my wife went to a psychic. I blew my stack. I just said, do you have no respect for the fact that I have to wake up and...
Burn my money.
Yeah, like, why don't you just throw it in the garbage? Why don't you just take the money and just shovel it into the garbage?
Wipe with it.
Yeah, just kill me. I mean, just shoot me. End my life. Oh, man.
So, Howard.
Yo.
So, I know Jackie's going to love this. I'm doing 5 days in Reno starting the 20th.
Jackie doesn't care.
Sands Hotel.
All right. Thank you for the call.
Let's have the Charles Heston thing.
All right, what is that?
First, I went up to him. I saw him in Hollywood. So first I said to him, do you like Howard Stern? He says, oh, yeah. And then I says, oh, you like Howard? He says, no.
Well, let me hear that.
You'll hear this.
All right.
And then he talks about how he was circumcised.
All right.
Also, let me cue it up. Here it is.
He's going to be dead soon anyway. Doesn't he have prostate cancer?
It doesn't necessarily mean it that's it.
Oh. Larry Graham, you like Howard Stern?
Oh, yeah.
You like Howard Stern?
No.
You don't like Howard Stern?
No, I don't.
Do you ever listen to him? Thank you very much. No?
You're welcome.
I hope you feel better. Looking good. But if you never listen, how do you know you don't like him? You never listen.
Well, I don't like the quotes I've read.
And why don't you try listening once? I think you'll enjoy it if you try listening once. Don't believe anything in the media, Mr. Heston. Anyway, I enjoyed you in Ten Commandments. Big fan. Are you Jewish, by the way? Always wondered that. No? No.
I am Jewish. I'm circumcised, though.
Oh, you are circumcised?
You have to be circumcised to do the part.
Look out. I'm a big fan of yours. I'm also a big supporter of the NRA, I might add. I'm Melrose. Thank you. Thank you. Check out the Howard Stern Show. You'll enjoy it. Whoa.
Support the NRA.
Well, I do. I do.
Who wants you with a gun?
No, I don't carry a gun, but I support the NRA.
Right.
But Howard, and I tell you...
You can't get a gun, can you?
Yeah, if he gets a gun license, then all's lost. Do you own a gun?
I tell you, I have a new attitude for 99.
Do you own a gun?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. I have a new attitude for 1999, Howard. It's reality. I love the show, okay?
All right. Thank you.
But I want to tell you, Howard, I have one more thing. I don't want to mention the name of the person, but I got a hot tip that a guy that used to own one of the stations you used to work for was caught with a DUI, and he hit 4 mailboxes.
Get out of here. All right, thank you. Don't. Okay, goodbye. I bleeped him off the air with that. Please.
Always goes to.
Yeah, that's outrageous. There's no way that's true. Even if that accidentally got on the air.
Yeah.
All right, so where were we? We have a lot of ground to cover. So Gary comes into me and he says he thinks the guys in the garage downstairs are looking at him cross-eyed because he hasn't tipped him yet for Christmas.
I haven't either, and I got the card with me today, so I know what to do.
Yeah. So then John tipped him. Well, all right. Yeah, come in and tell us the story. You can tell it better than I can.
So I come in this morning. I was going to call Jackie with a vacation.
Yeah.
I figured I'd wait till I get back. And I said,
right.
John, what'd you tip the guys? So John goes, well, you're going to think I'm crazy. So he goes, he tipped the main guy. The main guy.
Yeah.
There's 5 guys in it. He picked the main guy $80.
Wow.
He tipped the other guy, the main guy's assistant, 30, and then the rest of him he tipped 20. I go, that's like living in a building. You're out of your mind.
And John,
what do you mean the rest?
Don't you tip them every day?
There's 3 other guys.
$1 a day.
Right.
Oh, $1 each guy. I mean, $2 a day.
$2 a day.
So on the way in and on the way out.
Way in and the way out.
Wow.
Now, John was explaining to me.
Well, your car's in good shape, though, right?
Well, yeah. Well, the thing is, Gary, I also got a brand new car now.
He says
I don't want it to have it all screwed.
Yeah, but I had a brand new car too. I got him with a brand new car.
Yeah, but you don't tip.
So what do you think they should tip?
I was going to give, I swear, I was going to give an envelope of $25 and a bottle of wine to the lead guy.
Right.
And then
how much does that equal up to?
I wasn't going to tip every guy. You tip the lead guy and they split him.
See, Gary's right in the sense that, you take the 25. If everybody in that parking garage gives 25, they'll have a nice thing to all split up.
I was going to give him 25 and a bottle of wine so the lead guy could keep a bottle of wine and then split the money.
Just so they could drink it while they park your car.
Yeah, but Howard, he's really nice to me. He brings my.
I don't know that you want to give those guys booze. Right.
He brings my car out.
So here's what John tipped. What is it, 110 and 60? John tipped 170 to the garage.
All right. Well, I don't know. I don't know. You know what? I don't know what's right.
I followed his lead. But like John said, they're really good to me, too. They're really...
No, they're good to me. They're great to me. I mean, they always have my car.
But what do you pay a day to park there?
I pay $300 a month and $1 a day to tip.
Yeah, they should treat you good.
And they're great to me. They're great guys.
Yeah, right. Howard, they could charge more than that, and they charge a nice price for you guys. So you got to remember that, too.
What do you say?
I don't know.
They could charge more than $300 a month. A lot of people get pay more than that.
Well, there you go. So
you got to put all that.
Yeah, but what does that have to do with the 5th guy down that parks my car?
No, the 5th guy. I gave the 5th guy $20.
In other words,
$20.
I say
I didn't do that.
The manager of the garage, you give him a tip, and then where it goes from there, they got to.
He keeps it. He doesn't give it to me.
No, those guys. I think those guys all split tips.
They do. How do you know?
I'm pretty sure they do. I think they split.
No, Howard. You know why they? I know they don't. Because they gave a Christmas card that has all the names on it, so that's telling you that they want individual tips.
Hello.
I don't know.
I think that's so you know how many there are.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's so you know.
That doesn't mean that the manager's going to split it up between a bunch of them.
So what are you going to do, Robin?
I'm going to tip everybody.
How much?
But now John's skewed the curve.
Get rid of everybody because Robin tips less than
And John makes no money.
She'll look like a cheap bastard.
Well, now you got to give what John gave.
I know.
I never know what to do.
Howard, look what
I try to be generous. I hope I am. You just never know.
Like they posted in the paper what Steven Spielberg gave in his building, and then that somebody else did was really cheap. He gave everybody in his building $300 a piece.
But that guy's got a ton of money.
Yeah. I mean, that means nothing to him.
Yeah, but Howard, Gary added together $170, which is less than a month.
No, it's more like $260.
No, I only total was about $150.
I guess his point is, where does it end?
No, I know, but
because they're not the only people. That it's Christmas. The whole
right.
Yeah.
I mean, I tipped the Poland Spring guy just the other day.
I had to send everybody gifts.
My God,
right.
You sent everybody gifts.
I sent everybody gifts.
I got a thank you note from somebody.
I sent you a nice gift, Rob. You get it?
You got an incredible gift.
What do you think of that cost?
Oh, please.
That's right.
I don't even want to think about
That's
it.
Right.
I opened it and I said he's lost his mind.
Yeah,
thank you very much.
Thanks for thinking that, by the way.
No, you didn't have to do that.
Well, why not?
That was very sweet, but my goodness.
I don't think I got anything from you, did I?
I didn't get
anything from Robin.
Christmas shopping. I passed out. I was so sick. I didn't finish anything.
I don't think I got it. Jackie, I didn't get anything from you.
You should have.
Sure, he was giving out.
Did you send me? You know what? I got these
silly box.
I got these 2 little lobsters.
Jackie had.
But they were from Steve Londrigan, my IBM guy.
Jackie had the funniest box. He had the Commie's Dirtiest Dozen in it.
I'm glad I didn't get that.
Phone call.
Oh, you mean it was like Jackie Junk? Yeah, I sent you something really nice.
Did you get something from me, Aaron?
I got something from Fred. I got something from Fred. That was nice.
You got something from me, right?
Nice.
Yeah.
And me,
What did I
right?
get from you? I forget.
Basket of fruit.
Yeah, that was
so
nice.
I
I threw that right out.
I bought you something else, but the other thing, I actually bought you something.
Right.
Then you said something on the air one day, so I unordered it from the company of Got
Oh,
Me the
yeah,
Fruit.
Jackie gave me what he said he ordered for you.
And I gave
What did he
Howard
give you?
that too.
Oh, that Apollo 13?
Oh, yeah.
I didn't get that.
From the Earth to the Moon.
You didn't get that.
I didn't get it.
You didn't get a big box for me?
No.
I sent it.
It's probably there.
Just like he lost the gifts the last year.
Right. Remember they got stolen from his car?
I got that from Jackie.
Also, I have
Did
another
you?
present for you that didn't come in the mail in time from Nancy.
Oh, really?
But I don't have
And you never get his gifts.
My dog.
You know what I bought for you?
It comes in the mail.
Fran Shea sent me something nice from the
Fran
E-Network.
was
What'd she send
He
you?
sent me this big case from,
And what do you do with that thing?
it's like a piece of luggage.
No, it's not. I figured out what it is.
What is it?
You got the same thing I got.
What?
All right. It's a leather thing. I think you put magazines in there.
No, mine is not leather. Mine is a piece of luggage.
Oh, and has a top to it?
Yeah.
Oh, mine is an open basket.
Yours is open.
And I really liked it until, like, Ralph saw it, and Ralph goes, I think that's really ugly, and the magazines don't stick up, and you can't see what's in there. So now I hate it.
Oh, no.
It's like he convinced me it was bad. Yeah, really. It's like, oh, thanks. Thanks for,
I love the gift I got.
yeah. I didn't get that many gifts.
You know what I was going to get for you? I ordered for you the John Lennon, Yoko Ono, Mike Douglas tapes.
Yeah.
And then that day on the air, I ordered it. And then the next day you said, oh, people send me tapes. I throw those right in the garbage. So I called up and unordered
Oh,
them.
good.
And then I sent you the basket. I figured at least your kids
The
live
basket's nice.
Did you get a basket from me, Aaron?
I don't think so.
I sent a basket to you. You must have got it.
Maybe I got it, but no one tells me. You know, my wife doesn't even tell me when a basket comes.
Because I usually get you Laserdisc, but I just said this feeling.
I would have liked the Laserdisc better.
But
What am I going to do with a basket? I don't even see it.
commented on it. I figured you just threw it.
Yeah. But, you know, it's like, oh, you know who sent me a gift?
Who?
Leslie Moonves, the head of CBS.
Oh, really? What'd you get?
It was a weird gift, though. He says, listen, I got you a conservative gift. I opened up, it was a cashmere sweater.
Huh.
I don't wear that.
I know.
Yeah, so I gave it to my daughter. I gave it to my daughter. It fit her great. She loved it. And my wife was like, that's a really expensive gift. I go, yeah, but what good is it?
You know what's really funny, Howard?
I would have liked some stock options.
CVS asked for all our addresses to send us all gifts, but then I think they reeled it back to just you.
Yeah. I spent too much money on gifts this year. I really did. I looked at the final bill.
It wasn't that.
Just mine alone, I think you spent too much.
I spent too much money.
It wasn't that.
Did I?
Yeah, and I like the card, too. Very nice card.
Yeah, beautiful card.
It wasn't that you spent too much, because the gifts you bought were beautiful.
Yeah.
But I just, in talking to people, you didn't leave anybody out.
No, because I don't like to leave people out.
I mean, you gave a gift to everybody.
Yeah, well, who are you thinking that I shouldn't have given a gift to?
What? I wouldn't think of anybody, but...
engineer?
No.
Yeah, I did give Scott the
I did this year. You know what? Every year I do, but he never gets me anything. I probably said screw it.
About years.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, he's a loser.
Every year I got him something, and he never got me one thing.
He doesn't reciprocate.
Yeah, so
right.
I said,
yeah, like you owe him a gift.
Like, here's a perfect example.
Right.
The same gift that you got for us, right? You gave to the board up, the guy who's on new board up.
Right.
It was
That's
very
right.
nice.
Yeah. No, I took care of
And
him.
then also, you know who you gave a gift to?
Oh.
Wood Yee.
Of course. That's
great.
But I like him. He's a nice guy and he helps us
I'm
out.
saying the scope of people is very broad.
Well, thank you. Well, because Wood Yee is a character on the show, and he's always there for us.
You just said something.
And I like him personally.
Like, here's a for instance. Was Ratso on your list?
How do you yes.
That's a broad list.
Okay.
It's a scores list.
Yeah, the same guys who go to scores.
Maybe that's what he did.
What is a broad list? Right. Well, I try to remember. I'm sure I forgot some people, but you know, screw it. Who cares? With the holidays, it makes me
crazy,
cuckoo.
isn't it?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
So just give me one answer. Howard, how much should I give the guy down in the garage? Or should I give a gift to everybody or just the one?
I think now you got to match what John did.
And you got to match what John
I think you got to do what John did because he ruined it.
You know what you could do, Howard?
I think you don't have to give as much as John did, but you have to give to everybody. Because this guy's going to wreck your car otherwise. Not on purpose.
Can we
You know what I'm
Bud, Howard?
It could happen. What?
Can we call down to the parking garage and ask them?
And ask them.
The tips?
Yeah, they don't know what the average tip is.
I don't want to know.
They give you each
I'm
name
telling you,
of each
I'm not
guy
even
and
highball,
each
Aaron. I'm telling you.
You gave each of the regular guys $10 a piece?
No, I gave 20 guys to the regular guy.
Here's what you do.
30 guys to the little Spanish guy.
Yeah, that narrows it down.
Eric.
They're all Spanish guys.
Yeah.
I don't know. Here's what you do. You ready?
A little.
What'd you get to the head guy?
80.
All right, so you can give him like 50. Okay. All right, you'll still look like a champ.
Right.
All right, and do half of everything else he did. All right.
$10 each guy. No way. You can't give Eric $10.
$20 to everybody else.
Who's Eric?
Eric's the little guy that brings your car every day, every time you get
A different guy brings my car every day.
All right, cool.
You know what's funny is John says, well, I got a new car. It's like they're going to get in your car and go, well, I'll go 3 miles an hour slower because it's a new car.
I don't know.
When they first got my
nice
When
area.
they first got my car, I said, guys, brand new car. And the guys go to me, there was a black guy in the morning. He goes, I have a special spot for you.
Right.
And then all of a sudden the special spot disappeared.
But hold on, Gary, you give that guy $1
anymore.
See, I give that guy in the morning $1. He puts my car.
It's endless.
He puts it in the special spot.
So you have to make sure every day when you come here that you have singles?
Yeah, if I have it, I don't every morning. If I have $1 on me, what the dollar?
Right.
You know, I mean, if it means that the guy's gonna park my car in the
right, I was with it.
Yeah. Do you really think they go, that guy's a cheap bastard, let's go quick?
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, wait.
Yes, they do.
Robbie, why do you tip those guys? Don't you have a driver?
Yeah, but they
Howard.
gave me the car. They know.
Let me ask you one question. If you're a guy parking a car, I come in. Every morning I come in, I give you $1. Gary comes in. Every morning he comes in, he gives you nothing. Whose car are you going to take more care of?
Almost nobody gets.
I don't know.
What are you going to do? Drive closer when you go around the corner? What are you talking about?
I mean, those guys want to wreck your car and block it.
Almost. Howard, John might be the only one in the world that tips on the way in. Right. Nobody else tips on the way in. It's unheard of.
I don't know. Listen, I don't know anything. I'm sick of it. I'm done with the holidays.
John needs to be liked.
Let's
wait till next year.
It's a business decision on my part. Maybe it's wrong, but I don't think it is.
Business decision. You don't even have a business. It's a business decision.
I love his business.
Yeah.
Tipping business. A couple of guys,
Yeah.
Hopefully they think.
I got to spend New Year's with John.
Did you?
He was at the water club too.
What do you mean? At your table?
No, he was just
by accident.
Be there. And we're standing at the bar having a drink, and who comes up but stuttering John?
Who was he with? Just his wife?
His wife and a few other friends of his.
What is this place, Moomba?
Oh, that's the hot place.
Moomba. Everyone talks about that.
The hot place. You can't get in. In fact, Entertainment Weekly.
Who wants to get in?
Entertainment Weekly, a couple of weeks ago, they did a chart of all the tables. And in a 1 week period, they told you who was at what table.
Right.
And it's just nothing but stars.
Yeah. That's like the hot club.
Yes.
Moomba.
What, did you go there?
No, I'm not going anywhere. Anywhere that's hot, I'm not going. What do I got to stand? I've been to those clubs where you sit there and like you're waiting for something to happen and nothing does.
But there's no rhyme or reason because you won't go to Moomba, but you'll go to Ratzo's party.
Restaurant?
Went to Ratzo's party because Ratzo's my friend and he needed me there. And he asked me as a favor.
Out of that party.
Yes.
He had the worst music going.
Yeah, Ratzo threw a party for his book at the China Club.
Yeah.
And I'd never been to the China Club. China Club's a nice place. It seems like it's kind of fun. You know? Well, Ratzo chose the music.
Jewish Jimi Hendrix. He played like Hammer the Killer.
I know. Ratzo, I think, was trying to be hip.
But Howard, when you walk in and you see a table, and nothing personal against these guys, but here you think, going to this event and it's like, VIP and everything, and you walk in and you see like Big Black sitting at a table, and all members of the Whack Pack sitting at a table.
Well, who's Ratzo going to get to come to his book party? I mean, think about it. I mean, the two biggest stars there were Ellen Barkin
and you,
and Sandy, Sandra Taylor.
If you didn't.
Sandy Korn, if I didn't show up. And they were taking pictures of me every minute.
I know, all the photographers were all waiting.
Well, that's why I left. I mean, after a while, and then some guy starts yelling at me that I'm not willing to pose for pictures. I said, dude, I just posed for pictures for 20 minutes.
I know, they run you out of the place.
Yeah, I said, it's enough already. I can't even see. I'm blind from this. I said, how many shots do you need? He goes, I didn't get any. I go, I'm out of here.
Unfortunately, Ratzo didn't tell me till late, and I already had plans that night.
No, you did the smart thing.
Hey, how come you didn't make it to my party, Robin?
I got sick.
What do you mean? You had a party? Yeah. I heard some rumor you had a party because you were just talking to Fred and Juggy about it.
I invited him.
Yeah, really.
Oh, you did?
It went right over your head, man.
I didn't know you invited me. When?
I was witness to that.
Yeah, a week before.
I don't want to go to that.
Have you, but I don't want to put you on the spot. I don't put you on the spot.
Thank you. I don't want to go to that.
But Fred showed up.
Who?
Fred Norris.
Fred showed up.
You ready to hear the funniest
I'm
thing?
sure you didn't even know he was coming.
No, here's the funniest thing. His wife walks in the door without him.
Right.
And I go, where's Fred? She goes, oh, he couldn't make it. And it didn't seem odd. Nobody thought that she was kidding.
Oh, and then he showed up.
Yeah, but it would have been odd if he showed up
You
without
would
him.
have been surprised.
No.
He's busy.
He came in like 2 seconds behind her.
Wow.
It was great to have Fred up at the kitchen.
No kidding. All right, here's Sal, the stockbroker.
Let's get this.
Sal, be honest with me for once.
Undoubtedly, unequivocally, 100% true.
I thought so.
You're serious.
Sal, be honest.
Well, wait a second. Vinny wants a chance to rebut. Vinny says he spoke to the sound guy.
Mm-hmm.
Does the whole thing before the show and everything, and the sound guy says it did not happen.
Hey, Sal, I'm not mad at you either way, because I know you like to scam and everything.
Absolutely.
Give me the God's honest truth.
I'm giving you the God honest truth. Howard, I went down there, I was standing on line. Those people are all brainwashed by that shriveled up little piece of driftwood. I can't believe it. I'm standing on line. She says to me, hey, act enthused, act happy. I go, where's Jay Leno? I go, I'd rather watch him. She goes, keep that attitude, keep that happiness. I'm like, what's the matter with these people? They're all a bunch of brainwashed zombies.
But Sal, when you yelled out Baba Booey and Letterman cracked about me and my ratings,
I said we sat down, and then Letterman comes out 5 minutes before the show starts.
All right, you don't have to go through the whole story.
He just has to go through the whole story because there's something wrong here.
Yeah. All right, go ahead. Go through the whole story.
Rudy, are you working for the NYPD now, Robin? Be quiet. Listen to me.
Go ahead. Be honest.
Okay, Letterman comes out, big deal. Okay, he comes out with his stupid tie and his stupid look, and I yell out, Baba Booey. So Letterman, I remember it perfectly. He scratches the side of his lip. He looks down. He goes, wrong show. My ratings are great.
Yeah, okay, fine. I believe you.
He really said that.
I believe
Did he mumble that under his lips and you thought he said that?
So I got on the air, and I believe Sal, and I don't care. If Sal's scamming, I'll apologize.
Howard?
Yeah.
I will take a polygraph test.
Good.
In studio.
Okay.
Tomorrow.
All right, so listen, Sal. So I got on the air, and I said, okay, you want to talk about ratings? I started reading Letterman's ratings versus Jay Leno, and I read my ratings. Yes. And I got news for you. He's the one with the low ratings.
And all of a sudden, his boys started to scurry, and they started kissing your ass, saying that it didn't happen.
Yeah.
It didn't happen.
All right, Vinny wants to dispute this. Where's Vinny?
Tell Vinny he better stay out of the room because I'll start wailing on him again. I knew Sal was telling the truth because believe me.
Right, I just wanted to make sure because I read so many things that said Letterman did not say
Sal's a funny guy, but I'm telling you, Sal couldn't be that funny to make that up.
He could make that.
Yeah, he's not that smart.
I'm giving you credit for being smart.
Let me tell you something. If David Letterman doesn't have a cue card, that shriveled up piece of driftwood is not funny.
Howard Stern blasted David Letterman after a call to his radio program, blah, 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 blah. But the joke was on Howie. The phone call was a hoax. Now Howard's got Dave mad at him for no good reason.
Right.
No, I don't care. I knew you were telling the truth.
Absolutely. And then I said Howard Stern rules after he goes wrong show, and that's when security, they just bombarded me.
Of course.
It was like I was O.J. Simpson at the Playboy Mansion or something. You know?
That was supposed to happen.
All right.
Anyway, listen, I challenged David Letterman to a polygraph test.
Okay.
Okay.
Now you hit on something. Sal the stockbroker will take a polygraph.
Okay.
And Letterman should come in here and take a polygraph. But you know what? He won't because he's a puss.
That's right. But I will come down there for the record and just to close up this whole thing. And to make it Daily News also aware that it is unequivocally true. They have to get back together as well, too. There's a bunch of ass kisses as well.
Right.
All right, Howard.
Thank you.
Listen, check out my CD at GiantSavings.com. I love you guys.
Thank you. Sal the stockbroker, everybody.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. There's a happy guy. I wonder what Sal did for the New Year. All right, good. So I blasted him and he deserved it. I knew it. And Vinny and Mitch were calling me every minute. We talked to Dave and Dave is very upset and we don't know what we're going to do. Rob Burnett's upset and they say it never happened. They go, yeah, okay. I'll tell you what.
I thought Vinny was always there. Where was he?
He wasn't there.
But he didn't recall.
Yeah.
And now I really believe Sal, because this would have been an ideal place for him to say, what a great scam I pulled off.
Yeah.
Right.
So I am believing it now.
And by the way, you want to hear Casey's Hitler game?
Hitler game?
Yeah, real quick. Hey, Casey, come in and do your Hitler game.
We did over the holidays?
Yeah, and then we'll play commercials and then we'll do the news.
Hitler game.
This is the Hitler game. I'll give you a shot on this one.
Well, yeah,
all right.
Hitler true and false.
Hitler true and false. Ask Robin the first one that you asked me.
Okay. Hitler is from an incestuous family.
True.
Yes. Yeah, it's true. Yeah.
Okay, go on.
What do you mean Hitler's from an incestuous family?
It's
father mother related.
Is that right? What were they, cousins?
Oh, I don't know. I didn't read that much in depth.
You didn't do research.
Yeah, right.
You use the internet.
All right, give me another one.
Okay.
It'd be interesting if you knew the actual fact. Just for the future, okay? Don't be so lazy. All right, go ahead.
Hitler, true or false? Hitler.
Go ahead.
These facts from the new book, Hitler and Jelly by Ronald Heyman.
Hitler and Jelly.
Hitler and Gelly, or whatever how you say it.
Oh, Hitler and Gelly.
Yeah.
Hitler and Jelly. All right, go ahead.
Hitler was famous for wearing his dirty underpants on his head and yelling at parties.
Okay, I will say true.
I say false.
Oh, that's Ralph.
No, that one's false.
Yeah, come on. I'm not buying that. Dirty underpants. I mean, you know what? That's crazy. All right, go ahead.
That's like Casey likes in it.
True or false? Hitler liked to throw people in an oven and burn them. True? Go ahead.
Okay.
Can't be.
Hitler got a flute for his 10th birthday and threw it at his mom.
True.
False.
No, that's false. That's me again.
Go ahead.
Okay.
We'll throw it at his mother.
One of his favorite things to do during sex was to kick women and curse at them.
That's
false. Because he liked women and children, supposedly.
No, it's true. He liked to kick women and curse at them.
Even if they weren't Jewish?
Oh, I don't know.
He wouldn't even touch a Jewish woman.
Right. Go ahead.
Hitler's true love was his 19-year-old niece.
True.
Who
Who
he most likely
19-year-old niece who what?
who he most likely shot and killed.
Yeah. That's true.
Wow. Sure.
Right.
It is. That's what the book's about, pretty much.
Yeah. If he liked you or he hated you, you're in trouble. Yeah. Trick was to stay away from him.
Hitler had one ball, Howard.
True.
False.
It's true.
Yeah.
He was a eunuch.
No, he wasn't a eunuch. A eunuch is when you get your penis cut off.
Mean you're
No,
a
that's
eunuch?
that's we have one ball.
No. No, eunuch is when you have both balls cut off.
Why?
But you was one.
A eunuch is when you can't.
You got them all gone. They're all gone.
Everything's gone.
Yeah.
No penis too, right?
No, you can have a penis, but you can't have your balls.
Nothing can happen.
Yeah.
Then what's it called when you have one ball?
You're called a one-baller.
No, it's not called anything. There's no name for that. No.
It should be.
There's no name for that.
Monoball.
Well, why don't you work on that?
Go ahead. Come on, quick. More Hitler stuff.
Okay. Hitler had a cat named Mittens.
True.
False.
That's false.
All right.
That's me.
Go ahead.
Hitler's favorite food was pizza and chicken wings.
False. They didn't have chicken wings back then.
How do you know?
Of course they had chicken.
No, they didn't.
From the dorm?
They had chicken.
No, they had chickens, but they didn't make chicken wings. Go ahead.
Women would often eat the gravel off the road which he walked.
True.
That is true.
Yeah.
Ugh.
When Hitler was young?
You should do that for me, Robin.
Say those Germans were smart.
They were really in love with their Hitler. Yeah. The Fuhrer was really... Imagine like you're walking along and women are eating gravel.
You eat the gravel.
Oh, that's perfect. Our intern should do that to me. Go ahead.
Howard, last one is when Hitler was younger, he liked to shoot rats.
Yes.
That's got to be true.
True.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Dude, you can't top that wearing his dirty underpants on his head at parties, right?
Right.
That's good.
Thank you. All right, that's good.
Out.
Casey, former intern and now employee.
What book?
Jelly and Hitler.
Jelly.
Hitler and Jelly. I've never heard of that. Thank you.
Our first guest has the #1 morning radio program in New York City and also Philadelphia. His syndicated television show can be seen every week. Ladies and gentlemen, here he is, the one, the only, the lovely and talented Howard Stern.
You know, quite frankly, are for the most part, pretty shallow soup and basically just pretty faces. But hey, as you all know, I have an IQ of 180. Quite honestly, I love Howard because he puts 11-year-old boys on his show who can fart 300 times in 5 minutes. Hey, I don't care how smart you are. Come on, farting cracks everybody up, right? Even Einstein enjoyed a good trouser cough. Oh, hey, here's Howard.
All right. Hey, where we get this new batch of interns? We got a bunch of models working here. I saw all the interns pile into your glass room there. I said, what is this, a model? What do we have, some models on the show today? It's our interns. And I swear to God, we have nothing to do with hiring any interns. Kathy Tobin does it all.
You tell me you don't participate.
Kathy Tobin, if I was single, I'd have Kathy Tobin pick all my dates. Yeah, is this my boy, Rob Zombie? God, I love his music. I saw Rob on MTV doing a interview with John Stamos' wife. What's her name?
Right, Rebecca Romaine.
Rebecca Romaine. She is like Miss MTV right now. And Rebecca Romaine's like half nude, and Rob's sitting there with her, like having to do an interview. You can tell Rob absolutely hates doing it. It's the funniest goddamn thing you'll ever see. But Rob's got to do it because he needs MTV. But this guy...
He seems to be going establishment. He was at the Grammys yesterday announcing the nominees.
Oh, he was? Rob?
Yeah, I got some of it.
Rob might not want to be doing that stuff.
This. Here's Rob Zombie at the press conference yesterday announcing the Grammys. He reads the Grammy Award nominees for Best Pop Album, number 13.
Let me see that. Hold on, give me a second. Rob Zombie?
Yeah.
For Best Pop Album, nominees are Eric Clapton for Pilgrim, Eric Clapton and Simon Climie producers.
Isn't it weird when Eric Clapton was making his great music, like with Cream and you know, that Boulevard album or whatever it was. They never gave him an award, and the Grammys are way out of it. Now no one cares about Eric Clapton. They're giving him awards. It's like a 20-year delay. It's like the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Some of the greatest songs never get... I just noticed that Aerosmith was nominated for Pink. Now, you know, it's a okay song, but it's not one of the greatest Aerosmith songs ever.
No, they were always ignored.
Celine Dion for Let's Talk About Love.
Meanwhile, people like Celine Dion get nominated right away.
Right. Quite frankly, Rob should be nominated. Was Rob nominated?
No, he's just reading.
Natalie Imbruglia for Left of the Middle.
I think Rob can't even like goof on these guys.
I know.
Do that already. Madonna for Ray of Light. Madonna and William Orbit.
I guess they want Rob doing it, so because it'll look like, wow, look at this freaky guy endorsing us.
Well, in the business.
Yeah, actually somebody who sells some records.
Producers. And the Brian Setzer Orchestra for the Dirty Boogie, Peter Collins, producer.
Rob went on. He also announced the nominees for the Best Alternative Music Performance.
I tell you, Rob don't sound too enthusiastic when he's reading this.
He's not the guy to do the...
Right, because he's self-conscious. Gonna be embarrassed.
For Best Alternative Music Performance, the nominees are Tori Amos for From the Choir Girl Hotel, Beastie Boys for Hello Nasty, PJ Harvey for Is This Desire, Radiohead for Airbag, How Am I Driving, and the Smashing Pumpkins for Adore.
That's it. I think they need some people in there when he reads.
I know. I guess the only people around are the people who are actually reading these nominations. Here's Monica.
Monica.
The Grammy Award nominees for Best Female Rock Vocal Performance.
For Best Female Rock Vocal Performance, the nominees are...
We just got somebody who could read. Remember one year they had somebody who couldn't read?
Wait a minute, Magic Johnson was coming.
Oh, is he? Magic Johnson? Is that
he was there.
Oh, and he has to read? Oh.
He's got to tell us some of the nominees.
Oh, I can't wait.
Tori Amos for Raspberry Swirl.
Yo, 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 what's up? In the house. Yeah, boy. Keep it real.
Sheryl Crow for There Goes the Neighborhood. Eddie DeFranco for Glass House. Alanis Morissette for Uninvited. And Lucinda Williams for Can't Let Go.
Keep it real up in the field line.
Here's Magic Johnson reading the nominees for Best Rap Solo.
Magic Johnson reading this list is my Christmas present.
Oh, man, you are bad. For Best Rap Solo Performance, the nominees are Busta Rhymes for Dangerous.
My man.
Lauryn Hill for Lost Ones. Jay-Z for Hard Knocks Life.
Hard Knocks Life. Got no trouble.
Cliff John
Ooh.
for Gone Till November. And Will Smith for Getting Jiggy With It.
Smith. He's so funny.
I could have threw in a lot of NBA players, but I won't do that.
Yo, yo, yo. Keeping it real.
And here he is.
Magic loves not to know.
Grammy Awards for Best New Artist.
For Best New Artist, the nominees are the Backstreet Boys.
I hate the Backstreet Boys.
Would you get them off my TV?
Backstreet's back tonight.
Like MTV went Backstreet crazy.
Yeah.
Andrea Bocelli. Dixie Chicks.
Dixie Chicks.
Lauryn Hill.
Lauryn Hill.
The beautiful Natalie Imbruglia.
Uh-oh. That looks like an eye chart. Imbruglia.
Here's Natalie Imbruglia.
Right.
To read the nominees for Record of the Year.
For Record of the Year, the nominees are...
I hate that
Brandy
accent.
and Monica for The Boy's Mind. Dallas Austin, Brandy and Rodney Jerkins, producers. Celine Dion for My Heart Will Go On. Walter Afanasieff and James Horner, producers. Goo Goo Dolls for Iris. Rob Cavallo and Goo Goo Dolls, producers. Madonna,
Kabbalah.
Ray of Light, Madonna and William.
This is so boring. Can't take it. So unimportant.
And here's Stevie Wonder, who got to read.
Ooh.
And
how's he do that?
He's doing the nominees for Best Album of the Year.
I figured that this would be the perfect time, even though I was going to do it in the year 2000, to really announce that this whole blind thing has been a gimmick.
That'd be great.
And you see what I have in my hand, so you know it's, real. I'm going to read off to you the nominees for Best Album of the Year.
But Christopher Reeve stood up and applauded.
They are Sheryl Crow.
Yeah.
For the Globe session.
Boy.
Producer. Garbage for version 2.0.
All right, we get the idea. I ain't gonna read it. I don't care about the list.
Whoever.
Whatever.
The Grammys will be happening in a couple of months.
Yeah, huh? Yeah. She could hardly wait. By the way, for real, we're not having my birthday show this year. We've decided to can it this year.
So people will know it's true because you're saying it.
Yeah. For real.
I said, no, I'll say there's going to be no birthday show, and everybody will say, yeah, Robin, you say that every year.
You know what drives me nuts, too? I'm talking to this guy yesterday that I know, and he goes, they were doing the best of, and the best of yesterday evidently was the birthday show.
Oh.
And he said, boy, that was great. And I went, oh, and I canceled it.
Yes, yes.
But I just felt that we have done it so many times
Right. I don't think we could do it any better than it's been done.
Exactly.
Enough.
It's enough of that birthday show. And what we'll do is take the budget from that, maybe do some other kind of, we have a big anniversary coming up, 20 years in broadcasting.
Really?
Yeah, I think. I haven't done any real ciphering, but I think there is a 20-year anniversary somewhere in here.
20 years old?
Well, we could say we have one. No.
Maybe it's your 20th year in broadcasting.
Yeah, maybe it's mine. See, you know what? I think it's my 20th year.
You're silly.
Well, I include you.
I wasn't there at the beginning.
I'm 20 years in broadcasting. We're going to celebrate that. But no more surprises. I'll tell you when it's time to surprise me again. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
Right. It had been.
Yeah,
I mean, there was no surprise left. You knew it was going to happen every year.
So who are these new interns?
I don't know.
I don't know. Everyone's carrying on.
Yo, how? I mean, I don't think anybody's even gotten a chance to know them yet. This is the first day we've been back.
Should we meet the new interns? Sure. All right. First day back. I didn't even know there were new interns. What happened to the old ones?
Well, their semester was up.
Oh.
They were all saying goodbye before we left.
I thought that was unusual. Who do we have here? All our beautiful interns. Even the men are beautiful this year. Hey, kids. What's happening?
Oh, listen to you.
So where are you from?
I'm from L.A.
No kidding. What are you doing here from L.A.?
Here. I went back to school.
What do you think, you're going to learn something?
Yeah.
Why, you?
I used to work on the Larry Sanders Show.
Oh, that's legendary. What'd you do there?
I was a booker. I booked the guests.
Hey, now.
I was sort of Gary's assistant, too. Gary Shandling's assistant.
So you mean you booked the guests for the fake talk show?
Exactly.
Wow.
Wu-Tang Clan, all the people from this year.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, that's good. Yeah. Was that a job or an internship?
That was a job.
And you gave that up to come here for work for free?
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy. I better talk to you. You better meet with me privately.
Going backwards.
Yeah. I'm a fan. This is the only thing I wanted to work on if I came here.
Did Gary Shandling throw stuff and everything?
I knew you were going to ask me.
Out of
I'm in
control.
a terrible position here.
Was he out of control?
He's not out of control, no.
No?
No. He's not.
And it wasn't difficult. You didn't see all the crazy things people were writing about, huh?
I wasn't a writer, I'll put it that way.
Right.
So I didn't see a lot of
That's where it happened. Okay.
Yeah.
You didn't see when he broke up with his girlfriend, Linda Doucette?
No, I wasn't there then.
No, that's
You
too
were
bad.
there for her coming back, weren't you?
Yeah.
Wasn't it your idea for Gary to sue Brad Gray?
Yeah, I thought of that.
Yeah, that was your idea.
Yeah.
Wow. All right, well, welcome. What is your name?
Nellie.
Nellie?
Yeah.
I like that name. It's nice to meet you, and welcome aboard, and thanks for working for free. We love it.
No problem.
All right. So who is our next intern?
Next
Who wants to go next? Don't be shy. What's your name?
It's Donnie.
Donnie?
Yeah,
You go by Donnie or Don?
Donnie.
On this show, you're Don. No, Donnie.
But Donnie?
I don't think so. I don't think we have anybody like that. Except Jackie.
White.
And what are you? I'm trying to find it. Don't even tell me. Let me guess your nationality.
It's a tough one.
Yeah, you're a little mixture of something there.
All 13 of them.
Trying to think what you are. You got like an Indian thing going with the hair and
Asian and white.
Asian in there.
there's Asian, very little Asian. But I think you're American Indian and Chicano.
Close.
What are you?
My dad's Puerto Rican, my mom's from Ecuador.
From Ecuador.
Yeah.
I don't know how I was close, but I don't know. It looks like Yoko and a locker room got together. But good, you're a good-looking guy, and that's it, Donnie. Thank you for coming here. Where do you go to college?
I go to NYU.
NYU. Looks like a male model, for God's sake. You get laid a lot or what?
I can't complain.
Really?
Yeah.
Good for you.
Thanks.
Everybody's getting laid.
Okay.
All right, who's up next?
He's the front runner to be the winner of the interim beauty pageant.
Yeah, I would say so.
But it's early. It's early.
Where'd we get you from? Modeling school? Are you a model or something?
Nope.
Did you ever model professionally?
Nope.
Can't believe that. Oh, Lord. You're going to be quite the little distraction. Everybody's going to be running in now. There's always like an intern.
All the DJs will be in the.
Yeah, right. You see like Booker and Raz or whatever.
Hanging around.
Yeah. Unbelievable. And then they all come around and then they start dating my interns. I don't know about Raz. Is Raz married? What?
He's not the one that does that. I don't know if he's married or not, but Booker's the one that hangs.
Booker, yeah. Like, can't Booker get a date?
Booker comes in early just to see the intern.
Yeah. Loser.
Gadget's another one you got to keep an eye on.
Yeah. Do you guys hit on you like constantly?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to issue a statement now. Could guys not hit on my... What's your name?
Jamie.
Can guys not hit on Jamie all day?
Hitting in the office.
I'd like to get some work done back there. If it's all... Like, you're serious. You want to be in broadcasting, right?
No, not really.
Oh, you're here to get hit on?
No.
Oh, I thought you were serious about working here. All right. In that case, I guess the guys can hit on you.
That's all right.
What happens? Wherever you go, like, guys hit on you? It's pretty easy to get a boyfriend, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you got a boyfriend?
Basically, yeah.
Yeah, but you're...
He doesn't even want to be my boyfriend. It's crazy.
Really? I'd like to meet the guy who doesn't want to be your
A
boyfriend.
lot of drama. A lot
Really?
of drama.
You like white guys?
Definitely.
All right.
Like
Only.
Jewish boys.
Really? What are you, Jewish?
Yeah.
Really? I never would have guessed that.
Yeah.
You had a nose job?
No, look.
Good for you.
Love the bump.
Very nice. Well, you see, like, you'd think President Clinton would hit on an intern like that, not Monica Lewinsky. You know what I mean?
He was counting on her shutting up.
Yeah, I guess that
A
was it.
girl who would be grateful. if
Yeah,
you applied.
yeah, right. Well, thanks for coming here, and we'll appreciate you being here for sure. Yeah, try to keep the hitting on down to a minimum if you can. Try to discourage it, is what I'm saying. What's this here? What are you, like a Chinese guy?
No, I'm Filipino, bro.
Filipino? What's the difference?
Yeah.
I'm good. What school do you go to?
I go to Kane University.
Kane University?
Yeah.
Isn't that like the last name of the guy who plays Superman, Dean Kane? Kane University. How could that be a university? How could there be so many universities?
University.
Yeah, I'm at college.
Did you have very low SAT scores?
No, I got like 1,300.
Really? And Kane? Kane?
No, because I started engineering school, and then I transferred to fine art.
Ask him where Kane is. Howard.
Where is Kane?
In Union, New Jersey.
I never heard of it. Never heard of that.
Small town.
Like, you know, there's too many colleges.
It was a college that decided to up itself to a university.
Yeah, right. Kane University.
Yeah.
How many students are there?
Like, say 12,000.
Really? Well, welcome, and another good-looking kid. Look at him.
Hi,
You had
Mark,
13...
by the way.
What?
Mark.
I'll never remember that.
Thanks.
All right. Thank you, Mark. Seriously, thank you for coming here and working for free.
Howard, this is Reagan.
Reagan? Oh, that's exotic.
Is that a
Reagan.
nice name? You like that?
I like that. Were you named after Ronald Reagan?
No, actually, the woman, the girl in The Exorcist, Linda Blair.
Oh, really?
Who named their kid?
No, just kidding. I'm
Oh.
just kidding.
She was Regan anyway.
No, she wasn't.
She was Reagan.
Oh, she was?
Yeah.
Well, I'm thinking of someone else.
Now, Reagan, aren't you a lacrosse player?
Yeah.
Oh, is that right?
I'm the captain of the women's lacrosse team at Rutgers.
You ever get hit with that hard ball in your face?
Never.
I tell you, I'd be really afraid to play
I
lacrosse.
took it to the cop. I was a goalie. I took it to the cop a couple times. It hurts.
That's a horrible game, lacrosse. Do you ever try to catch that ball in that little stupid net?
That's the stupidest thing I've ever.
It's a great game.
It's a really... You think so,
No,
man?
it's a wonderful game.
I find it annoying.
It's really fun.
And nobody watches it. It's a stupid game.
Yeah, but it's really, really fun. You should try watching it.
Yeah, it keeps you in shape, huh?
Ball with my hands. I'm going to try to catch a ball with a stick.
You must have a good body if you're playing lacrosse, right? Because you have to run a lot.
I work out.
Yeah, I can see that.
She's a little pretty for the lacrosse team.
Yeah, right. Do a lot of girls hit on you when you get in the locker room?
We actually probably have the least amount of
Lesbians?
lesbians on our
Right.
team.
Well, very good. But and what school do you go to?
Rutgers.
Rutgers. Oh, isn't that that's a good school, right?
Yeah.
See, that's like a real college, not Kane.
Yeah, we don't even know what Kane is. Somebody check to see if that really exists.
You might look into transferring to Rutgers. Yeah, because that's like a real college. But that's lacrosse. I don't even know how lacrosse came into this country. I think it was invented by drunken Indians.
No, in fact, you know what they used to do, Howard?
What?
I think no, that was soccer when they used to kick around the head.
Right.
They used to cut the head off and kick it around, but it's an Indian game.
Yeah, it's an Indian game. Whatever. Anyway, Reagan, thank you, and we appreciate you. Who's this?
Brian.
Brian. Now, what school you go to?
Dowling College.
Dowling?
Dowling.
I've heard of that.
McDowell's.
So I've heard of Dowling College. That's upstate, right?
No, it's in Oakdale, Long Island.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, jeez.
Maybe I haven't heard of it.
That's Long Island College.
And what's your major?
I'm actually finishing my master's degree. I'm,
Oy vey. Your poor parents.
I'll tell you about get this elementary education.
Elementary
You get
education.
masters for that.
Yeah.
Wait a second. Aren't you? Didn't we get you? Aren't you a friend of Casey's?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, so you just want to intern, but you're not even interested in being on the radio or anything?
No, I am.
Yeah.
I'm getting the master's degree as like a safety valve, safety net.
Oh, something to fall back on?
Absolutely.
You'll never succeed if you have a safety valve.
You don't think?
No. People have a safety valve, end up going to the safety valve because it's really rough in the beginning.
But wait a minute, I was a nurse and then became
I don't know what happened with you.
person.
Well, you just hated it.
But I had a safety valve.
See, no, you got into nursing, but you didn't think about becoming a communications person later. You weren't going into communications and having a safety
Want to
valve.
be a nurse.
Yeah, but you just did it. But you didn't use it as a safety valve. You would have used it as...
Always was, though. I mean, I still could have gone back and...
When you go... Nah, you were never going back.
No, shut up.
Right.
Drunken.
Guys, I've discussed this with...
MC.
I've discussed this with many famous people. And one thing we all have in common is we had nothing to fall back on. It was just disastrous.
You know, Howard, before I got the job with at NBC, you know what I was on my way to?
What?
You know what my safety valve was?
What?
I couldn't do anything. I didn't have one, so I was looking at the paper.
You still can't do anything.
I was 2 weeks away. I was going to become a pharmaceutical salesman. It was the only thing in the paper I thought I could do.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't go and get a master's to fall back on. How old are you?
I'm 26.
Yeah, you're still in college. It's too old to be like a college guy. And I mean, you're getting a master's in something that's worthless. How much are you going to get paid as a teacher?
Yeah, his education costs more than he'll ever make.
I know.
No, they make decent money. I mean, compared to you, it's nothing.
Like, what do you go?
Money on
You're getting a master's in what?
Elementary education.
K through 6.
How much can you make being a kindergarten teacher?
Okay. Now you're going to laugh because obviously you make a serious amount of money, but they start off on Long Island at about 40 grand.
Really?
It doesn't sound like a lot of money.
I'm not saying that's not a lot of money.
26, I'd like to make that.
Right.
In 20 years, you'll be making, 90? No.
You think?
No. And if you're coaching and you're doing extracurricular stuff you're doing. And why do I feel like I'm at an acre deal?
Running around with
You want to get out of it. You want to get off the microphone.
Doesn't he sort of look like Casey? They look like guys that...
They kind of sound alike, too.
But they look like guys that drink beers and knock heads together.
That's what me and Casey's brother
And you can,
did in college.
Yeah.
You got to see his brother. He's an animal. He's like, he makes Casey look small.
Really?
He gets drunk. He gets rowdy. He goes into bars.
Yeah.
And he grabs people by the throat and he throws them around.
Really?
He's a menace.
Sounds like fun.
He's a menace. Well, you sound like you're on your way to teaching.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Right.
Maybe you can write me a letter of recommendation.
You can make extra money moonlighting as like a tutor for 4-year-olds. There you go.
Principal of boys.
Right. All right. Thank you very much. Pleasure to meet you, and thank you for working for free. I don't know. Whenever I see a guy teaching kindergarten,
I think you know what I think?
Yeah, I think they're gay or they're pedophiles. Seriously, that's one thing you're gonna have to deal with.
What grade does he want to teach? Second?
Kindergarten teacher is a girl's job, dude. That's the other humiliating thing. Seriously.
You can get a lot of ass in that job, let me tell you that. Yeah, boy, you would have fun.
So you're here to say you're not gay or a pedophile?
Sure, well, yeah, I'm not gay. Pedophile, I haven't decided yet.
Yeah, okay. You might want to look into that.
You think he's the guy that's like hitting on the mothers of the kindergarten kids?
I don't know.
I swear to God, I knew I was getting old. I was on like parent-teacher conferences, and I'm like, this lady is hot. She's like teaching her kid. I'm like, she's smoking.
He's done one of those student-teacher things.
Yeah, you have to. It's a requirement, Robin.
Well, I'm just asking. I don't know how far you've got.
Listen, congratulations, and we appreciate having you here. We appreciate having all of you here.
Big jock. And
this isn't even all of them, Howard. There's more new ones tomorrow. More good-looking girls and
wow. Well, good. You're all
something to look forward to.
You're all fabulous, as far as I'm concerned. All right, so they are our interns.
Yes.
Our new interns.
We'll give them their pep talk later.
I will give you a pep talk later, kid. Oh, looks like a model.
You're very funny when you address the interns.
Yeah.
What do they say that?
We do tape it. Nobody puts it on TV. Are you interested?
Oh, I find it very funny.
Right.
Now, young people?
You know what you do every semester that's really funny that Kathy and I laugh about?
Yeah, well, I'll tell you, you and Kathy should do less laughing, but more work.
You don't know how the cycle runs and everything. Howard gives, in the meeting, he gives them a pep talk like the day before they're leaving. You gave a pep talk to like the second to the last meeting, and they're all leaving the next week.
Well, how much? Well, you guys don't tell me when anyone's leaving.
But I don't know when you're going to give a pep talk. You surprised us all.
Well, I'd like to see some of them get involved. The last crop didn't get that involved.
Well, you didn't give the pep talk till late.
Nah, that was the fifth. That was
the fifth one.
It fizzled out. All right, very good. Thank you. All right.
They didn't get involved? I'm so sorry.
No, they got involved. Some of them did. I'm very busy.
Great. You know, the president is scared all interns.
I know. I treat them all so nicely. I don't have sex with any of them. Even though some of them told me they wanted to have sex with me.
That's true. You had a bunch of interns who were fantasizing about you last time.
They were so busy fantasizing, they didn't do anything. No, they were all pretty good.
Just, well, they fought a lot among themselves.
Vinny's here. He wants to dispute Sal the stockbroker's comments. If he could have a second. But according to Sal, Letterman badmouthed me.
Yes. He sticks to his story.
Right. Vinny, go ahead. Vinny, according to Sal, listen, I said what I had to say. I was going to even apologize over what I said about Letterman. But Sal the stockbroker says to me...
You can take a polygraph test.
And if Dave is willing to come in and take a polygraph...
He's not going to take... Sal, you're a liar.
Wait, here's Sal. Hey, Sal.
Yeah.
Sal, you're a liar.
Vinny, you're eating way too much lasagna. I don't know what they're putting in there, but you have no idea what you're talking about.
I don't think Sal is lying.
Like those other interns that work for that Gap Tooth.
Were you there? I really asked Sal. Sal, seriously.
What is this? People's Court? This is ridiculous already.
Sal, when you called in that morning, Friday morning, before I got here, and you told Howard the story, you said you had written it up on the website in great detail. You were just plugging the CD before Christmas.
You are way, way off your rocker, pal.
You're a liar.
Get the story correct. Number one, you were not there. Number two, you got the show wrong. It was the Wednesday show.
No, it was the one with Susan Sarandon, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, number three, I put it up on my website, you dummy, after the Daily News put it in the paper.
No, you told Howard on Friday morning that it was up on the website, and it's on.
No, I said
you said that. You said I wrote about the whole incident. It's on the website, and then
why does that mean he's not telling the truth? Who cares when he's not on the website?
That's just a small part of it.
Let this man continue to talk, because the more you talk, the more of an idiot you sound like. Because all I did at the end of that phone call, I said to Howard to check out my CD. How can I possibly tell Howard to check out the article in the paper, you dummy,
it wasn't
before
about
it
the
even
article.
came out?
It wasn't about, you said you wrote about the whole incident on your website.
Listen, Sal, I'm going to ask you something. As a guy who's helped you and has plugged some of your things, okay, I'm going to ask you once again, just as a friend right now.
Sure.
Forget all the showbiz.
Forget the showbiz. You know we're on the air.
Right. Forget it for a second.
Put it on the side.
Be a normal guy for 1 minute.
What's that smell, by the way? Is Gary in the studio?
No, he's not there.
Okay, keep
There must be something in your office.
Go ahead.
All right. Be a normal guy for 2 seconds.
If that's possible.
And give me a straight up answer.
Okay, let me put on my normal guy suit. Go ahead.
All right. What you heard at the Letterman show, what you said on the air, is it true or not?
True.
Okay.
Howard,
That's all I
you
need.
can't believe Sal was me.
You don't know. You weren't there.
Howard, pick a boyfriend.
I'll pick Sal.
Vinny, you were not there.
Vinny, you weren't there.
Okay. I got calls after Friday from the technicians on the show, okay? These guys, the audio is fed throughout the whole building. They said on Wednesday no one got thrown out and that this never happened.
Hold it. Lisa says she was in the audience when it happened. Lisa.
Who's this Lisa?
She's a liar.
Hello, Lisa.
Lisa.
Yeah. You were at the Letterman show when Sal got thrown out.
Yeah.
You saw
his name.
Thank you. Thank God that
I don't
somebody
know his
called.
name, but a guy got thrown out. He had glasses on.
I think that would be me.
Tell me, yeah.
And what did he do?
He screamed something out, like Bob or Boo, something. I wasn't clear, and two guys picked him and kicked him out of the show.
Did David say anything?
What?
And what did Dave say afterwards?
I don't remember. I was like, I was with my husband, and we have a kid, so I was like, oh, I just remember. It was like, I was not close by. All I remember, someone screaming.
How old is your kid?
So you do remember someone being thrown out.
Yeah.
But you don't know that Letterman said anything.
How old is your kid?
Well, look at this. Vinny wasn't there. I got
Was
thrown
your kid
out.
with you at the show?
Excuse me?
Was your kid with you at the show?
Yes.
Well, you know, 13-years are not allowed in
No,
the show.
they let him in.
No, they didn't. They didn't let your kid into the show.
Yes, they did.
You're calling her a liar now.
Oh, listen, this is...
Howard, you're getting manipulated by these guys.
Why won't you let a 13-year-old in?
Listen,
There's an age limit for taping.
Vinny.
No.
Sal, you're the laughing stockbroker. You're a liar.
Hey, Vinny, is David performing oral on you or something? I mean, you're really kissing this guy's butt.
I'm not kissing
What's the problem with you, pal? Get on with your life already.
Sal, what you did is the equivalent of yelling fire in a crowded movie house. You just
Look at me.
did it
Bottom
to
line,
get Howard
hey,
going.
Howard, you know what?
Well, I don't care. If he did it, then it's funny. I'm willing to.
It's funny, but you apologize because it never happened.
No, Sal is saying that it happened, and I think
I'm saying it didn't.
I think he's being straight with me.
Howard, and don't you dare, Howard, apologize.
I'm not.
To that tooth idiot. You've been kissing his ass. You've been boosting that garbage show of his. And you know what? I can't wait till it goes down the toilet just like Baba Booey's saliva after a good brushing. That guy is horrible.
Why do you assume he's lying? Because he's funny.
Vinny.
He's not funny.
He
is too.
Vinny,
He looks funny. I know what he looks like, but he's not funny.
Hey, Vinny, what were you doing? Making pizzas before you became an intern for Letterman? Give me a break.
Exactly what I was
doing. Get off the air already.
All right, so...
Ass kisser. You're a ass kissing
That woman could have been there and didn't hear Letterman's
Yeah, exactly.
She saw Vinny she saw Sal get thrown out.
Did she hear Letterman's response?
I don't know.
If Vinny's being hustled out, wouldn't she? And he heard it.
You're a lot
Vinny.
No big deal. Somebody admitted you were lying.
Vinny, go get some cue cards and write some funny jokes for Letterman's scrappy show tonight. Go ahead.
What if Sal takes a lie detector
I will
test?
come in tomorrow.
Would you believe him then?
They're not conclusive. No,
You're afraid?
You don't think
he should come in. Like, I would like to.
I'll put $5,000 up that I beat.
Will Dave will Dave submit to a lie detector test? Why?
It doesn't have to.
Because he doesn't have to do it.
He doesn't have to do it in front of us.
This is not about Dave. It's about you, Howard.
It's not
Sal
about
liked
Dave,
you to get on the air.
Howard, you don't know that.
Oh, I know that for a
The
fact.
sound guy from Letterman. Still Letterman.
Oh, please, he's paid on the payroll.
Oh, that guy
said he's looking at it to take a lie detector.
Made by CBS.
Here, let him take a lie detector.
Well, no, sound guy's one of the somebody who's on the floor.
Right.
I can't speak for him.
Howard.
Yes.
You notice Vinny's attitude. That's how every single employee, and you've been in the green room, you've been behind the scenes, every single employee of that shriveled piece of garbage, David Letterman, acts the same way. They're all a bunch of ass-kissing little zombies. Keep the attitude. Stay enthused. Oh, Letterman, you're so right. Let me tell you something. I challenge David Letterman to a late talk.
This is not
I'll go on there, and I'll be a funnier talk show host than that shriveled up piece of
All right, thank you, Sal.
Yeah, go sell some stock.
All right. Thank you, Sal. Well, Vinny, the controversy continues. I can't believe... Oh, I'm sorry, what?
You should apologize.
No, I will not.
You should.
I will not.
You should.
I have to know.
You should trust me now.
No, I don't trust you.
You know me a long time.
I don't trust you at all.
You should.
You can trust me. Trust me, I don't trust you.
Trust me. You should trust me.
All right, I'll trust you on that. What is that? What are you showing us?
Yeah, a picture of you choking a peacock.
That's a great ad?
SNL.
Oh, beating SNL. Good. Thank you.
Just one question.
Uh-oh.
Are you sure you know what happened on Wednesday's show? Because you seem to think it was Thursday's show until...
No, because when Sal called, he said it happened the day before, the first time, because he's lied. I'm caught in his lie. I can't keep up with the dates with him.
Well,
that's
or
the
you
kid.
get confused about what day was what day.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's possible.
It is. All right, thank you, Vinny. I will not issue an apology until I get the rest of the story. I heard you had all hell broke out after my comments. What happened? Come here.
It still is.
What happened over there after my tirade?
Well, the people at the show were concerned because, you know, you're a very popular guest on the show.
Thank you.
And they were upset to think that you were upset for no reason.
I see. So Dave says he denies that he said anything about me.
Everyone at the show.
Does Dave? Did Dave deny it?
I would insult him, but
You
by
haven't
asking him
talked
that
to Dave.
question.
You won't
I've
insult
talked to Dave, but I didn't ask him that question.
I give you permission to insult him by asking him that
stop
question.
it.
I bet you the answer will be yes, I said it.
He didn't
Why don't
say
you
it.
say to Dave, why don't you call Howard and straighten all this stuff out?
No, I don't. No. I don't want any phone calls.
Why not? No, I'm not on the air.
Oh, on the air is fine. Oh, thank you.
Call.
No.
Howard should make the call to apologize because he was.
No. Why don't you have Dave
No.
call us and straighten it out?
I'm not apologizing till I know. I believe Sal, the stockbroker.
You want to believe him?
No, I don't want to believe him.
You do.
No, I don't. I believe he's telling me the truth at this point.
He's a liar. He's a liar.
I'll come up with a witness.
I'm the witness. I'm telling you.
You weren't there.
I've done my investigation. I've concluded that Sal's a liar. Look, when I came here on Friday, did I say unequivocally he didn't say?
How do you say that word?
All right.
Whatever.
I was
Unequivocally.
all right.
That's how sure he was.
I just created.
Looks like you had a good New Year. Looks like you ate more food and gained more weight. Did you eat a lot on Christmas?
Yes, I did. I'm
Wow.
Italian.
You had like 7 turkeys, I think.
Iridium. 2,000 pounds.
What's going on? Don't you care about your weight?
Yes, I do actually. I was mortified.
Vinny gave me a tape of himself. He was a guest on the Letterman show when he was an intern somewhere on WYY
I was
Radio.
working for NBC.
You were working for NBC. He was skinny
Really?
and he looked handsome.
Well.
And I look at as handsome as Vinny's ever going to look. And I got to tell you something. I look at him now, and I'm going to have an intervention right now. What are you doing about your weight?
I started the year off right. I'm cutting it down to 1 breakfast from 2. I mean, I would have breakfast at home.
What is your breakfast? Tell everybody.
At home, it was like funny bones and a cup of coffee.
Really?
And then.
And what do you have now?
Well, now I'm low-fat chocolate chip cookies, like 3 of them, 3 or 4, with a cup of coffee.
You got to be kidding me.
But what I was doing, it's a long commute. I'd come into the city, and I said, okay, I deserve another reward before I got to go I have to go to Howard in the morning, so I have a bagel at my desk.
Oh, why don't you cut out all the sweets?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
They're addictive. It's very hard.
Do you not care? Is it because you're married and you figured, well, I don't have to go get chicks?
Well, yeah. I mean, you don't have.
Do you not care about your own appearance? I mean,
no, I do. I do. I saw a tape of what I looked like on Friday before that we went. Oh, it's horrible.
Right.
Absolutely horrible.
Yeah. You got double chins and you're a young guy. How old are you?
39.
39 years old. You got at least another 10 good years ahead of you. Or you get really old.
But look, I got a new look too. Okay, no more collared shirts, sweaters.
You stopped wearing collared shirts?
Exactly.
Who did you notice that he had a new look?
I'm working on a look. Come on. Come on, this is a look.
Batman. The white T-shirt is really cool.
It's a look. I want to dress like Scott Iron.
So you're trying to dress better, is what you're
Yes,
saying.
exactly. That's part of the problem.
That's smart.
Yeah.
That is part of the problem. It's part of the problem. There's a problem all of a
Part of the
sudden. Why take the bus to work? Why don't you run into the city every day and you'll be fun.
He's munching the cookies.
Right. Then you can eat all the cookies you want. So you're going to eat one breakfast instead of two. So you'll have the bagel.
No, yeah.
What are you having? The cookies or the bagel?
No, I'm going to have to have the cookies.
Oh man, this is a disaster.
You know the problem is
But you know why you're hungry is because the cookies give you no nutritional value.
So put me on, I don't know. I need help.
All right, I'm going to give you a diet. Okay. What do you eat for dinner?
See, that's another part of the problem. I get home late.
Right.
You do.
Exactly. That's exactly what happens.
Right.
I'll have something.
What if you ate 6 meals a day, but little snacks?
Okay. Actually, that would be the best.
Right. I really don't care if you're thin or not. I think it's funny that you're a little fat man.
No, you got to help me.
All right. I'll help you.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll talk to you about it.
Okay, cool.
Sure. Right. Cut down to 3 dinners. You'll be ahead of the game. For breakfast, you could have like a bagel or some toast, whole wheat toast with egg whites. Right. So it's protein and a little carbohydrate. And you could even wash that down with, you like orange juice?
Yes.
Have a little orange juice, a small cup.
How about coffee?
Can have a cup of coffee. Sure, why not? And that's that. Yeah. And then on your way into work, on the bus, do you get hungry?
No. I get hungry from the walk from Port Authority to my office.
All right, so by the time you get to the office, you're ravenous. What time is that?
About 9.
9 o'clock. So what I would suggest is a fruit plate at 9 o'clock. Would you eat that? Yeah. And you'll come to enjoy it. It'll taste sweet to you.
You can't get fruit from a vending machine.
Would you like a fruit? And how about a non-fat yogurt? You mix it all together.
Okay.
Or how about a nice little drink? I tell you what, give me a drink at 9 o'clock. You can have this. You get a blender in your office. You have 1 cup of skim milk, a frozen banana, frozen berries, mix it all together into a nice drink.
Okay.
In a blender.
Not fattening?
Not fattening at all. That's your 3 fruits.
He's thinking roast beef. Look at him.
You had the glass of orange juice, and you had the 2 fruits in your drink.
Okay.
Do you like that? And it's very filling.
That sounds great. That won't.
And it's a very natural laxative, too, by the way. You'll move your bowels.
Okay, how about lunch? How about when I go out?
Lunch.
I'm at a restaurant.
All right, lunch. All right, so for lunch, I'd like to see you have another 2 pieces of bread of some kind. You can have a nice salad. No butter. Of course not butter. Why are you such a baby that you need butter?
Bread and butter.
Oh, for goodness sake.
They cut out the bread.
Right. Just eat the butter. No, you don't need butter. Butter's from children. You can deny yourself something.
Okay.
I mean, for goodness sake. You're not an infant. You could have a nice salad, chopped salad, grilled chicken. Oh, come on. You know what to have. You can't be that out of it.
You go to a restaurant, they put the bread in front of you, and you start eating.
So you could have a turkey sandwich.
Don't give me bread.
Yeah. Have a whole wheat with turkey, lettuce, tomato, onion, and a little mustard on that.
Okay.
That's your lunch. You want to be that specific? There's your lunch. You want another lunch? Call me.
The turkey's a good choice, but then what happens like 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock?
4 o'clock when you get hungry, again, another drink. Same drink I gave you before.
And then dinner at like 8.
8 o'clock.
You shouldn't eat that late.
I get home at 8.
All right, so 4 o'clock, you had something to eat. You should be able to hold out till dinner time. And dinner, big salad? Yeah, I think that.
So what I do is I reward.
Did you carry some fruit?
Nah.
Oh, Vinny hasn't seen lettuce since Adam West was Batman. All right.
It's hard. It's really hard.
Oh, my God. All right, go ahead. Please, no working with you.
All right.
You had 3 cookies for breakfast.
Apologize.
Mm-hmm.
I bet you we get to the bottom of this story before he goes on a diet.
Mm-hmm. All right, someone's saying that I got scammed here. What is it, Joey?
Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah, how you doing, Howard?
Yeah.
My sister just called me up. She's got this new boyfriend. I think his name is Joey as well. And he's good friends with that guy, Sal Stockbroker. And like an hour ago, they were on the phone, and she called me up, told me that she was going to be on Howard Stern to listen to Sal the Stockbroker. And Sal wanted her to say that she was in the audience.
Oh, so
thrown out.
that was not a real witness.
So she said that Sal built this whole thing up so that, you know, if she called in as well while he was on the phone, that it would look real.
Oh, so he did make it all up.
He was trying to also, you know, include some money in to entice.
All right, so maybe Sal made it all up, Benny.
No, his whole thing was to try and get Letterman down there and take a polygraph.
Yeah.
And he thought somehow you'd be able to make him do that.
All right, so it was a hoax.
Right, but Sal's a puppet too, because he gets most of his stuff from Ari the Rugged Man and the White Rap.
Oh, see, this
isn't it. It's another guy scamming us.
The White Rap.
See, I believe Sal.
You shouldn't believe Sal.
All right, let's end this. This is silly.
This is over. Tell Sal not to come down for a while.
All right.
Why not?
Why? Let him take a lie detector.
He could, but it's shtick. It's stupid.
No, nothing's
with
stupid.
Benny?
I'm a good judge of comedy.
Well, what do you care if Sal takes a polygraph?
How can you call anyone stupid? You eat 3 chocolate chip cookies for breakfast. That's silly. All right, thank you. Well, goodbye. All right, look, we'll do the news next. We got to do a little break, and then we'll do the news. Thank you, Howard.
Well, you know, not everybody is getting married these days. In fact, if you talk with the co-host and the sane part of the Howard Stern show, Robin Quivers, she's going to tell you why she's not married these days. She's a single lady, and when she thinks about it, she says, "Don't get me started."
I've got a problem. I don't have a husband. I've never had a husband. Truth is, I've never wanted one. And believe me, this is not a popular sentiment. People won't say it to my face, but they think something's wrong with me. Some people even think I'm gay. There are lots of problems with being single. Just as fat people are supposed to be jolly, single women are supposed to be depressed. Our lives are empty. We're in a holding pattern, desperately searching for that someone special. When we can't find him, we throw ourselves into our work to escape this predicament. We're envious of married women, and we'll steal their husbands. We're bitchy at work because we're unfulfilled. In short, a single woman is troubled. Parents are disappointed. Married friends find us a problem when they throw a party. People pity you when they see you sitting alone in a restaurant. The maitre d' doesn't even want to feature, and statistics say you might just die early because you're not married. With all this going against me, it's amazing that I'm so happy. I like men, but I wouldn't compare getting one to winning an Olympic medal. They make good friends, and they're very handy. They know about hammers and cars, and they don't mind getting dirty. I'm sure that being a wife and a mother is a wonderful calling, too. But it's not the only one. There are happy single people. It may not be a permanent state, but it's not hell either. So stop feeling sorry for us and giving us such a hard time. Today, marriage isn't all that permanent. It could be in your best interest to cultivate a few single friends.
Yeah, but just stay away from my husband, Robin.
Howard's head trip. Trip.
Howard Stern. Thank you, honey. Thank you, sweet potato. Ah, yeah. Yo, 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 what's up? Boy, keeping it real.
Yo.
Keeping it real.
I'm
keeping it real. Keeping it real stupid. Right.
Speaking of keeping it real, that's Chris Rock Live. They all say in the tabloids that it was his partying
Yeah.
that ruined his marriage.
Is that right? What are we partying?
Well, he was just he was more interested in running around with his friends and going to parties,
right?
Being at home with his wife,
It's
you know.
party time. Yeah, well, who isn't more interested in that?
Well, yeah, but some people are maybe interested, they're not doing it.
Yeah.
Chris apparently couldn't avoid the temptation.
Keeping it real.
It's party time.
Yeah, boy. Yeah, well.
His wife apparently wanted to start a family and do all that stuff, and Chris was still out.
Right. Well, listen. He's got all that new poontang. I don't think he was the old.
Get nominated, proclaimed the #1 comedian in the country.
Yeah.
I guess a few perks come along with it.
Yeah, white women. Where the white women at, baby?
And did you see in the tabloids this week, to bring in the new year, the Inquirer had Susie Johnson.
Yeah. That's Frank Gifford's girlfriend.
Apologizing to Kathy Lee.
Nice.
For having sex with her husband.
I'm sure she appreciated that.
She tells the Inquirer, I set up Frank for $250,000.
She looks great on the cover. I'd do her.
I mean, she doesn't look like a woman who's trying to tone down this whole thing. She's there in a feather boa with her legs all over the place.
Let her set me up. I like it.
She's got more pictures on the inside.
Nice body on her. Boy, I could see where the GIF would want some of that. Way to go, GIF. Kathy Lee looks like a zombie. Kathy Lee used to be good looking. I don't know, man. She hit the wall quick.
Well, Gary said when he saw her at the Joan Rivers wedding, he was still hot.
Oh, yeah?
But I just find it funny that, you know, this woman is still around and she's still talking about that one afternoon with Frank.
Well,
they can't make, you know, it won't go away.
I like when Frank asked for anal sex. She denied him.
Kathy Lee's trying to get this behind her.
Right.
And Susan Johnson continues to talk about it.
I love it.
Also in the news, they say that, in the Inquirer, they say that Barbara Streisand is worried about the YK2 problem that is supposed to strike computers. They say she's storing up, thinking that, you know, the whole world's going to end.
What a wacko. Is that true?
Year 2000 hits, and that she's canceled some concert she was supposed to do here in New York because she doesn't want to be flying around that time of the year.
It'll affect her nose.
Things going kablooey.
Somehow I think if the computers go down in year 2000, it will affect her nose.
So she apparently is very afraid, turned down $10 million.
What do they call it, the KY2 problem?
Yeah.
KY2.
YK2?
YK2?
Yeah.
Well, et tu brute?
Y2K, that's what it is. Yeah.
KY is a problem, too.
Y2K.
It's embarrassing buying it.
Anyway, they say she's turned her house into an armed fortress.
Right.
Just in case everything goes bad.
What's up with that?
What's up with that?
So, talk about the fact that the young girl who played Urkel's girlfriend on the show Family Matters for a couple of years died of ovarian cancer. Young girl. She
died?
Well, younger, a lot younger than she is because she was 29 years old.
Oh,
but,
wow.
Yes, her name is Michelle Thomas, and she was suffering from ovarian cancer.
Wow.
And she died right around Christmas time.
Yeah, right next to the picture of Prince William proves he's a real heartbreaker. Is the girl who died of cancer.
Right. And also, they have a picture of Farrah Fawcett's son on the cover of the Globe smoking a bong.
At 13 years old. That's... So what? Isn't that whole family sort of...
Well, that's what they say in the article, that one of the kids says their dad sort of turned them on to drugs. And they've grown up that way all their lives, and they're afraid that Redmond will go the same way as all the other siblings and wind up with a big drug problem. He's already had a few brushes with some school problems and the like, so they're afraid that he's going to have the same kind of a history as Tatum and Griffin and all the rest.
How about Bill Clinton having a Negro love child?
Well, that's the other thing. The president, they say a 13-year-old boy who is the daughter of some woman, a black woman who has worked as a prostitute,
right,
is being tested for DNA to see if Clinton is the father.
We're having an interview with that boy tomorrow.
Really?
Yeah.
How do we get that?
Write that down for the meeting, guys. It's already half done.
Oh, I see. Okay.
That's right.
And they say that Johnny Carson ran to the aid of Jack Parr.
I doubt he ran to the aid. He looks like he's as fat as a basketball. He probably drove over.
They say Carson does ride to the rescue. Apparently, he learned that Jack Parr was having quadruple bypass surgery, and he immediately called his friend.
Hello.
With much-needed words of comfort and support.
Oh, Jack, this is...
They say that Parr was Johnny's hero.
You're my hero.
Yeah, you're not kidding. Jack left that show and Johnny made a fortune.
He made a fortune.
Yeah, you'd be my hero, too.
But that's who he patterned himself after.
Why not Ed McMahon? Why you, Jack?
Brian Orser, who is a figure skater.
Hey, now.
Says he's gay.
Oh, you're kidding. A gay figure skater? How'd that happen?
He claims he was yanked out of the closet.
Such a manly sport.
To admit his homosexuality because of a lawsuit filed by a male ex-lover.
Not funny, funny queer.
He says, I'm a gay person. He was a silver medalist in the 1984 and 88 Olympics, but he's afraid that this shocking admission might hurt his income, which is about $2 million a year.
Yeah. I'll rush to his aid.
And finally, they say that Barbara Walters is living a sad and lonely life.
What do you mean?
That she is a workaholic.
Okay.
And she's devoted all of her time to her career.
So what?
And she never spent much time with her daughter and a sister who had some kind of a mental problem.
Well, so what?
And that she now regrets that. And in spite of all of her success, she is alone, never having found the love of her life. So, you know, while she's interviewing everybody else, Barbara's harboring secrets.
I'm sorry.
She's not telling us she's not happy.
Ooh. Effort.
Also in the news, Howard, did you know that there's going to possibly be a strike by some building workers here in Manhattan?
Right.
Contract talks continue between building owners in New York City and the Maintenance Workers Union. The union's contract expired on December 31st. And I guess if they don't come to some kind of agreement pretty soon, there could be a walkout.
You know.
I suppose this one is mostly going to affect office buildings.
Hey now.
It affects thousands of commercial buildings, mostly in Manhattan, Brooklyn, and Queens. So,
well, that should affect us here at work. Wouldn't that be nice? The environment isn't crappy enough. Now we're going to have garbage strewn all over the place. That'll be nice. Pay them whatever they want.
Sorry about that, but yes.
Right.
You're not going to have a clean building.
You know, they got great pictures of Callista Flockhart.
Oh, yes, that was the other thing.
Yes, in the Star magazine. She's as skinny as a pin.
They're saying she was out, I guess in Hawaii or something, and she refused to wear, like, what you'd usually wear at the beach, a bathing suit or a bikini. She was always covering herself up.
She is nasty.
What?
Oh, look at that body. She looks like a twig. Oh, she looks like a pipe cleaner. She really does. Oh, that's nasty. Her ribs look like a xylophone. Yeah, take a look. Come here. Come over here.
I thought you loved that anorexic look.
Here, now watch when I show Jokeman the pictures of Callista Flockhart and you hear that the strange noises come out of her. Will it be, oh, or will it be, oh?
Oh! It's, jeez. None of us
oh, oh.
It would be the jeez.
Oh. Look at the 3-year-old. All right. 3-year-olds are more attractive.
I do.
You would bang her? Oh. Would you bang her? I would not.
I'd bang her brother.
Oh.
Why, is he skinny too? I would not bang her. I don't find her attractive.
You finally found a girl too skinny.
Yep, she's too thin for me. Give me a little meat on those bones.
You'd feel huge.
Nah. She's too skinny.
Do you think it's an eating problem or is she just naturally thin?
No, it's an eating problem. I mean, please. Nobody's that thin. She's, you know what? She's naturally thin because she don't eat. No, she needs to fatten up a little bit.
She needs to bulk up a little bit.
Yeah, it's nasty. It's looking real scary.
You know, we had a subway pushing here. A woman died by being pushed in front of an oncoming train. Police are now investigating whether the man charged with shoving that young woman to her death has tried to push another woman off a subway platform less than a year ago. Andrew Goldstein told investigators that in May he tried to push a woman off the platform of the Broadway East New York station in Brooklyn, but the woman fought him off. A police source says they're not sure if Goldstein is telling the truth, given his history of schizophrenia.
Well,
this guy apparently had a revolving door situation going with some mental institution.
It happens.
And they were always letting him out. He was another one of these people when they asked the neighbors, oh, he seemed like a nice enough guy, a little lonely.
You don't know what's in people's heads.
And he's charged with second-degree murder for allegedly pushing Kendra Webdale off a subway platform in the 23rd Street Broadway station on Sunday.
See, unfortunately, nothing will happen to this guy. You know, there are plenty of people in this country who have schizophrenia, but they're not pushing anybody off a subway platform. And I say, once you become violent like this, we should kill you. I mean, really, what's the point of keeping him around? What, are we going to ever let him out again?
No.
We're going to have to support him for the rest of his life?
He'll be in a mental institution
Right.
forever.
Having a great time, partying with all the other
He should have
retards.
been in a mental institution forever anyway.
Well,
Now we're going to investigate and see why he was.
Because it's hard to put these people away until they do something really heinous. We have laws.
They say in December 1997 he was issued a desk appearance ticket after allegedly knocking down a woman inside a Queens bookstore.
You see, I would have him killed just for that.
See, this is what I'm saying. He'd already shown evidence that he was dangerous to others. Just because it was a woman in a bookstore doesn't mean he should be let out on the street because it wasn't so bad.
Yeah, you see, that's why. You see, people think I have too much violence in me. I'm radical. I say, as soon as a guy pushes somebody down, you put him in jail for the rest of his life.
He is a danger to others.
Yeah. Well, what are you going to do?
Now they'll investigate. That won't bring this woman back.
No. She was good looking.
Very nice lady. Very pretty.
What a waste.
2 years.
True waste.
A new report says that New York City is among the meanest cities in the country in dealing with the homeless.
Oh, thank God. Thank God for Mayor Giuliani.
The report studied police crackdowns on people sleeping and begging in public places. The report by the National Law Center on Homelessness and Poverty says many cities want to make homelessness a crime.
You know how crazy this is? You know, our great mayor takes, you don't see that many homeless on the street now.
You see them.
You see them. There's less.
But they don't intimidate you the way, there's nobody standing at the bank holding you up.
Right.
To get the door open to the cash machine.
Right. And let me tell you something.
Nobody's sleeping in there anymore.
What they're saying when they say that New York City is fierce and going after the homeless, it means we're taking them, put them in somewhere warm and giving them food to eat. That's nice.
That's wrong.
They say it's wrong. You should allow these people out on the street. And then you know what they do. They have them more schizophrenics. They push you off the platform.
The report adds the cities are failing to take advantage of constructive methods to treat homeless people for
how do you do that?
Problems in getting them into housing and jobs.
Oh, come on, Robin.
The report cites 5 cities, Atlanta, Chicago, New York, San Francisco, and Tucson, Arizona, as being especially tough on homeless and promoting the meanest streets.
No, I took a homeless guy, for example, and I gave him a job at a car wash. I admit that's not the greatest job, but he wasn't qualified for much. What does he do? He quit a day later. He's back on the street. You can't train these guys. If they don't want to work, it's impossible to train them. Impossible. I got him a good job. I even got him an apartment. Left that, too.
Yeah.
I tried.
Just freedom.
Freedom. Ain't cocking off and yum.
What's tomorrow, Howard? Tomorrow is the start of the president's trial in the Senate to see if he should be removed from office. Now, nobody knows exactly how this trial is going to go. There have been several options, long trial with witnesses, short trial, no witnesses, and they seem to have no consensus among the members of the Senate as to exactly what to do, how to proceed to try the president.
Very confusing.
The lawmakers, when they convene today, will be meeting, Republicans at least behind closed doors, to try to come up with a plan that they can all swallow.
I'll give you something to swallow.
It's not clear if the president will actually be removed from office or just censured.
Yeah. Boy, that's going to be good TV. Are they going to put it on TV?
Of course.
Excellent.
Some people are concerned about what will happen to the government while they try to try the president, or what will happen to the stock market.
It's going to be great. I can't wait for Sunday's football, and I can't wait for the impeachment hearing.
You want witnesses?
Yes, I want Monica Lewinsky. Screw Barbara Walters. Let the Senate sit there and interview her. Oh, I wish Johnny Cochran was defending Clinton. If you do not fit it, don't acquit. Oops. Whatever.
Dick Gebhardt, who is, of course, in the Senate, he says even if the Senate holds a full-blown impeachment trial of the president, Congress will still be able to do the people's business.
Right. I like how nobody even knows how to conduct this thing. It's so great.
Well, nobody's ever done it before.
Well, I think it'll be full-blown, whatever it is. Hey-oh.
Here is Democratic Senator Patrick Leahy of Vermont.
Leahy!
He tells CBS News what's important here is how the trial will end, not necessarily how it's conducted.
I think that you will have the beginnings of the trial. I think that we know. It's how a trial ends. I mean, I'm a trial lawyer. I was a prosecutor for almost 9 years.
What you talk about?
I've seen a lot of trials start and then end long before a verdict in a way that's satisfactory to everybody.
We'll be talking to the singing psychic tomorrow who does know the outcome.
Oh, maybe she'll tell us how this will end.
Yeah.
And here's Senate Majority Leader Trent Lott. His proposal for a short pre-trial to determine whether a trial should be held or if a censure should be the proper route was shot down, but he says he's ready for a full-blown trial if that's what it takes.
I'm going to do my best to make sure we complete our constitutional duty under the rules of the Senate and come to a conclusion that is fair and hopefully quick.
I love this.
Meanwhile, the White House says whatever the Senate decides, they are ready. Here's Joe Lockhart, the White House spokesperson. They're ready for any kind of trial.
We don't know what the process is going to be. I will be prepared to start a process when the Senate indicates they're ready to go. How that process proceeds depends on keeping it real. Process.
Meanwhile, when the House convenes today, their first order of business will be to elect a new speaker.
Right.
That speaker will be
Jackie the Joker. Hi, everybody.
Here is Congressman Hastert. He says he did not seek out this job.
It's a job that I haven't sought, but it came to me. And
when do you think is the last time Clinton got laid? Do you think he's screwed anyone since, like, this has all started?
Yes.
You do?
Yes.
You think he's had an affair since? You really do?
Yes, I do. I think he's a maniac. He can't control himself.
Hillary? Hey, no. With all the passion and enthusiasm that I can muster to get this job done.
And he also says that he would like to see some more bipartisan legislation coming out of Congress. Here he offers an olive branch to the Democrats.
I'm going to meet the Democratic leadership and the Democratic caucus halfway.
Good.
And I expect them to come halfway to meet me.
Good.
There is a common ground.
Good. The people's business. Oh, man. All right, listen, we got to take a break. We'll come back and finish the news.
Okay.
Right after this.
We're off to a place where women are paid huge amounts of money to look beautiful and change their clothes frequently.
The Howard Stern Show.
Raymond Corp. Let's not get ridiculous.
The Howard Stern Show.
Yeah.
It's awkward again.
Kind of. You know, on vacation, I went to see that. Did you hear that new version of The Wall?
Yeah.
That's from the soundtrack to The Faculty. Did you see that movie?
No, I haven't seen it yet.
That's good. That's a good movie.
The other day I was looking for a movie to go to.
Go see The Faculty.
And I just said, there's nothing even worth leaving the house in this cold weather for. Is that really good?
Yeah, the movie rules. It's great. All the teachers are aliens.
No, the reviews weren't good.
Screw the reviewers. No, it's a cool movie. I took my daughter and her friend. It was really good, except the guy in the movie. There was this guy in the movie that was packed.
Yeah.
And I was really shocked. People were really quiet during the movie. All of a sudden, this dude walks in. And he's walking down, and I see he's got one of those laser pointers like Ralph has.
Yeah.
So every time they do a close-up on someone, he takes the laser pointer and puts it in their eye. So I start yelling.
Did you?
Yeah.
Asswipe.
Did he stop?
No. He stopped after a while. I think one of the ushers came in.
Yeah.
Or something happened because the guy stopped. But he was being a real dick.
I know. You just can't go and enjoy things with other groups of people.
And it was real distracting.
You dick.
But that movie's real good, The Faculty.
Well, that's why I said, I might have liked to see The Faculty, but they say it's not any good.
Yeah, you would have dug it. Huh. It was this, it was like a lot of cool. Wasn't that Jon Stewart?
Is he?
Yeah, it doesn't matter. I mean, it's a small part, but even Selma Hayek plays a small part. Like, she plays the school nurse.
Uh-huh.
For like 2 seconds.
Yeah, they got her all over the ads and stuff.
Yeah, but she's hardly in it. She's in it for 2 seconds. There's no nudity or anything. That kind of sucks, but...
I like a good horror film.
Yeah, it's like kids and like all the teachers are taken over by aliens. Yeah. I don't know. I thought it was good. Maybe I'm nuts. Maybe I was happy just to be out of the house.
Yeah, maybe that was it.
Yeah.
You didn't go see Patch Adams, which everybody was going to see?
No. My wife went to see that. It sounds like Robin Williams doing the same stupid thing again. But someone told me it was funny.
I don't know.
It's making a lot of money.
Yeah, making tons.
Too bad. The director of that movie is the same guy who directed Jim Carrey in Ace Ventura, I think.
Is that right?
What's the guy's name?
Tom Shadyac.
Tom Shadyac.
Yeah.
You know what's weird about that guy? When he was in college or something, Tom Shadyac, he used to send me films or someone gave me films of his. Like, he did this film about being a penis, the day in the life of a penis he did in college. I thought it was, okay.
You didn't see any budding genius.
No. Like, I would have grabbed the guy. I didn't see any budding genius.
Oh,
and then I saw Ace Ventura. I said, you know, Ace Ventura is a really good movie, but it's all Jim Carrey. I mean, what did it have to do with the director? Then he put out Dumb and Dumber, and that was funny. Now the guy's putting out tons of funny stuff.
What are you going to do? You missed that one.
Missed that one. Missed that boat. Couldn't tell.
Well, the players are going to take a vote in the NBA. The lockout continues, and Thursday they're going to determine whether the season will be canceled completely. So I guess now everybody's decided, well, the players can look at what's on the table and decide whether they want to go for that or
whatever.
Continue negotiations with the lockout. So there's going to be a vote. Here are some of the player representatives. Here's Nick Van Exel of the Denver Nuggets.
Can he speak?
I don't know.
I'm willing to back the union until the deal was right. So, but we feel that we could agree upon it, then well, I'll go from there. But right now,
guess not.
You know, the deal isn't good enough for 400 players in the league, and it's just vacant.
All right, that's how he feels about it. Here's Patrick Ewing.
Everybody been speaking their more.
I can't believe these are the player refs.
We're saying that they want to vote, so we're going to put it to the test. But we're going to make sure they stand by the negotiating committee. That is a bad deal.
I said, why you said?
For some more clarification, here's Alonzo Mourning.
We've come to the conclusion that the league's last proposal has not been beneficial for the masses.
The masses.
It's important for us to deliver that message to our colleagues and for them to make a decision from there.
I'll tell you, if there was a strike, if I was involved in a strike, I wouldn't hire Patrick Ewing till I clean my driveway during the strike. I mean, I wouldn't have him repping me. I'll tell you that. Blah, 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 blah.
These guys elected their representatives. So I'm sure they're happy with their representation.
Well, what he said before, but that drug thing.
This is new rap.
I don't know why. I'm going to put it back again.
All right.
You know, there was a guy out in the West somewhere who was beaten to death by some guys who didn't like him because he was gay.
Right.
I forget exactly where that happened. What state was it?
Texas, no?
No, it wasn't Texas.
Some guy was beaten to death because he was gay?
Yeah, it was Wyoming. Yeah, you remember that college student?
Yeah, right, Wyoming.
Yeah, who was beaten to death. Well, the mother of one of the two Wyoming men charged in the killing of that gay college student froze to death after leaving a bar.
The mother?
Yeah.
Wow.
The woman, Cindy T. Dixon, 40, was last seen appearing to stagger out of a bar in Laramie, Wyoming on Saturday night. She was wearing a light jacket. She stepped into the winter night when the temperatures were near zero, but the wind made it feel like it was 30 below.
Maybe she was upset because her son was killed.
No, her son wasn't killed. This is the sons. She's the mother of one of the sons who's accused of killing him.
Maybe she was upset that her son killed someone.
Shortly after dawn on Sunday, her body was found on the side of a rural road about 8 miles north of town. There were no signs of injury. They think she just froze to death on the side of the road.
Put her on tour.
Her death sheds light on the troubled life of her son, Russell A. Henderson, 21, a defendant in the case that gained worldwide attention as a symbol of violence against homosexuals.
You could lie her down next to Walt Disney. He's on ice, too. Wake them both up.
She's already frozen, that's right.
What do you know?
Yeah, well.
How shocking.
That's the way things go, Howard.
Yeah.
And there were some nominations to the Baseball Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
3 people got in on the first round.
Mo, Larry, and Curly.
The first time they were eligible, Nolan Ryan, George Brett, and Robin Yount. Elected to the Baseball Hall of Fame. Here's George Brett, who says it was a rough morning.
I had a few phone calls between 11 and 12, but it wasn't the one I was expecting or hoping. And
yeah, really? Who cares?
Finally, I got the call.
Whatever.
Very, very special.
She crying?
He got all choked up.
please. Isn't George Brett the first baseman who had hemorrhoids?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And here's Nolan Ryan.
I know way too much about it.
I think the first time you go there and really kind of just see the history of the game and all the great players there.
Yeah.
As a player, you really realize how special that is if you have that opportunity.
Right.
They say it's everyone's dream when they start playing baseball to be in the Hall of Fame. We were just talking about movies making money over the holidays. Of course, Robin Williams has had the #1 movie for the last 2 weeks.
Did you see that movie?
No, I haven't seen anything. I told you I was sick in bed the whole time. So, just to remind you of what's at the movies, here's a little scene from The Prince of Egypt.
Where's put these bad songs? La 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 la. Hey, it takes no talent to write these. I know I could write this. What the hell was that?
Sounded like it worked right into the...
It did. Somebody should have drawn this broad with her mouth shut. It's just like, it's like, I saw a river shining so bright. I met a man who limited me to one night. It's like, who knows? How is that good?
They seem to make a lot of money with these.
I hate when cartoons sing. I do. Even as a kid, I hated like Fantasia and all that. I hate when they sing.
Really?
Yeah. Just be a cartoon.
I don't mind it if the music's good.
Stop the nonsense.
It's fully enough.
Yeah, right. I think that.
It makes more sense to me that cartoons are singing than people.
No. Let the cartoons talk.
I've seen enough of that.
All right, me too.
We were talking to James Woods this morning.
Right.
He's got a new
Good
movie
guy.
coming out called Another Day in Paradise with Melanie Griffith.
Yeah.
She says here that James Woods says this movie will show a darker side to her, and she was asked by E-Radio if that was true.
Well, yeah, I think everybody has
She got a little baby voice. I'll have to bang her.
the dark side, don't you?
I like girls with baby voices.
And, I mean, I never had
Come here and talk baby talk to me.
experienced this kind of life that's in this movie.
He's got a big wiener, we learned today.
I did have some
Every day for him is paradise.
heavy nights in New York that I remember were pretty wild, and I knew some people that were out there,
Yeah,
but,
baby talk.
I can't say that I really
I'm in a hot tub with her.
of the same thing as Sid.
Whatever.
Who knows you, baby?
I wish I
That
was
was Melanie. Wedding bells are on the way for Queen Elizabeth's youngest son, Prince Edward, and his longtime girlfriend, Sophie Rhys-Jones.
Sophie Rhys-Jones.
Or Rhys-Jones, whatever it is.
Right.
We're holding hands today as they showed off their engagement ring at Buckingham Palace
Like they had to work for that.
and announced that they're getting married.
Ridiculous. A mockery.
The 34-year-old prince joked that if the ring catches the sun, you'll be blinded.
No, please. Like he worked for that. Go drive into a French tunnel. That's all.
Give Rhys-Jones a brief peck on the cheek.
Mm-hmm.
The couple's parents say they're delighted at the news. The date and location have yet to be decided.
Was it Prince Charles? I mean, Prince who?
Prince Edward.
Edward. Wasn't he married to a porno star or something?
No.
Oh.
He's never been married.
Okay.
But the couple hopes for a late spring or summer ceremony at St. George's Chapel at Windsor Castle, the Queen's weekend home west of London.
All right.
How do you ban somebody from the internet? But that's what they did.
They cut off their penis.
That's what they did to a Virginia or a Pennsylvania man.
They cut off his penis?
No, they banned him from the internet for 10 years for sending child pornography over America Online.
Yeah.
John Godoy was sentenced to 10 years behind bars, but he suspended all but 35 days of the prison sentence after the guy pleaded guilty. And they said banning the man from the internet is punishment similar to taking a checkbook from a check forger. I don't know how you do that, though.
I don't know. It's like,
Like the guy, I mean, how do you know he's logging on?
Child porn is like the worst thing you can... That's something everyone agrees on. I don't know anybody who's for child porn.
Except the guys who are into it.
Yeah, right. You know you're going to get your ass reamed for that.
Yeah, but how do you ban them from the internet?
You don't. You can't.
It sounds rather unenforceable to me.
I wish somebody banned Jackie from the internet.
Oh, hey!
Get rid of that website.
Don't mean that. Please do that. And what is the big deal? On the cover of one of the papers today, they show George Steinbrenner and Yogi Berra hugging.
Yeah.
They have apparently ended some feud.
It must have been a slow news day. Yeah, I guess what happened was Yogi Berra was the manager of the Yankees for like 14 days, and Steinbrenner fired him and brought in Billy Martin, and Yogi never forgave him, and Steinbrenner never apologized, and now they made up, and it's big news, supposedly.
Well, okay.
There's your story.
I just told you.
All right. Silly story.
And let me see. Anything else I want to tell you about today? Yes, Alyssa Milano.
Keeping it real.
Got married.
That'll last.
A couple of days ago.
James Woods' meat is a bigger story.
So there you have it. She's no longer eligible.
Thank you, James Wood, for coming in today. Another Day in Paradise opens nationally on January 22nd. Should say that, right? Yes. Jackie Pennis, Chuck Page Marlin. His Wild New Filthy Joke CD and cassette, hot dogs and donuts is only $12 plus $4 U.S. shipping. Call 1-800-323-KING. Saturday, January 16th, Historic Club at A features another live Jackie appearance in Sayreville, New Jersey. Go see him for information and 3D animated jokes. Visit jokeland.com. And Stuttering John's band will be appearing at Life on Bleecker Street in Manhattan tonight. That's tonight. On Don't Miss Baba Booey this Friday night at Harbor Lights on Roosevelt Boulevard in Northeast Philadelphia. And this Saturday from noon to 2 at the Philadelphia... and I can't read the rest. It cuts off on my screen.
Philadelphia.
Right. All right, welcome back to all, and that's that. We'll see you tomorrow.